Welcome to the Wright On Sports Show. There are many sports shows out there, but this one is Wright On. Four guys giving each other hell about sports and their sometimes questionable choice of teams. Featuring the head of the table, Kyle Wright, the king of shit takes, Marcus Weisner, the show's resident asshole, Nick Gurley, and finally, doing all the dirty work, the show bitch himself, Drew Gorman. How these guys all get along, we may never know, but let's try to find out. Let's get started.
The final show, and Nick still didn't unmute us on time. Actually, usually you unmute us way early.
Yeah, I was about to say, but I was watching the Braves baseball game.
You're good. Welcome, everybody, to the Wright On Sports Show, the last edition of said show. I'm Kyle Wright here with Nick Gurley, Drew Gorman, and special guest, second week in a row, Mr. Adam Goff. First of all, thank you for stopping by again.
Oh, man, yeah. I'm looking forward to this. It's one of the best sports days of the year, if you ask me, just because it's full of hopes and dreams and oh my God, what the hell are they doing? And
parody, like you're right, parody. Like there's a lot that goes into this. So if you guys don't know what we're doing, we figure our last show, our second to best show, I'd say, because our best show was the No Sleep Till Baseball National League East last year.
Yep.
We did the NFL draft special. We did the whole first round live. And we had a great time. We had a lot of positive feedback on it. So we figured this is it. This is the perfect way to end it since we were going to end it anyway. So we pushed the show from last night to tonight, and we're going to be running you guys through the draft as it happens. A couple ground rules for the people in the comments. We might be a little bit behind, so if a pick breaks, don't tell us who it is because we want to react live on the air. So, like if Jacksonville comes out with this first overall pick, which we will talk about once they are officially on the clock, and they say they picked Aiden Hutchinson, but we still don't know the pick, then don't comment that pick.
Right, no spoilers.
No spoilers. Hey, Drew, welcome
Adam
back
Schefter.
to your fucking job.
What's up? What's up? Yeah, I'm over here commenting. We're good.
It's good to see you back.
Talking. Good to be back. Good to be back. I missed you guys.
We didn't really miss
I was going to say, it was...
You just missed me re-commenting during the show and liking and doing all that. You had specifically put it on Facebook, but okay.
Yeah, I think that was more to like just try to make you feel good.
Yeah.
No, Lawrence, do not spoil all the Saints picks.
They're going to shit the bed on them anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
I got two of them tonight. Should be fun.
16 and 19.
They're talking about either moving up or moving down, so I don't know what's going on.
Or staying the same?
Or staying the
same.
There are options. I mean, that's the report that I was reading before we started, before we came on air, and it's like, well, they could move up or they could move down. And it's like, you don't say. No.
I've gotten a lot of flack from our buddy Dan Gonzalez and all of his friends on Facebook because I continue to say I don't think this draft is as good as, like, I think they're really just, it's a bad draft. It's not the only positions that are super deep are edge and receiver. Other than that, if you don't get one of the top two guys.
Offensive tackle's pretty good.
It's okay.
In the first round.
But, Evan Neal's still projected to be the first tackle off the board, and the guy is.
I thought he was second.
No, Todd McShay's got him at, like, pick 9, I think, right now.
So he's dropping down more.
Yeah, he's second right now. There was somebody else.
Iguanu from NC State.
There you go.
Okay,
he was number one.
Yeah. Okay, and then that kid from Mississippi State's been raising up the boards too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone. He's jumped up to like 12th, I think, right now.
So, low-key, like, Adam's here for many reasons. Number one, we had a great time last week, and him and Drew are probably the only two people on this board tonight that really have a deep understanding of what's actually happening in this draft. So,
well, the good thing is I have volunteered myself as tribute.
Way off key, by the way.
Yeah, I was. Shut up. To tell you the truth, I ran out of breath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
I ate too fast during my Hunger Games.
100%. As the Jaguars fan here.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it sounds like we might end up with like a decent player.
So who are you going to take with the number one pick next year?
It's a good question.
Okay.
Hopefully that next year's draft is a lot deeper than this one.
Okay. All right.
So, but
next year's draft's projected to be a pretty good draft, I think. I think there's a lot of good talent coming out next year. What you got over there? What are you laughing at?
Lawrence saying the Saints are gonna take a receiver when they don't have a QB. I said no love for. I replied no love for Winston. He said only if he's taking crab legs.
Kuiper did project the Saints with 19th pick, I think, to take
This is great content.
The QB from Pittsburgh. Help me out.
Can you pick it?
Can he
Pickett,
pick it?
thank
He
you,
think
yeah.
he'll still be there at 19 though.
That's what they're saying.
There's some
And then
quarterback
Malik Willis going
teams up
20
there.
to Pittsburgh. So
So it looks like okay. So Goodell's hasn't walked out on stage yet and officially put Jacksonville on the clock, but the draft started. So
how wild would it be to be in Vegas right now?
man, you know, I was talking about this on the show today with David Hayes. How bad the Pro Bowl was with guys in Vegas. Now you put the NFL draft there, 18, 19, 20-year-olds about to become millionaires in the next 72 hours.
Yeah.
And you do it in Vegas. Over under 3 arrests this weekend.
I'll one up you here. Over under 2 Alabama players get arrested.
That's 90% of the draft, right?
I'm just saying, over under 2 Alabama players. get
Yay or
arrested.
nay, Jermaine Johnson gets arrested.
Oh.
The criminals are in Vegas.
Yeah.
Lawrence says over.
I think he's pretty good. I think
Over
he's
on
like
the- on the
he's got
Alabama
his
or
head
over on just the
right.
general-
I think he
in
does
general?
too.
Over on the total, under on Alabama.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
I like it. I like
Lawrence, are you a Maryland fan?
it. Ooh, go
Are you a
Terps.
Terrapins?
They
A
still got
Terrapins? A Terrapins?
Talia Tagovailoa,
Yeah, there's
right?
extra syllables
Yeah.
in there.
Terrapins?
Terrapins, the Terribles. All right, so I
They
wanted
do
to
have the coolest helmets.
They
Sorry.
do. They
Go
really
ahead.
do.
They have
Their
the coolest
uniforms are
helmets.
dope.
Yeah.
Didn't think about Maryland today during that segment. Probably should have thought about that because Maryland does have pretty dope uniforms. So on the music bank, I pulled up some clips. Since this is our last sports show, it's on the
not that one.
well, that one works too.
All right.
Since that's kind of our whole show. But it's on the last bank.
Still don't care.
So go to the last bank there, and I put a couple sounds in there that
So the next to
the
last bank.
the last one would. So it's gonna say first intro. So I wanted to kind of revisit some memories on this show today. I got the first intro from the sports show ever.
I don't even remember this.
Your first, like the very first sports podcast I ever did, I went and pulled it today.
Oh, this isn't. I'm not even on this one.
No. Well, this is just like the first minute and a half, and this is the way we came in. And then I pulled up your clip, which kind of sucks because remember that's the one we had the audio issues on.
Oh, yeah.
Where we had, but I got yours, and I pulled Drew's first appearance.
You ready to play one?
Yeah, let's play the first
man.
ever intro from the Right On Sports Show.
There are many sports podcasts out there, but only this one is right on.
And
Today we talk about Tom Brady, his effects on and off the field in Tampa
the
Bay,
very first episode.
and his comparisons to Jameis Winston. I also have a chance to have a
Comparisons to
conversation
Jameis
with former Florida State, Buffalo
Are you
Bill,
kidding me?
Pittsburgh Steeler,
was
and
stat
current
comparisons.
Toronto Argonaut running back Carlos Williams. All that and more today on the very first ever Right On Sports podcast.
I like it.
hold on, I got the whole thing to where me and Marcus, because there's a key at the end of this that kind of goes into. By the way, shout out to Jamie Suddeth who made the original cut of our theme song.
Welcome, everybody, to the very first
Is this-
ever Right On
Is this the
Sports
debut
podcast.
of Kyle's
I'm your host,
closet?
Kyle Wright. And I'm
no,
here with my
this was-
co-host Marcus Weisner, who's down in Tampa. Marcus, thank you so much for being a part of this, man.
Hey, pleasure's mine, man. Appreciate you for having me as a co-host.
Oh,
I'm
Marky
definitely
Mark.
excited to get
He
this thing
sounds the
started.
exact
so
same.
Yeah, he does.
No doubt.
The
This is
exact
something
same.
that's been in the works for a couple months now. Man, I got to tell you, we were
We're
supposed to
getting
launch
real
last
sentimental
Monday,
right now.
and I was
God.
overwhelmed by the amount of work that actually had to be put into this.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's the initial part of starting
A lot
anything
longer than
takes
I
a
thought
lot
it
of
was.
time, especially with everything you have to do on your own. With
Had to listen
work
to
and
the
take
whole
care of
first
family.
episode.
It can be overwhelming, but I'm definitely glad we're getting this thing started. And I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the future with it.
So that's that first clip. That's the opening segment to the first ever sports podcast. Kind of shaky. I'm living in this. I'm living in a big house, but there's no extra space because we're living with my wife's family. So I've got downstairs. There's a den in the house. So I set up all my stuff in there, not really understanding the audio stuff at this point. Like echo is really bad, right? And this is before I really got into all that soundproofing and everything. But kind of like it's perfect because at the end of that, my very first podcast, I'm saying we underestimated how much work had to go into just making a podcast. And now here we are 2 years later
With all this crap.
with all of this shit. And it's kind of, there's your explanation for everybody that wants to for everybody that's been wondering. That's kind of where we're at right now.
Go Braves!
What did they score?
Dansby Swanson.
Dansby?
Yeah.
Home run, baby.
What's that put him, like 4 hits for the year now?
He's not having a bad season.
Hey, but his Bronco commercials are stellar.
They are.
He's a good-looking dude.
I told him. I told my buddies.
He is a good-looking dude.
I'm gonna-
Jessica loved him and Charlie Culberson. And I was like, yeah, they look exactly the same. She was like, yeah. I was like, you know what's funny is that my entire life with her, she's always said that she didn't like long hair.
Huh.
And yet both of them have like glorious manes. And I'm like,
Boo! Can we? Let's listen to this. Let's
Oh,
see if
yeah,
they're booing
okay.
Goodell. Let's listen.
all right.
We'll probably get some copyright hacks, but who cares?
It's the last show. What are they going to do? Shut us down?
Yeah, right.
I love the background music.
Boo! Goodell, you suck!
Well, they brought the Raiders on stage just to see if he can get a positive reaction.
Where's Henry Ruggs?
Can't you wait a little? Oh. He probably hit something on the way there.
Golly.
Okay,
Look, they're booing Derek Carr. Boo! Fuck you, Derek Carr.
to the 22 NFL Draft.
The
Is that Marcus
22.
Allen on the right there?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think Marcus Allen. And is that Darren Waller in the middle there?
Yeah.
They didn't want to bring out
dude.
Devontae Adams.
Friends here with me
Oh,
that you might recognize.
This is
They're
a
booing
great
like-
strategy. It didn't fucking work, but it's a great strategy.
I wish they would just put him back in his fucking chair.
Current
Look at Derek Carr.
Like, put him back in his
The
chair right there on
pandemic.
stage like he's Santa Claus taking wishes.
Are they going to
booing
bring
Derek
out?
Carr?
I think so. Are they going to? You think maybe they bring out Devontae Adams with like Stone Cold's interest music? Because out there stuns Goodell.
We're proud to have all of you right here around the stage. Thank you.
Lawrence says y'all are ahead of me. I hate it here.
No,
We will
that's what we
spoil
wanna
it for
be.
you, baby.
That's what we want
We
to be.
also have already well over 100,000 people here. in
Shut
Las
up
Vegas
and just
tonight
put
for
the Jags
draft.
on the clock so we don't
Congratulations,
get
you
tagged
guys.
for
Thank you being here.
copyright.
And as I look around in this fan
Cut a heel
section,
promo. Cut a
see the
heel.
Raiders
I see a
fans
bunch
right
of
here in
trash.
front of me, the Raiders Nation.
Garbage.
I mean, it is
I do
Vegas.
believe that Roger Goodell at this point should very much so
Ice Cube.
just start talking trash about all NFL fans. They all hate him.
Now he's bringing up Ice Cube.
Fucking Ice Cube. Fuck Goodell coming straight from the underground.
Come on, baby.
Today was a good day.
I hope he doesn't give Goodell a high five. Don't give it to him. Don't dap him up.
Ah, boo! Ice Cube, you're a bitch.
What's up, Las Vegas?
How tiny he is.
Is Ice Cube from Vegas? He has no ties to
No, he's from
Vegas.
Compton, dude.
I know. That's what
Straight
I'm
out of
saying.
Compton.
Straight out of Compton.
No, silly motherfucking name, Ice Cube.
Okay, keep going.
Let me hear you say, yeah,
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, we got some comments.
We're
Yeah,
about
Lawrence
to do
McCall.
this. Raider Nation, I love you.
Love you too.
I love it.
I love you.
How is he getting booed?
Let's hear from the homeboy, Derek Carr. Come on up, man.
Okay, let's mute it because it seems like they're all going to talk. So the Jags we're just going to say officially on the clock. So let's go around the table here because this is a pick that has not been solidified for the Jags. Because usually first overall pick, we know what's going to happen, or at least we have a very good understanding, but we don't know where the Jags are going to go here. So what's the bigger need for them? Do you think they need to get that defensive anchor, or do you think they need to get an offensive lineman to start looking at protecting?
Unless they trade, you get best player available.
I don't think they're trading.
They're not, and if they're not trading, I think they have. It's going to be really hard to decide on Aiden Hutchinson or what's the other one's name?
Trayvon Walker.
Trayvon Walker. It's going to be really, but I think they're probably going to go Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah, I mean that's if you're looking to have a defensive anchor, because that's what Jacksonville was popular for when they made that AFC Championship game, having that defensive. I mean,
Right.
chemistry. And they had
Well, they had a stalwart at every level, right?
was it
So
Paul Selesny was kind
it
of
was
the defensive captain? at the
defensive
time?
line. You have that stalwart in the linebacker core, and then one in the secondary.
So to me, if I was the Jags, you just took Trevor Lawrence last year. You bring in a new head coach this year with Doug Peterson,
Super Bowl
being
winning coach.
being an offensive-minded coach. protect Trevor Lawrence. Get an offensive tackle. Evan Neal, the guy from NC State, Akeem
Ike Egonwu.
Yeah. Whoever you decide is better, go them.
TK Ananu.
You should have traded. If you're going to do that, you should have traded back.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so because
I-
they're both really, really highly touted. I don't think they can go wrong with either one. I got to see Ike in the ACC quite a bit. I know you did as well as a Florida State fan. The dude's incredible. Evan Neal right now, they're saying that his biggest drawback is his feet. Like he's got to work on his feet.
That's
But
big.
It is big for an offensive
That's
lineman.
very big.
But he's also young and he's very agile
Well, of
for his
course.
size. So if
How is he
I'm-
agile if he doesn't have good feet work?
Well, in terms of like quickness, like he's just his
got quick
technique.
hands.
His
Okay.
technique isn't all the way there, but
Yeah, he's very athletic, but the actual technique of being a offensive tackle, he's lacking.
so
But
I'm
can be coached.
still taking Evan Neal just because of what that
Exactly.
dude can possibly do.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, I don't think you waste a number one pick on
a
potential.
maybe.
But I don't think you do that. If you're going to do that, you take Ike because he's already there. He's already got the talent. There is no, well, I think we can mold him into this and that. The Jaguars are not known for molding players.
Would that be NC State's first ever
Number one overall?
number one overall pick?
Probably
yeah.
not.
Yeah, I would
back in
think-
the
well,
day-
I mean, Phillip Rivers.
Rivers was a top 10 pick.
Yeah, he was number one.
Russell Wilson was a number 1 pick, but he
Well,
would
he
have been out of
was
Wisconsin,
Wisconsin.
anyway, right?
Yeah, he left. Yeah,
He left NC State before his senior year. So I don't know. That's a good question to think about. I mean,
Drew, you got it.
I'm looking it up right
Okay.
now.
okay. I'll do.
They'll shake this whole thing up if they go offensive lineman right now.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Nick. I thought that maybe if you're undecided with the number 1 overall pick, you can really get some really good value by just trading back 3 or 4 spots. You don't have to trade back all the way
the
to like
number
20,
20,
right?
yeah.
You could trade back to 3, 4, and still get one of those
Get a
3 or
second round
4
pick.
players. You're
Yeah.
guaranteed one of those
Yeah, but
3 or
that's
4 guys.
assuming that whoever's drafting 3 and 4 is going to want to move up to number 1.
No, but I think you should at least entertain the offer here. And if they're like, "Hey, I'll give you all, we'll swap picks and give you a second rounder, our first pick tomorrow."
Yeah.
Like I think that's something that Jacksonville should absolutely entertain.
They have had 2.
Okay.
Back in 1962,
Wow.
Roman Gabriel was a quarterback who got drafted by the Oakland Raiders. And here recently,
him.
it was Mario Williams
Mario Williams. So I
back in
should've
2006.
Few good years.
known. Yeah, I was gonna say Mario Williams.
Few good years.
Buffalo,
He
right?
Definitely. No.
No, Houston.
Yeah, he.
I'm thinking Mario Edwards.
No, because
My
remember
bad.
it was Williams and Clowney, and Williams was just clowning.
He
to
did.
Davion.
He did end up going to Buffalo late in his career.
Okay.
though.
Okay. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
that. Okay. So I was
You are
right.
thinking of the right person.
Yeah, the right guy.
Yeah.
Wow. So we got 6 minutes still. Jacksonville picks.
Why is this not 5 minutes?
I don't know. Like I don't feel like
Let's be real. Most of the time, they already know.
They should. They should absolutely know. Jacksonville last year. Let's talk about Trevor Lawrence. Do you have faith in him as a franchise quarterback? I mean, you're the guy that's kind of we've kind of put you on the stake of being a Jags fan. So
I think so. I mean, I don't. He didn't have a great year last year. He went 12 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, something like that, and he only threw for just over 2,000 yards or something like that. But like y'all said, he had no protection. He was throwing on the run all the time, and that's not what he's used to at Clemson. He's used to being able to take a step back, look at everything,
brew a pot of coffee.
exactly, and do his thing. So yeah, no, I think he's going to be fine. I'm not going to say that he's going to be the next Tom Brady like they were saying he was going to be, but I think he's going to be okay. He might be the next Derek Carr. I'll say like that. I think he's a good comparison.
The biggest handicap for his season last year, his rookie season, was having Urban Meyer as his coach.
Sure.
Yeah.
That not only just the toxic environment, but you could tell they weren't on the same page because Urban would come out in a press conference and say one thing,
Tony Khan.
and then Trevor Lawrence would say would refute it, right? And then so now you've got a head coach and a rookie quarterback not seeing eye to eye on basically anything. So I think he's going to be
Pick is
fine,
in.
and so we'll see what they do here.
I think it's
When
going to
Goodell
be.
walks up on stage.
Yeah. Y'all keep talking. I'm sorry.
No.
I think it's definitely going to be an interesting year. Just pure free agency. They went out and got Christian Kirk, Zay Jones, and Evan Ingram. Like I know they're not big names and household names, but they're respectable NFL
but those are
players.
Etienne
Yeah.
back as well.
And
Those are sol-
ATN's coming back.
and
Yeah,
I was gonna
those are
say,
solid pickups.
They
This is
have
why.
DJ Shark still, right?
No, he's gone.
No.
Oh, that's
They
right.
lost
Okay.
him. They lost Miles Jack.
So they
Well, see,
signed.
they
That's
didn't
why
have
I think
Chark
they go
last
out.
year.
They go.
They didn't have Chark last year. He played like one quarter.
That's true.
Oh, I didn't say Chark. He said.
Yeah, yeah.
I
said-
said
Their top 3 receivers,
Miles Jack.
They've got Christian Kirk, Marvin Jones Jr., and Zay Jones.
So they still got MJ.
that's not bad.
That's not
wide
bad.
receiving core. Now I can
And
say this:
fast.
that does make you feel like, okay, we got to get an offensive line.
Yeah,
But
I
they
think
have
so.
no defense either. So yeah, you can score all the points you want, but guess what? The Chiefs have been. You don't have the Chief-like players.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to put up Chief-like points, especially and have a crappy defense.
Well, in that division, it doesn't hurt them too bad having
yeah.
a good defense.
I was gonna say, you
sure,
know,
but you're going for a Super Bowl, not so
Yeah,
much.
no, I
winning
hear
right,
the
not to win.
division.
Right, but I mean, look at I ride the coattails of the Bengals here. They built their offense last year, and their defense was not very good for the regular season. But once they got into the playoffs, they were able to mold and gel together. And
Right.
maybe they want to take that kind of approach because that's kind of what Doug Peterson's defense did in the Super Bowl year.
Yeah, but isn't he a defensive-minded head coach?
No, he's
offensive. He's
offensive.
offensive. Oh, that's right. That's right.
It's a great division to
Yeah,
be
he's
in.
going offensive line.
It's a great division to be in, but a terrible conference right now with the AFC being so star-studded.
Ryan
See,
Tannehill,
but the
Matt
good thing
Ryan.
is that they're so far out from competing against any of them that it doesn't really matter. If
They
you want me
were
to be
in
honest,
they were in a few games last year
Yeah.
that they shouldn't have been in.
I agree, but they are so
us in
far
London.
out. They are so far out of where of those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys will be gone by the
here we
time.
First ever draft choice announced.
Here we
in
go.
Las Vegas,
Goodell's
Nevada.
walking up on stage. Guess we're about to get the pick.
Boo!
First pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trayvon Walker.
Wow.
Okay.
Good defense.
So defensive end Trayvon Walker. Mute it back while I get the highlights pulled up. Trayvon Walker.
They took best player available.
That's pretty much exactly what
Yeah.
they did.
I mean, best player. And to tell you the truth, I feel like, and it was stupid when I said Aiden Hutchinson because I feel like Aiden Hutchinson, and if there's any Michigan fans out there, maybe they'll prove me wrong, but I feel like he was the same as Neal, that he had all the potential. He showed a lot of good talent. I'm not saying that, but Trayvon Walker was, I mean, at Georgia, I mean, he manned that entire that entire defense.
He's smart. He's
Yeah.
very, very,
Very smart.
cerebral.
Yep.
You know, he was Kirby's basically defensive coordinator out there on the field.
Right.
And, you know, it was a damn good defense, one of the best we've ever seen. So it's a great pick in terms of best player available. It's going to be I'm anxious to see what he's going to be able to do in that division. And I think Trevor Lawrence is probably scratching that long blonde hair right now going, what about me, dude?
Well, maybe
I
they
don't think so. I just think they just got somebody. I'm sorry, but I feel like they just got the leader of their defense right there.
No, I hear you.
So, I mean, I feel like they just got their quarterback last year. They got their quarterback of the defense this year. And now the rest of the draft probably will be offensive linemen.
Could be.
Sorry, Drew.
I was just gonna say, maybe they're comfortable with their offensive line, or hey, this is the number 1 overall draft pick. Maybe they felt good about the depth of offensive line. To me, it's the top 3.
By the way, we are going to be live for about 3 hours. So if one of us gets up to go pee, one of us is eating something, that's why. So keep your eyes out for that. Draft party.
Damn,
in
the pick is
Jacksonville.
already in for Detroit.
Detroit News. See, that's what you should do.
Aiden Hutchinson.
Aiden Hutchinson,
Aiden
hometown
Hutchinson.
boy. There's no doubt, right?
Aiden
If he gets past here, I'm walking out.
Should I go ahead? I'm just going to go ahead and pull up his highlights.
I just don't see
Kenny
how
Pickett.
it's not. Oh dear God!
God, wouldn't that be a reach right here?
I think
It'd
any
be
of
like the
the
Bears
quarterbacks-
trading up to get Trubisky.
It would almost be worse than that, wouldn't it?
No, because the Bears traded up.
The Bears traded up. That's true. You could have traded down and
well,
got
they
Kenny.
traded up and went past Deshaun Watson, which, you know, of course, we all know what's happened since. But moving forward, you're like, okay.
Do we, though?
That'd be almost as bad as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers trading up to get
A kicker.
in
the second round.
But it was an Aguayo. I mean, come on. He was from Florida State.
And he
Let's
sucked.
go.
And he sucked.
Right.
Yeah.
He was amazing.
Most accurate college kicker of all time. I guess nobody really saw
I
that
think
coming.
that changes every year like it does in the NFL, though, doesn't it?
Uh,
Like, this is the best kicker of all time. And it's
He still has it now.
I didn't think so. I thought we talked about this before, and he was like 3rd or something.
No, that was the scoring thing.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he's still the most accurate kicker of all time. In
So what does Detroit need here?
Yeah, golly.
Do we have
Everything.
enough time?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I was
so.
gonna say. Listen, honestly, I think a defensive anchor would not be a bad start. They actually put up some points in some games last year.
They were tough.
They had some flashes.
tough.
They've got St. Brown. They've got DeAndre Swift. They've got Jared Goff, who I think is kind of being slept on still a little
Hawkinson.
bit. TJ Hawkinson, I don't think a defensive end's a bad pick here.
Yeah.
And Goodell's walking on stage for the Lions pick. Let's do it.
It can't be Thibodeau, though, right?
No, God, no. That would be a miss.
They get the home run.
Got a chance to get the hometowner. Here we go.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah. You knew it.
Defensive end.
You knew it. Hey, look, is he crying of happiness or is he crying because he is a freaking Detroit Lion? So let's just watch. We're gonna watch some highlights here from him and just kind of let you guys enjoy that for a second. I mean, the kid's definitely. The only thing that worries me about Aiden Hutchinson is these 1 year guys that only like blow
I
up.
didn't even know who he was last year.
Exactly. He blew up and really kind of started really taking off at the end of the year when
Yeah.
they finally beat Ohio State. That's my worry.
That's the only time that you ever really heard his name, unless you were a Big Ten football watcher or you were a Michigan fan.
Which this year there's a lot of 1 year players in this draft though. There's a lot of those guys. I mean, Malik Willis, Kenny Pickett, even Jermaine Johnson. Kayvon Thibodeau didn't even really do a whole year. So
For me, I look at Aiden Hutchinson and I say, okay, he's great against the run. He's built like a brick shit house. He does have a motor, right? And I feel like he could be really, really good. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, this might be the biggest bust of this year's draft. And it doesn't help that he went to Detroit because they're because of their history of drafting busts. But
So this past year, he had 62 total tackles,
okay,
36 solo tackles,
damn.
26 assisted, 14 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery.
That's pretty good.
It's a good year.
That's a good year. I mean, especially in the Big Ten, which we've argued back and forth before that the Big Ten might be the most competitive conference in college football.
the 36 solo tackles is big, and that's why I think he's going to be really, really good against the run. So he's not going to be one of those guys that's going to be in there only on second and long or third down. So I think he's going to be basically a 4-down, defensive lineman. So it's going to be big for Detroit to have him there on the edge, and hopefully he can do some damage in the NFC North.
He's definitely got the size on him too. I mean, he's a big dude.
Yeah.
And I do think it is worth noting that so far, Mel Kiper is 2 for 2. He's accurately predicted the top 2 picks. He has Kiki going number 3 overall to Houston right here.
Ike Egonwu?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to just call him Kiki.
There. Okay. Dude, look at that. His melon's so big that hat doesn't even fit. Look at that. Like, come on, man. Push the hat down. Or does he know that it's like coming off later?
Go back to Motor City. Hopefully win some ball games. Get back to winning. I'm fired up. It's made a great decision.
There we go.
Hopefully win.
I just wanted to hear what he said. I wanted to see if he was going to request a trade.
I'm gonna Phillip Rivers this right now.
Yeah.
Or Eli Manning, I should say.
Did you see the video after he got drafted? Like whenever he's going up there trying to force himself to smile with the Chargers jersey, it was so uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah. So, that Kyle just made his Eli Manning face.
Oh, the jalapeno popper? Oh, I can get on it?
Oh,
Hang on. This is
there we go.
Sensitive equipment here, and we're tossing poppers.
Derek Stingley to add to those 1 year guys. That's what Colton Thursday said.
Houston's got their pick in now too,
Yeah.
man.
Damn.
Fast. Look at this.
Let's
I'm
go.
talking about.
Let's
We
keep
might
this
be home
energy-
by 8:30.
Bullshit.
Nick asking you shall receive about being 5 minutes. Let's roll.
Yeah, no
All right.
doubt.
For real.
All right. So what's Houston need here, guys? What do y'all think? A lot.
Defense.
Honestly, I think they found their quarterback last year.
Davis.
I like Davis Mills. I think they found him. Again, it's in that AFC South, so you've got some room to work with. It's an easily winnable division.
Look, they got Lovie Smith.
Yeah.
You got to go defense.
He's going to go defense.
Now, here's the question, though. Lovie Smith, Do we go secondary? Do we go Stingley here? Do we go Sauce Gardner here? Or do we go Kayvon Thibodeau here?
If I'm Houston, I go Sauce Gardner. That dude hasn't given up a touchdown, I think, since like junior high school on a receiver that he was covering.
You just showed your age, just so you know.
Why? Because it's
Calling it junior high school.
Well, I mean,
junior high school.
Well, I'm not from Florida, so I don't know if they have middle schools here or if it's
school.
just high school and then they go from 6 to freaking 12.
They're all too young,
So-
Adam.
Graduate school.
But anyway, I think you go Sauce Gardner here.
Primary school.
You get your shutdown corner. You get your shutdown corner, and you just move on. You got another pick coming up. The rumor is that Houston's going to try to move back up into the top 10 for their second pick. So I think you go Sauce Gardner here and then go offense with your second pick in the first round.
I was gonna say they still do have another pick later. Yeah, so
They were 31st in defense and last in offense.
And I mean, there you go. You got to start improving that. That's crazy that they were still good enough to not have the last pick.
Yeah.
and not finish last in their division.
Couldn't you like that? That's when you want to be the Miami Dolphins and tank for Tua.
Yeah. So hashtag tank for Thibodeau. Tank for the sauce.
Uh-oh.
Here comes Raji.
Dear God, this is fast.
It's okay, Drew. We got 29 to go.
So the Jets are already, their pick is in.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Derek Stingley Jr.
Oh, wow.
Todd McShay.
Okay, so the first
Todd McShay was on that one.
is Derek Stingley Jr., and he goes to the Texans.
Wow. So that is
Go Tigers.
Reach.
yeah, I don't
He was really, really good in 2019, and then the past 2 years had injury-ridden. Like, that's in 2019. Like, he was really, really good.
Yeah, no shit. LSU number
59
4. Yeah.
Well, and 59 points.
yeah. That's definitely
That's
Joe Burrow.
that's
was
Joe
there.
Burrow.
That's also against Vanderbilt.
Real
Anybody's
pressure with that
putting up
30.
59.
They did that against everybody. What are you talking about?
But he was really, really good in 2019. After that, not necessarily saying he gave up, but he had some injuries. Last year had a shoulder injury. Like, it was a tough couple of years. I don't fault anybody on that from that 2020 team after coming back, after losing everything
During COVID
and doing that. Like, I pushed that season away. Last year was the year that I was starting to get upset at some of the guys. I'm like, really? Like, come on.
How big is Stingley?
How you dropped that pick right there?
He is 5'11",
Oh, okay.
I want to say.
A little bit more complicated than I thought.
I'm sorry, but every play so far that I've seen,
Bad throw.
those are all bad throws. Every play has been a bad throw.
That's a terrible throw.
He is 6'1", 195.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's underthrown like crazy. That should have been on the back shoulder, on the all the way towards the sideline.
Here we go. Against a tough Utah State team here.
That was a good play.
That's a nice
That was a
play.
good play.
That's
That's
Jordan
really
Love he just picked off.
Wow.
Ooh.
impressive.
So all of this is 2019.
It's got to be.
That one is.
It has to be.
Is he the guy that you can stick out there on an island, though?
No, I think it should have been Sauce.
I think
That was
Gardner is
this
the
year.
guy that you can put out there on Revis Island and
That
just
was
call
this
it a
past
day.
year.
That was at UCLA, right?
Yeah.
When what did
It's good open field tackle.
What did the coach say?
Charbonnet
What did,
kicked
what
our
he,
butt.
what did he call the jerseys or whatever?
Nice
the
jump.
little pansy blues.
Yeah. And then he got his ass whooped.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
If he's healthy, he's a
He sounds like a quitter to me.
the homer to me.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
The homer
sounds like a quitter.
No, he's not Ben Simmons. The homer in me says he's
Sounds
a
like a
top
quitter.
10. He's a top 10 talent. My man ran a 4.24 at his pro day.
Sauce go right here?
To the
Sauce
Jets,
go
I
to the
think
Jets?
so. Absolutely.
Sauce goes to the Jets.
I
Right?
think so.
Yeah.
Because they got another pick coming up in the top 10, and they can get.
I think.
I
I think they get an offensive lineman later,
no wide receiver.
or Olave.
No, Garrett Wilson more than likely.
Okay, all right.
Either that or
'cause
Drake
their other
London.
pick's pretty late, huh?
Either that or Drake. No, they have another one in the top 10.
Oh, getting them. Oh, they have
Jets-
3 picks, right? No, they only have 2.
If Jets have
they give
4
Garrett Wilson
and 10,
they got to trade down to get either one of those. That would be an absolute reach in the top
I don't
10.
think so. With Evan Neal dropping as far as he is right now, I think Garrett Wilson and Drake London are both in play at 10.
Fair enough.
Because you still got Thibodeau out there, you've still got Jermaine Johnson out there. They're definitely in play.
according to Kuiper,
So far, he's been right.
No, he had Kiki going number 3.
Oh, okay.
But Kuiper,
Kiki.
Ike go on you.
Okay.
yeah, I call him Kiki. Sauce going 4. Charles Cross, the offensive tackle from Miss State, going 5 to the Giants. Evan Neal going 6 to Carolina. Jermaine Johnson going 7th to the Giants. Then Garrett Wilson going to the Falcons. Stingley would have gone to Seattle. And then Drake London going to the Jets at 10.
Everything I saw had Stingley going way later.
Right.
To me, I saw 2019. He was probably, honestly, if he'd have went straight into the NFL right then, I could see that. I could see a top 3 pick.
Right.
But the last 2 years, he didn't show anything.
Let's
Nothing.
also keep in mind who he had behind him that year, too.
He played 10 games
And it's-
over the past 2 seasons.
Can I say this too?
LSU
See, that's
team.
ridiculous, and I'm surprised he went number 3, being that injured. And he only played like 10 games. They only had like 10 games in 2020.
He
But
sat out
freak
2020, didn't he?
athletically.
yeah, he sat out 2020 and
He's
then
a
played
freak
last year.
athletically.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
give him that.
yeah. No, and I am. But in 2019, when you have Joe Burrow and you have perhaps the best offense that we've ever seen in college football.
Jefferson Chase.
The best offense we've ever seen in college football.
Yeah.
Probably, or less,
Yeah.
at least one of them. When you're playing on that defense, honestly, those offenses are doing things that they wouldn't normally do.
Yeah.
That you're not going to see in the NFL.
Yeah, hold
They're
them to 35 and we win.
Right. LSU's defense was not that great in that year.
They weren't. No.
But
Early
here's-
in the year, but much like I said with the Bengals, they kind of started playing better at the end.
Right, but what I'm getting at is that the offenses that they're going against are trying to do nothing but throw downfield. They can't do a normal offense because they can't keep up with Joe Burrow in that offense.
Right.
They couldn't do it. So to me, I'm not saying that it's that this is a terrible pick. I would have liked to see him go to the Giants in number 8. Honestly, I mean, I think that right there was way too early.
We'll see what the Jets do here. So, final pick, what should the Jets do right here?
Sauce.
Sauce.
Okay, I'll agree with that.
I think
mean,
he is.
I don't love it.
I think he is the one can't miss prospect in this draft.
Defensive rank last.
Jesus, I would
Sauce.
in the AFC East at least. I would.
No, that was last.
Oh,
they were number 32.
Jesus.
Yeah,
bad.
they were last.
Sauce Gardner right here. Boom.
It's
Done.
gotta
Have
be-
not won the AFC East since 2002. How are you happy right now?
Chad
How
Pennington.
these people are just
Yes, it
It was
just
Chad Pennington.
Yes,
just
it
like
was.
pounding their chest like they're about to do something.
Was Keyshawn still there?
I was
in
getting ready to
02?
ask you the same damn question. Was Key on that team?
You know what?
Just throw me
y'all
the
two
damn
are too
ball.
much. Y'all have so much crap going through your head right now. Me and Kyle are like food.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
let's
my
eat.
God, this
Let's
jalapeno
eat.
popper sandwich.
It's only out for a
Slap 'em.
limited time.
Where do you got to go to get it? Thank you. I'm so glad you didn't answer.
So, Kyle, what do you think? Sauce here?
It's got to be, man. I mean, as much as
Sauce.
it's kind of tough talking about your division rivals, and especially a team with a defensive-minded head coach. Once again, right? But it's kind of hard to face the fact that you might be facing the next Darrelle Revis 2 times a year. Tua Tagovailoa chilling out there. Holy shit, is that him?
No, you wouldn't be able to see him. He's too short.
That's true. And he'd probably, I don't know, he'd probably be hurt from standing in that big of a crowd.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Stand
oh,
up.
there we go.
Jets do with their first
Boo!
top 10 picks.
Goodell, you suck.
JETS, suck.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Sauce Gardner,
There it
Fuck.
is.
defensive back, Cincinnati.
Oh boy, that
He
is
just neutralized that Tyreek Hill signing, didn't he?
golly. It really, I mean, not really that one, but the whole offense as a whole, because Tua is still the quarterback. That's the problem. That's the biggest issue.
Just bums.
But this kid is
that one of y'all?
absolutely a freak. No, it's not me.
Was that? No,
Yes,
that was him.
That was-
Oh, okay. That was part of the video here.
No, yeah, that was definitely him.
Oh, when I said this kid's a freak?
No. Drew said just bombs.
I was like, I thought we muted the shit.
He's holding like crazy right there.
It's not holding if they don't call it.
And this has been said before. It'll probably be said again. What talent was he really seeing at Cincinnati?
When you do something, and I love that argument because I agree.
He didn't wrap up at all. Good
I
thing.
said it earlier.
He was a big
but
quarterback.
when a stat like that, it doesn't really matter who you're facing.
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant because I mean, when you don't give up a touchdown, your entire there's Notre Dame. I mean, Notre Dame ended the year as a top 10 team. Again,
I can say this though. I mean, not one person has gotten any separation on him at all.
Dude, no, he's a freak.
Not one person has gotten
He's
any.
technically sound and athletic to back it up.
I'm just
Like,
worried. He's very handsy.
This is like the
He is
one
very handsy.
year.
Very handsy.
This is like the 1 year I'm sorry the Bengals made the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
really wanted that dude in the Bengals secondary because I was like, damn it.
And
He's just really like watch him.
he's big.
In the NFL, I could see
It
him
matches
getting
the
in
orange
trouble.
in your shirt there, Kyle. Good job.
I could
buddy.
see him getting in trouble for some of these. For how handsy he is.
He's big. He's 6'3", 200. Like that's big for a
Yeah,
corner.
they just said 6'3", 190.
Yeah, dude, he can get. He can go.
According to ESPN, he's 200.
200. Yeah, they
This is on ESPN, Drew. So who's lying?
just bombs.
Last year he had 40 total tackles, 28 solo, 12 assisted, 3 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 3 interceptions, and that was about it.
What was his
sacks?
targets? What was his targets? That's what I want to know. How many times were they throwing at him?
Next gen, baby. Next gen. All right, I'm gonna go back to the main feed here so everybody can see my face boiling hot. Oy, okay. Good Lord, what is that? All right, let's go back to the draft. So, man, that's kind of tough to see. Like they draft the next Darrell Revis, possibly.
To me, this is hard. It's hard to sit here and watch because, and this is why. I feel like, and I hate to say this, but I feel like this dude could be the next Darrell Revis. But the guy that just got picked before him reminds me of C.J. Henderson from Florida. One great year, was probably the best corner out there at one point, and then Derek Stingley Jr. hadn't done a dadgum thing, and now he gets to go second at corners. And
Talking about Florida, do we want to repeat what you said about liking blue and orange, like you did on ESPN? They were talking about helmets and the best looking helmets, and he goes, Drew, if Drew's watching, he'll probably remind me about this later with Nick around, but I do have a love of blue and orange on a helmet. So Florida's, I actually like their helmet.
I liked Florida State's, the one when they had that shiny, like sparkling one, whatever it was. It was like black. It was mainly black, right? Didn't they have a black helmet with like a? But my favorite Florida helmet is blue. Is the old one, like the blue with the white strip down the middle with the orange F on the side.
Yeah.
The old school F. That's my favorite helmet for there.
Giants pick is in at number 5.
The
This
Giants
is going fast, and I
like
love
it.
it.
I love it.
Who
So
we
the
looking?
Giants, what do we need?
Offensive line.
Offensive line. Terribly.
Wait,
Evan
did they
Neal
trade
here-
up or did they have 5?
No,
they
they
have
had
5
5.
and
They had
7.
5.
Okay.
Evan Neal makes so much sense here
Yeah.
because if Barkley is going to do anything at all, they've got to have somebody open up holes.
State right here.
I think it's Evan Neal.
Kiki.
Whatever his name is. What is it?
Kiki.
Ike Iguanu.
EK.
Kiki.
Iguanu.
Kiki.
I like Kiki. Thank you, Drew. Usually I don't.
Drew
like
has
it, but-
stupid nicknames most of the time.
I think it's got to be
Okay, Thickless.
I think it's got to be Neal here.
You go Neil,
I'm sorry.
Kiki,
I'm sorry,
or
Colton.
Charles Cross.
Colton says, "Ew, Kyle Aaron Wright. What the fuck?" I'm sorry. Listen. The reason I said it is because I remember they wore the blue shirt. Golly, dude, that hurts so bad right now. I am a pansy when it comes to hot.
I can tell you were like, it's a little spicy, and your eyes were like,
It's a robot word.
it's a good thing this thing tastes good. Oh my god.
The white helmets that y'all wore last year, I really dug.
Yeah.
I just love white on a helmet. Whenever it's not your like major, because I sent you the LSU one, and you had talked about it on ESPN. Like it's just, oh my god.
Yeah, I can say this because I buy, Jessica, my wife's a Florida State fan, and I'm a Florida fan, and I always buy her like a new Florida State shirt for Christmas or birthday or something like whatever it is. And Florida State, like Florida, all of our shirts suck. Like that you could just buy and wear. They're always like orange or blue or white, and they do the same crap. And Florida State has some dope shirts.
See,
I look at them and I'm like,
I
God,
look at
dog, these are
I look
good.
at it the exact opposite.
Uh-oh.
Really? Uh-oh.
Giants selection.
Who the hell is this kid?
Make-A-Wish Foundation?
I was about to say that.
I think that's Nick Wright.
For the New York Giants pick, I'm
that
joined
guy.
by Sam Prince, a lifelong Giants fan and Make-A-Wish kid.
Oh, good for him.
I thought so.
Good joke, asshole.
It wasn't a joke. They always do a Make-A-Wish somewhere.
No. I said I think it's Nick Wright. I hate that guy.
Oh.
No, good for him. You know, I'm sad to see ESPN Sports Center get rid of the Make-A-Wish thing where they used to have all that, because that was one of my favorite things they ever did.
I don't understand.
These athletes today aren't really into it.
Dude, that kid's excited.
Yeah, he is.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, wouldn't you be?
Tonight, his wish
Yeah.
to announce the
I would hit
Giants' first pick
Goodell with a stone cold
comes
stunner.
true. We
Right
hope
on
this
trade.
wish will be a turning point for Sam as he looks forward
Nicholas.
to being a sports broadcaster in the future. Okay, Sam, it's time to get your wish true, baby.
Thank you, Mr. Goodell.
Oh.
Yeah, let me get this down for
With
you.
the 5th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Football Giants select Kayvon Thibodeau.
Oh my God! That kid.
Oh, no.
Oh, that kid just had to announce the biggest.
The football Giants.
Oh, the biggest
Holy
reach in
crap.
the draft.
And real
so
quick, did y'all
far.
think he was going to say the New York fucking Giants?
I did. I think he thought he was going to say that, and then he just went football.
And he could have been like, what happens in Vegas, fucking stays.
Yeah.
So I remember talking about Kayvon Thibodeau actually while we were in Nashville for the wrestling event that we went to. It was all of us. We were in Drew's parents' living room, and we were trying to watch. Florida was playing somebody that day.
Florida was playing UCF, but
Florida was
Ohio State was playing Oregon.
Yeah, that was the same day. What happened? Why am I?
I don't know.
That was. Oh, I guess it must. That was the same day that Florida was beating the hell out of USF.
Yep.
And they were beating the hell out of them. And then all I had was Dan over there trying to watch a Ohio State game or something. And the very same day, that night, Florida State is getting their ass. They were winning by a lot or something like that. No.
Oh, we lost to.
Y'all lost to Jackson
Jacksonville.
State. Yeah,
Jacksonville
State. And the whole time, I mean, he was just sitting there like, all he wanted to do was turn my game. And we were only up by like 2 touchdowns or something. I think that was the first time me and Dan got into it. I was like, dude, if you touch that remote one more time, I swear to God.
I mean, because we were late in the Florida USF game. You were trying to like see your team because that's like really.
It was the first game of the year.
I was gonna say, I think it was y'all's first game of the year, and it was anyway.
Yeah.
Oregon, Ohio State was that night, right?
It was Oregon, Ohio
Or that
State
day.
was that day,
It was
and we were
during
watching
midday.
the game, and there was really nothing impressive about him.
But that's because
he missed that game.
he's just
No, he played in that game.
No. Oregon went into the shoe and beat Ohio State
without Thibodeau. That's
Thibodeau
right.
was on the sidelines for that game.
So that's how important he is.
This is my thing, though. He's just like Derek Stingley Jr. He was huge in 2019.
Yeah.
That's it. As a freshman, he had a great year. And he really hadn't done anything since.
What
Drew,
we
what's
got
his
on him?
stats?
That is.
Hit us
I'm
with it.
looking
Drew,
at
hit us with it.
trying to pull up the difference.
Drew, hit us with it.
So anyway,
Get
you
it.
got a
49.
Pac-12 guy. Go ahead.
49 total tackles, 35 solo, 14 assisted, 7 sacks, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 pass defense.
How many games?
That last year?
That was last year.
How many games?
Does not show how many games.
If it was more than 10, I'm shocked.
Convenient.
But he's a freak. He can get after it. I worry about his motor, about taking plays off. This is definitely a reach at 5. I mean, especially considering everything else that they need.
My question would be, he's in the Pac-12?
Yeah.
My question would be the offensive lines that he's been going against. Because they're known for their speed, their wide receivers, their quarterbacks get the ball out of their hands fast. They're not exactly known for having the best offensive linemen.
It's true. So Carolina, let's talk about them for a second. The first time we get to a duplicate pick, we'll play our next audio clip.
10 games.
Okay. So you played 10?
Yeah, that's what I say. If he played more than 10, I'd be shocked.
Carolina. This is a team that this is a tough situation here because what does Carolina really need? You could say quarterback. You could say all kinds of things. The shitty thing to be a Carolina Panthers quarterback right now is that Christian McCaffrey's been hurt all year. I mean, he's been hurt for the last 2 years. I think they are. Chuba Hubbard, he's still on the team.
He's the backup.
They just signed Dante Foreman, so they've got 3 running backs back there now, but they have no wide receivers.
DJ Moore.
who would be DJ Moore would be like a number 2.
I like DJ
number
Moore.
3 on half
you
the
do
league.
like DJ Moore.
I like
he does.
DJ
He
Moore.
does like DJ.
But he would be a number 3 on half the league and a number 2 on, I mean,
Some of the
probably
other
the
teams.
entire
So do
league.
they come up and get wide receiver here and just say, screw it? We're not
kinda-
going
Oh
offensive
my
line?
God! The Panthers wide receivers had a 51.3% catch rate,
There-
lowest in the NFL.
There it is.
When they were
That's-
lined up at wide receiver.
That's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is absolutely awful. Oh, look at that. I love
Dude,
that.
that kid is getting yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, that is awesome. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, pick is in.
That is
Yes,
exactly.
sir.
So
what
you're
that is
going wide
cool.
receiver here?
How do you get rid of that as a segment on ESPN?
Exactly.
I don't
know.
understand.
I don't know. So are you going
That
wide?
got me excited about the Giants pick. Now, you know what? Kayvon, let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
So are you're thinking wide receiver here? Are you thinking London here? Or are you thinking Garrett Wilson?
Are those really the first 2 receivers
Yes.
projected to go?
Yes.
Because I have neither one of them being better than Jamison Williams or Chris Olave.
I'm going to go.
Chris Olave and J-Mo right now are looking like mid-first round. 15,
Look, I
16.
don't say
According-
we don't get another pick without an offensive lineman. I think they go offensive line right
Yeah.
now. I think they just they I feel like they just got either Neil, whoever they feel is better, Neil or Kiki, just fell into their lap, and they're going to pick whoever they feel is better.
According to Kuiper, Garrett Wilson goes 8. Drake London goes 10. Olave goes 11. And
I like
Jamison
too.
Jamison Williams goes 15.
See, we did a thing today on ESPN where they were like the person who's going to come into the NFL and be an immediate stud. And I think I'd pick Chris Olave. I think he's the one receiver in this draft who is game 1 ready. Doesn't fucking matter if he goes to Jacksonville or Cincinnati. He's going to be probably the best receiver on his team. And I don't mean
Not Cincinnati.
Well, not maybe. I mean, maybe
doubt
he
it.
could be. He has that potential. He can high point the ball. He's a great route runner. He's going to make any quarterback better. A lot of these other guys, and I include that with Garrett Wilson. I include that with even Jamison Williams. They might not be that good if they go to a team like Detroit or.
But see, even if J-Mo doesn't get hurt, he's the number 1 wide receiver off the board, hands down, easily.
I do have a question, and it's about wide receivers, so that's why I'm bringing it up. Do y'all feel like the Packers are going to trade up and get one of them?
If they
don't need to. They have 2 first-rounders.
They do have 2 first-rounders, but they're both
Right, but I
late.
mean, you're talking
I think
after
they go wide
Olave, it
receiver
goes
on
way
both.
down, doesn't it?
They say it's pretty deep. You got the kid from Arkansas, Treylon Burks, who's a drop waiting to happen.
He's got some question
He
marks,
keeps.
though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him picked.
I'm talking about you're trying to replace the number 1 wide receiver in the league at this point.
Yeah.
And their
I
first,
mean, why would you not trade up and try to get?
And their first
No, I
pick
hear
isn't
you.
until
Right.
22.
Yeah.
22?
Yeah,
22.
it's back there.
Golly,
Because it's
you
like
gotta-
22 and then 25 or something, right?
22 and 28.
You got to
Yeah.
package those and try to move up to like 15 or 16.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, and then what they could do is they could go get Kenny Pickett. Go get a third quarterback and let's go.
The most Packers shit.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine Aaron Rodgers if that happened? Holy shit.
You'd get a tweet tonight. He'd be on.
He'd be on
He'd be on Pat McAfee in the morning saying, "I am done. I am retired. Pat, do you have a job for me?"
Golly, that would be terrible, wouldn't it?
He's gonna go on the wrestling tour with Pat McAfee.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
The pick is in. It's been in for a long time. Let's go.
Fucking ESPN with their commercials.
They had to pay some bills.
All right, there's our top
defense,
5.
defense.
They can't see that.
Defense.
Yeah, don't just
In an
say.
offensive-driven league, you have 5 defensive players going 1 through 5.
Yeah, but
That's
right
crazy.
now, I mean, when you really think about it, everybody keeps saying this draft is so deep, so deep. It's defensive deep.
Yeah.
That's it.
Here we go.
Every offensive player is available to him right now.
Yeah, they're going offensive
Ironic.
line. They're going offensive
With
line.
the 6th
They've
pick
got to.
in the 2022 NFL Draft,
Man, it'd be a miss not to,
the
wouldn't
Carolina
it?
Panthers select Ikem Ekwonu.
There you go.
There it is.
They had to.
I knew he was going to go before you. I told you.
Yeah,
That's
you did.
right.
You did.
Caveman.
Yeah, you idiots.
No, it's a great pick. I mean, to fall all the way to 6. I mean, when he was projected anywhere between
3rd.
1 and 3.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a pickup for them. I mean, all leading up to the draft, it was Carolina's going to trade back. Carolina's going to trade back. Carolina's going to trade back. And then this kid just falls right into their lap.
Yep.
Like, Good for them.
Yep.
Lawrence has said earlier in the stream saying he's just here for the trades. Honestly, I think this is going to be a draft where
You think this might be a first round with no trades?
I don't.
No, we'll get
no
to
trade.
We'll get to that
I think
31,
we will-
32.
Yeah.
and you'll
I
see
think
it.
we will get a trade, but I don't think it's going to be as crazy as it has been in previous
I
years.
think the way they're setting it up now, there's still a lot of defensive players left, and the number 2 tackle is still left.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have a ton of, and all the wide receivers are still left.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like everything is falling into place for people.
Yeah.
So for different teams. So so it's going to be interesting to see.
Get off of this.
If there is
Who
gonna be
watches,
any
who
trades.
watches offensive linemen?
Herb Street.
Hey, will you do me a favor?
Yes.
Drew, pull up what teams don't have a first round pick for me. Like what I know.
Go
the
back
Dolphins,
to the draft. Who's up next?
The Giants.
Giants are
okay,
back
okay,
again.
okay.
Yeah.
So while the Giants are getting ready to go, I want you to play the next
They
clip.
go Neil.
This is Nick's first appearance on the Right On Sports podcast. I think it's the purple one.
All right. And so we talked last week on our episode, and we mentioned that we were going to be bringing on a third
I was bad.
co-host.
You're fine
full-time.
though.
And we're pretty happy to announce that we have that person. And this is that person's first episode. Welcome to the show, Mr. Nick Gurley. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How about you guys?
I say,
You hear how shaky he was?
Yeah.
It's like in a cave.
Beat myself up about having to watch Tom Brady in another conference championship game, but yeah,
Oh my
whatever.
God, it sounds
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good one, though.
so fast. I just say to it.
So what's funny about it was, like, the next episode we actually titled "Mufasa is Dead."
Oh, yeah,
because I couldn't figure out why my voice was sounding like that. Turns out I just had shitty internet. That's what it was. I was moved into the closet of my extra bedroom.
Look at that dude's face, man. Look how happy that dude is. Look good for him.
I get the block for Christian McCaffrey.
Maybe.
Pretty awesome.
Maybe if he's healthy.
Maybe.
If he doesn't get traded.
We shall see.
Any chances of that? A C-Mac trade?
No.
Not if they didn't do it to trade up. I don't see it.
Fair enough.
But there are 8 teams that do not have a first round draft pick.
Yeah, let's do
this
that.
year. You have the Chicago Bears, the Cleveland Browns, the Denver Broncos, the Indianapolis Colts, Las Vegas Raiders, Los Angeles Rams, Miami Dolphins, and the San Francisco 49ers.
So out of those teams,
Ouch.
which one of those 8 teams will be the most likely to trade back into the first round? By the way, the Giants' second pick is in, so we'll get to that in a second.
49ers.
And what do you think for?
Oh, I think, I know they haven't lost him yet, but Debo's already requested a trade.
He came out and said that's kind of, he used the word
Did he
cap.
pull it back? Oh, okay. Never mind then.
I think it'll be the Colts.
Okay.
Because like we talked about
I like
all
that.
the defensive, players that are going to be available toward that latter part of the first round. I think if the Colts have an opportunity to move up into that first round and get a safety that they maybe like,
I like that.
I think that's the
You know
the move.
who wouldn't be bad there? And I know he's not a safety; he's a corner, but he's kind of back in the back side. And I guess maybe this might be a homer pick, but Elam.
Yeah.
Elam wouldn't be bad
that
for
nickel
back.
back.
Yeah, because he could play that star position and also cover if he needs to.
Yeah.
and everything else. But they go Neal right here.
I
They
think
have to.
I think they have to go. The number 2, they're about to get the number 1 corner and the number 2 tackle.
No.
Sorry, did they get
the number
No,
one?
They took Thibodeau.
They took Thibodeau. I'm sorry. So a D end and God,
But the thing, here's the question though, right? Like, could they not have gotten Thibodeau here? I mean, was Carolina so high on Thibodeau that they had to take him?
It's a good point.
5? Like, that's what doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you still get your 2 guys, it's a moot point. But
I think that's the thing. I think they didn't necessarily know who Carolina was going on, but you kind of have a general gist of what's going to play
Picks
out.
to be done.
All right, we go.
Choosing
Giants.
on the night.
7th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Evan Neal.
Yeah,
There we go.
you had to.
Alabama.
You absolutely had to go Evan Neal there. You got to get some protection for that kid, even though, interestingly enough, today they declined Daniel Jones' 5th-year option.
Yep.
Smart.
Well, I mean, look at it this way, right? It's either they do something this year and try to go for a division win, or they just wipe the slate clean with getting rid of Jones and Barkley, because they're not going to be financially tied to either of them
right
after this year. And your wide receiver core is absolute garbage.
What was the stat that I heard on that? It was like they had the most expensive wide receiver room, and I think only one of them scored a touchdown all season. Only one of their wide receivers scored a touchdown all season.
Was it Tony?
I think it was.
Yeah, I think Tony had
because it was because they paid
a couple
so
of
much money
touchdowns.
for Galladay.
Yeah, Galladay
so much
played like
money
3 games.
Yeah.
But to go back to your original questions about the 8 teams trading back in, I think it's going to be the Cleveland Browns. I think they trade back in because somewhere late in the draft, someone's going to get quarterback happy and realize that they missed out on whoever they had high, and they're going to be like, "Hey,
we'll take Baker.
We'll take Baker. Here's our first rounder."
That you got to think. Okay,
is Baker worth a first rounder though?
No,
maybe a late.
By the way, did y'all see his statue?
If you see,
gosh, that dude is 6'7.5", 337.
See if you can pull up a picture of his statue.
Where did Baker get a statue, and why would they do that?
Oklahoma.
He was there 1 year.
2?
Was he there 2?
I think it was 2.
Yeah, 2, because he almost won the Heisman first year.
Oh dear God!
And he did win it second year.
Look at that.
I hope this is going to look as good on the stream, but
isn't that awful?
That's so bad.
Oh, my bad, Colton. Hey, so everybody, Colton is asking who y'all got for the Falcons taking. Want y'all's predictions, and then he called me out for not bringing it up. So,
okay,
my bad, Colton.
When do they pick?
Right now. They got the 8th pick. So here we go. The Falcons. Okay, because first of all, Colton, I want to ask you where you think they should go, because I've heard from some Falcons fans today that if we draft a receiver at 8, I'm done. And I kind of want to know why.
Yeah, I disagree.
I don't know that I agree with that.
I go Jermaine Johnson here if I'm the Falcons.
That's kind of maybe what the hell was that?
I have no idea.
Was that me?
That wasn't me.
That was definitely you, Nicholas.
Was it?
No, I go Jermaine Johnson here. I don't know about you guys.
On my email.
Man, but man.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
6'7", 337 pounds.
I just said that.
No, but did you see the video of
Did you see the video of him? He just did 2 box jumps, 2 splits, jumped up, put 1 foot on each way, and stood there.
That's pretty impressive.
Like that.
For a guy with leg injuries, that's pretty...
I know that's
pretty stupid to do.
Yeah, I know that's great podcasting. Whenever you didn't have it on the show,
you see what they did?
It's good play-by-play.
Whenever you didn't have it on there,
it's good play-by-play right there.
I was in the middle of saying it, and then I'm like, they can't see what.
Well, it also doesn't if you put it on the draft, it's just a black screen because they don't allow screen recording of that.
Okay,
so it's a very touchy subject there.
But. What are you taking here if you're the Falcons?
Golly, man, I really don't feel like there's anybody at 8 that is really going to change the Falcons situation. You kind of have to look at it like that right there. Calvin Ridley's out for the whole season on suspension. Your number 1 wide receiver right now is a tight end, a wide receiver tight end hybrid. Now, that's not really a knock on him. It's just like, is Kyle Pitts going to be able to break out if he has to line up as your number 1 receiver? That's the biggest thing. You want to make sure that you can give that guy the opportunity to break out in a defensively strong division. So I think receiver here.
I can say this, and again, homer pick here, but the pick is in, by the way. But with Tony is actually available from the Giants.
Yeah, he's up for trade.
They said that they would trade him. Could you? I mean, he could go. If the Falcons could always sign a wide receiver to give him somebody to throw to.
Here's a wrinkle.
Back Julio.
Do we?
Go ahead.
Here's a wrinkle. Do we see Willis go here?
Man, I think that Falcons fans as a whole are kind of like, don't draft a quarterback right now.
Colton Thursby said exactly that. He said, I'm fine with a receiver at 8.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson or Jermaine Johnson would be his pick. And he said, if we do draft a QB, though, I'm done. LOL. And said who is
their QB this year?
We have tons
Marcus
of holes.
Mariota.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but they're waiting for next year.
We have tons of holes. That's why a rookie QB does 0 good this year.
Do the Falcons have 1 or 2 picks? They have 2 picks, right?
The Falcons have.
Did they get it for Julio Jones?
I believe they have one.
Okay, well, let's hear what they do here, Colton.
The 8th pick
Wide receiver.
in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Drake London.
Oh,
my
God.
God. Oh, my.
What a reach.
Oh, my.
What a reach.
Well, look at this. Look at it this way, though. You've got Kyle Pitts, who's ginormous on one side,
Dear
and then you
God.
got Drake London, who's equally as big on the other side.
Well,
that's daunting, man.
They do have, because the
I
wide
thought
receiver,
they were going to go wide receiver. They had to.
the
They
wide
had to go
receivers
wide
that they do have in their room right now, we were talking about it a minute ago, they are tiny. Because it's Olamide Zaccheaus, who is a fast little guy. Then there's also Russell Gage, fast little guy. Even after this year, whenever you get Calvin Ridley back, fast little guy.
You know who he looks like? He looks a lot like Mike Evans.
Yes,
He does.
Yeah.
Yes,
There's a lot of comps to Mike Evans in here.
yes.
I'm seeing a lot of that on these highlights
But
here.
he's
It's a big boy catch right there.
he's a big dude, and you know what? I've heard a lot of like Julio Jones comparisons as well, just because of how physically imposing he is.
Russell Gage signed with Tampa.
Yeah,
Wow.
my bad, Colton. My bad.
But yeah, so no,
That's me.
I like the pick, but again, I think if you're going to go wide receiver, I think you go Garrett Wilson there, or Chris Olave, either one.
Man, I mean, I guess if you, like you said, I mean, look at some of these catches are unbelievable. He's got dudes all over him. And I mean, that's just big boy football right there. You can't.
I was about to say, most of the time you get a big wide receiver that is as tall and as stout as that dude is right
Look at
there.
that focus. That's an NFL catch.
Look how long. I mean, typically they make it longer, and they're the better wide receivers. Look, yo, we can sit here and say that Cheetah is the best but he drops a lot of passes.
Yeah.
Who?
His
Cheetah.
last pass as a Chief was an interception, if I do remember correctly.
Yeah, but I mean, the big wide receivers like that, that's typically, I mean, who your number one wide receiver is a big dude.
Your prototypical X receiver.
And now, yeah, like y'all said, you put him on the other side of Kyle Pitts, and
Gives him an opportunity to break out.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I hadn't really seen much of him. So I guess that there's my inexperience for this draft coming in. But, I mean, he looks good. He looks a lot. I mean, the Mike Evans comparison is about as good as it can get. I wish we could show this right here. Oh, geez. That's a good dunk.
All right, so we got the Seahawks on the clock now.
The Seahawks.
yeah, they're going offensive line. Charles Cross from Mississippi State.
Think so?
Yeah,
I'll leave
no
it.
offensive line.
I think this is Jermaine
Who's
Johnson.
that? Geno? Geno's still their quarterback? Who are we looking at?
Drew
here?
Lock.
Well,
Drew
if you,
Lock.
if
Or-
you if
or
you don't
Geno,
put
right?
if you don't put any good linemen there,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is. They ain't going to do a dadgum thing.
I think this is the
Why do
Jermaine
they
Johnson
not look
pick.
happy? Why do they not look very happy?
Because they're like,
they're
we're still the
Atlanta.
Falcons.
Yeah.
Because they're like 28-3. That's why.
Drake, you look
28-3.
pissed. How you feeling?
I think he's high.
I don't even know how I'm finna do this interview right now. It's just, I'm speechless.
You're taking it all in.
He's high as hell.
So you get to play alongside Kyle Pitts. What are you bringing to the Atlanta Falcons?
I think just playmaking ability.
I want to know who has the
mean,
bigger
especially with
hands,
Kyle
Melissa
Pitts over
Stark
there.
or Drake
I mean,
London?
it's Twin Towers.
Awesome.
Her hands are
Congratulations.
huge, by the way. If y'all
He
missed
just
that.
said the Twin Towers.
For him
Dude, he
being
is
huge,
He said the Twin Towers. He really did.
for him being huge, she was right there
She
with
was
him.
not
She
a
was
little woman.
right there with him.
She was very tall.
Oh,
So they're comparing him to Larry.
Larry.
See, I don't see that. I don't see a lot of
Larry's
Larry
not.
in that.
Larry's not a small guy either.
No,
though.
he's not small, but I mean, I don't see a lot.
Yeah,
of
but I think
at
maybe
him
is
as a
it the
sure-handed-
hands? Yeah, the
sure-handed
hands
guy.
probably.
He has more He has more tackles in his career than he does interceptions. I mean, drops.
Yep.
Wow.
That's insane. Just
wild.
Wow. But I said it back when talking about the Seahawks here. I said it back whenever they traded Russell Wilson. This is a great year for them to stock up on picks, get those holes filled on what you've got, and roll with Drew Lock or Geno Smith or whoever you want. It's okay to lose a couple games. Just let those rookies develop and then go out and get Bryce Young in this next draft.
You said offensive line, Nick. I'm thinking another wrinkle here could be Hamilton from Notre Dame, the safety.
Kyle.
He's a big safety. Pete Carroll loves big safeties.
He does.
So could be a good fit.
I mean, he really could be.
I don't like taking a safety that damn high, but it could be a good fit
Yeah,
for
but Kyle
Seattle.
Hamilton from Notre Dame he's not a normal safety.
No, he's a monster.
He's a hitter too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually Cam Chancellor, a lot like Cam.
He's very smart too.
Cerebral, hard hitter. Let me ask you this though, and easy yes or no question, I suppose.
No.
It sounded like Family Guy. I don't know why I just whistled like that.
Popsicles. Haven't seen a paper boy in a while.
Is there any chance they go quarterback here?
Do they go Malik Willis, somebody that can scramble like Russell Wilson, or do they go pocket?
That's the only reason I'm asking.
They don't have a team to run right now.
Yeah.
They just don't have a team right now. I just don't see it. I see maybe next year. I mean, there's some good quarterbacks that are kind of brewing up. You got Bryce Young's going to be available next year, right? I mean, you come out next year. So you're going to have other quarterbacks next year. I don't think no, I don't think so. I think they go offensive line right here. And to tell you the truth, I'm a little surprised their pick's not in already.
The biggest problem.
So you're going cross from Mississippi
I'm going cross
State?
from Mississippi State.
Okay.
I wonder if they're trying to trade.
The biggest problem with Seattle.
No, the truck had the pick.
So who's number 10? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but who's number 10?
The Jets.
Yeah. They get Kyle Hamilton.
The biggest problem that the Seahawks have had.
Defense, and secondary.
You guys are cutting off Drew.
Sorry.
Oh, it's just talking about offensive line.
Hey, go ahead.
That's the biggest problem.
I gave you a platform. I stuck up for you for once, and then you're like, oh, no,
it's fine.
The biggest problem the Seahawks have
stop
had.
yelling.
Don't yell at me.
The biggest problem.
Oh, Nick's getting ready to shut down. Somebody yelled at him.
Yeah.
Fire.
Are you going to finish this or what?
The biggest problem the Seahawks have had is offensive line. So definitely Charles Cross.
Okay.
Carry on with your conversations.
Defense, huh? For the Jets?
I think, I mean, look at their coach.
Yeah. I mean, and they really kind of went
And
offense
also-
heavy last year.
And also, when the Jets were good, what'd they have?
Defense, yeah.
Number 1 defense.
Rex Ryan, right?
Yeah.
So-
but they also had Brett Favre.
And this is my
Even
thing.
before
This is
that
why.
was Mark Sanchez.
This is my whole reasoning is because of what we were talking about earlier as to how nasty the AFC is. If you put together a disgusting defense, how are you going to stop a great offense?
Yeah.
With a disgusting defense.
You have no choice, especially in that division now, when you're going to have to face, obviously, the Buffalo Bills getting better and better.
I don't know who that is, but
We're still talking about Seattle here, right? Or you moved on from Seattle?
They
That's
were
Kyle
talking about
Hamilton.
the Jets going defense,
okay.
defense.
Yeah.
That's Kyle Hamilton.
Oh, he's
right
not
there.
answering his phone.
No,
so
the
that's
guy
not good.
before that.
Oh.
Before that. He was smiling super hard.
No,
There's Jermaine.
I think they go Kyle Hamilton here.
I think
9.
Jermaine might go. Jermaine might go like 12, 13, something like that.
Which is a steal.
I was going to say, I'm looking here. The Jets don't really
I think
need
with
him.
everybody else that's already gone in front of him. I mean, I guess it just depends on who needs him, really.
Washington doesn't really need him. Now, if you had Chase Young and Jermaine Johnson together, that would be
Oh, dear
absolutely
God.
disgusting. Minnesota could be a team that could
he
use him.
Houston is right after them, and Houston could use him.
Yeah.
Baltimore, he'd look good in a Baltimore uniform too.
Baltimore's saying that like everybody's leaning toward
Go ahead.
Jordan
I
Davis.
mean, we're here for
Baltimore.
3 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're saying that big run stopper.
Answer it.
You could, you can step
doing?
off.
Uh-oh.
Let's- Oh, hold on, Seahawks.
The Seattle Seahawks select Charles Cross.
There you go.
There it is.
There you go.
You absolutely had to get some
Had to.
protection for your question mark.
Yeah, yeah.
So talk about that pick for a second there.
What's up, Dwayne?
My
dog,
solid
Dwayne.
offensive lineman. He's a big dude. The question mark is he going to be able to, sustain in a 17-game season? He's playing it. He played it in offense at Mississippi State that was very, very pass heavy, and I think Seattle with their stable of running backs that we saw toward the end of the year is going to be a little bit more run heavy, especially with their question mark at quarterback. So it's going to be interesting to see how he fits in their scheme. But it's
Because he's not really a run. He's not a run blocker. He's a pass blocker.
right. So
That's a hold like a motherfucker right there.
got the job done.
Yeah, it did.
Not a
Ain't throw the
penalty,
flag.
I was about to say.
SEC playing against the ACC. What else do you expect?
Yeah, they're probably using ACC refs.
Did they really
too.
crush NC State like that?
Looks like
first game of the year was it
Second
20?
Second game of the year.
Second game of the year, but 20.
Had to be pre-COVID because there were fans in the stands.
Yeah,
Crazy. Well,
but good pick. I mean,
the
the dude was trending to be anywhere between 9 and 15. So He fell probably right where he was supposed to.
See, the problem is because like now, and this is what I feel like Seattle's looking at. There's really no other tackles that are like up there with them. I mean, he was kind of the.
There's a guy from Northern Iowa, Pindell. What's his name? Help me out, Drew.
Northern Iowa.
Yeah, you're
Trevor Penning.
Penning, thank you. He's considered to be right there
Something stuck in my teeth, bro.
With Cross. So
Yeah, the next one is Linderbaum from Iowa.
yeah, but he's more of a center, and he's
He
got
is a center,
small
yeah.
arms, and they're looking him toward the back half of the first round, maybe even first part.
Central
of the second.
Michigan's tackle Berhard Raymond.
Mhm.
He's up there.
We got 2 comments from Colton Thursby saying Kyle Aaron Wright. By the way, Kyle Wright pitched another gem tonight, 6 innings, 1 earned run, 7 Ks. And then he also said Charles Cross will forever be the one Willie Taggart fucked up for FSU.
Actually, it's funny because the Kayvon Thibodeau thing, I was going to bring this up earlier. Kayvon Thibodeau was 100% crystal ball to Florida State, and then Jimbo left. And then Willie Taggart came from Oregon to Florida State, and Thibodeau went to Oregon.
I like that you said Thibodeau.
Right.
Not
Thibodeau.
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 I think
Thibodeau.
Tom
Thibodeau
Thibodeau,
went
owner of
from
the Dimsdale
there
Thibodeau.
over there to this over there.
I think you see Garrett
like
Wilson
that?
here at 10.
I'm Doug Thibodeau.
With the Jets?
I
Yeah,
think- I think
maybe.
you see
I
Garrett
think they
Wilson.
should. If this is me, I'm going Kyle Hamilton. I'm stacking my defense.
Yeah, but I think they're going to go Garrett Wilson here. They've got to get some help because
Who's their wide receivers right now?
Davis, Berrios.
They signed somebody.
No, they got the rookie Elijah Moore from last year who looked really, really good. So they've got some good wide receivers, but they still need that one go-to.
Number 1.
Chris Olave.
I think it's going to be Garrett Wilson here. Golly. But, I mean, if you take
I would love him
Jermaine
to take Garrett
Johnson
Wilson
here,
because I think he's going to flop.
if you take Jermaine Johnson here, I don't think you can lose either.
Yeah, I hope they don't, to be 100% honest with you.
You don't want to see him?
Hell
He
no.
doesn't want he doesn't want to go against the Dolphins
Play
twice
against
a
him
year.
fucking twice a year. I don't want to do that. Plus, I
Yeah.
want to buy his jersey wherever he goes, and I'm definitely not buying a fucking Jets
What if he goes to
jersey.
the Patriots? How fun would that be?
I'd probably be I'd keep the same energy, but he would have to drop. There's no chance he drops in New England.
I know.
Not with the combine, the pro day, not with the end of the season that he had. There's just no chance.
He's only got 1 year though. I think
That's-
that's what takes him out of the top 10.
But in a regular draft, that's a big deal, right? But this year, where it's full of 1-year players, that's not really a deal killer.
Yeah, but I think right now there's so many edges, and that
It's deep. It is a deep position, but he
Yeah.
will be the next. He won't be the next defensive lineman taken. But I hope it's not here.
you have that dude from Purdue, George.
Karliftis?
Yeah,
Take
you have
him.
him.
He's
Go
an
ahead and
offensive
take him.
lineman. Yeah, they're saying the Bengals might take him at 31.
I hope the Jets take him right
Who,
here.
George?
Mm-hmm.
George.
See, in this, it's way Pro Football Focus has him as number 10.
I've seen him all over.
As the number 10, yeah, like as the number
but
10
again though, like
prospect.
that doesn't take into account like team needs and everything else.
Right,
too,
this is just
so-
the number 10 prospect. They have
Right.
Jermaine Johnson. Let's see where Jermaine Johnson is.
Right. But no, I think Garrett Wilson is the pick here. I mean, Kyle Hamilton wouldn't shock me. Jermaine Johnson wouldn't shock me. But if I'm the Jets, I go offense here.
Do you know there were 2
They have Jermaine Johnson
Johnsons?
going number 32 to number 32 prospect.
With the 10th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Garrett Wilson.
There you go.
Wide receiver, Ohio State.
Good. I'm glad they took the one that I think is going to flop.
Why do you think that?
I just don't see a lot.
I don't
from
think
him.
he was the best wide receiver on his own team.
He wasn't. And I think he only shined because he had Chris Olave on the other side. The games that Olave missed last year, he was a non-factor. And I mean, of course,
Dude, that does smell like watermelon.
I told you.
what is it? Oh, vape.
Yeah, his vape smells like
Your
watermelon.
vape boy cigarette. That's a tough catch to make wide open in the open field. Very.
Yeah, but how did he get
tough
wide
catch.
open?
I mean, how did he get wide open on that one? He just
hold
ran
on.
right by the dude.
Two in a row, just wide open. I mean, come on now.
Let's see.
How are those even highlights? Why would that even make it in there? I get he scored a touchdown, but every play he's wide open. I want to see him actually running these routes. Is he beating these guys off the line like
There
this?
he did.
Especially going into a division with Micah Hyde.
Okay, every one of these have been against Oregon. There, okay, finally
Here we
something
go.
different.
Yeah,
Against Tulsa.
Tulsa.
He must be a very crisp route runner.
He's got to be.
I mean, because he's wide open in every single play.
Think about who you're going against in this division, man. I mean, well, J.C. Jackson's gone, but you still got to go against Xavier and Howard, Micah Hyde, Jordan Poyer. You've got some absolute star-studded secondaries in the AFC East.
That was just a bad play call, Akron.
The Zips.
They're terrible.
Yeah, they're bad.
They've won like 3 games in like 10 years.
Yeah. Ooh, that's bad. Yeah, I mean, I haven't really – I'm telling you, when we see Chris Olave wide open.
I don't understand why they're not showing the actual play develop downfield on a highlight.
On a highlight,
because
right.
I can't even – like, they're just watching the quarterback.
I guess it's because it's like game highlights.
Yeah, but how is he so wide open?
Because that was the X2Y banana right there.
Yeah, okay, that's right. That's right. I'm just going to shut my mouth. My bad. Yeah.
And it was, let's not forget it was at Rutgers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad they took him. I don't see, I mean, well, if we could have got that one maybe.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's a good play.
That nobody else can see. And that's against Michigan, too.
Not a catch in the pros, though. Sorry, son.
No, that's not a catch in the pros. But he'll also, well, I was going to say he'll have a real
little.
Oh, he's a little
Not
fella,
a big
too.
dude at all.
Oh, good. I like it. I like
How
it.
big is he? Oh,
Uh-oh.
We have
the Saints! The Saints got a trade! Oh, my
They're
God.
moving up to a pick 11 here.
Chris Olave,
What are
huh?
they going after? Hey, whoa.
Candy Pickett!
Let's go with our Saints expert
Yeah,
here.
here
Who
we go.
taking? Who
Let's
we
go
taking?
live to Drew Gorman as the Saints have traded up to the
Who we
11th
taking, buddy?
overall pick. What do you see here? Is this Chris Olave?
Conventional wisdom says they trade
Jermaine
up for
Johnson,
quarterback.
baby.
Quarterback?
Conventional wisdom
You have
says they
5
trade up for
quarterbacks right
quarterback but
I am going to rip your ass if y'all traded up.
What they have?
If we trade
Sorry,
up,
where were they?
they were like
16.
we
and
had
19.
16 and 19.
16 and
If we trade up for a quarterback, I'm going to be livid.
Oh, you have Jameis for 2 years.
I'm going to be livid if we trade up
I don't understand
to
why
get
the
a
pick's,
quarterback.
I don't understand why the pick's not in. I don't get it.
You traded up, you know who you're taking.
Yeah, I mean, pick should be in by now.
It's probably one of the receivers.
Olave?
It's got to be Olave then.
I would say Olave.
That's funny because we
Because
talked
you put
about that.
Olave
That is
and Thomas out there on the field?
a perfect. Is Thomas going to be on the field?
Or
though?
is
That's
it?
the thing.
Or
Yes.
I think you. No,
Yeah,
I
we
think
said
it's-
yes last year though.
yeah, you
I
said
think it's
yes
J-Mo.
all year. We're going to see him.
I think
we're
it's
going to see
J-Mo.
him.
Jamison Williams.
I think it's Jameson
Did they
Williams.
trade up for Jamison Williams though?
I do, because at 16, he's probably not going to be there.
I mean, did any of these? I mean, Houston maybe needs a receiver. Baltimore definitely does. Philly,
Washington needs one.
Baltimore's
But
going
why did
defense.
they trade? What was the freaking trade package? Dear God.
And Kyle, by the way, the same Pro Football Focus had Trayvon Walker as the number 12.
Fourth
player.
fewest
terrible.
yards
So, I mean,
by a
you can't
wide
really
receiver in the
trust
NFL.
this.
Our number
I
one
do
wide
have a
receiver
feeling
was
that
Marquez
right now Jermaine
Callaway.
Johnson is sitting back going,
Yeah, it's brutal.
Crap.
is he saying crap or is he saying sweet? I'm going to go to a
making
better
less
team.
money.
He's gonna, he's
Making
a
less
little
money,
less money.
regardless.
But
right now they want to go as close up. It
look at
doesn't
these
matter.
teams right here. I mean, unless
I mean,
God,
unless he
Houston.
goes to Houston.
Oh,
yeah.
no,
but anybody else after that, like you could end up with a contender at some point within your career with them. Because it's what, a 4 year? Is it 4 years?
What?
In the NFL?
A rookie contract?
Yeah,
I
it's
think
4
so.
4 years. In the
4
first
years.
round, you have a fifth. You have a team fifth option.
Yeah.
Not a mutual, just a team.
Team fifth
Okay.
option. Yeah. So I think it's Jameson Williams here. I
How
do.
did we trade?
How'd y'all? Yeah, what did y'all? Trade?
I was gonna say
They haven't said anything yet.
they had to. Have
How is the pick not in?
Alvin Kamara traded to the Redskins or to the Commanders?
No.
Nah, I'm keeping my first round pick if I'm doing that. We ain't switching picks.
No.
Kobe.
Albert Breer said 2 minutes ago the Saints are trading the 16th pick, a third rounder, and a fourth rounder.
Oh.
So we still have the 19th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, I mean,
I'll take that all day, every day.
Even if they take a quarterback?
they're taking a quarterback 19.
If it's Malik Willis, yes, I'll take
They're
it.
taking a quarterback 19.
So you're going to pair Malik Willis with another running quarterback that can't throw the ball.
I will say
you have
this.
Jameis. You let
Okay.
Jameis play this year. Let Malik Willis kind of do the Trey Lance thing. Let him sit. Let him learn.
You don't trade
And go with it.
If you're a team like the Saints who are kind of right on the brink of being a contender, you don't trade up to get a 2024 player.
I
Well, I
agree.
mean, the Saints were right there. I mean, all they needed.
That's why you get
all
a
they
wide receiver
needed
right here.
Yeah.
You're not getting a quarterback right now. You're getting a wide receiver.
All they
number one
needed last year
receiver-
was the Rams to beat the Niners in Week 18, and they were in.
Well, think about it. Right as of right now, if they get a wide receiver right now at 19, they can go out and get a quarterback, and it's not that big of a deal. Nobody will go, that's a stretch. No, they're going to go in that area anyway.
You guys
So-
will be the meme if you take a quarterback here.
Dear God.
It'll be stupid.
You can still get Pickett at 19 or Willis.
I do not want any of the quarterbacks in this draft.
Just say you wanted Willis?
The only one I might
I
want,
would be okay with Willis.
Oh, okay.
I would be okay with Willis.
The only one I might want, it would be in a situation where I'm taking him for next year, and it would be early second round, maybe
Yeah.
Sam Howell. Maybe.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a bad one.
because
yeah,
he,
the
he's
16th, 3rd, and 4th. I'm okay with
got
that.
an absolute rod on him. That's
16th, 3rd. I'm okay with that.
okay, so there's the
Pick
trade.
is in.
Move up 5 picks, and we gave up a 3rd and a 4th.
Oh man, I hope they take a quarterback so we can get this reaction live on the air. I need to remember what the timestamp is here. I got to write down the
Write that
timestamp if they
down.
draft a quarterback. I'm writing it down.
Honestly,
Beautiful. I love it.
honestly, like as soon as you guys were 0-0, I looked up and saw the Saints. I was like, "That's wrong."
What are we in? We're in the
That's
16th
wrong.
pick already?
Did I black out?
Did
So
I
what
miss
I-
something?
So what I'm here's something I'm interested in. The Dolphins have a tremendous needed edge as well, an edge rusher. I wonder if we're one of those teams that could end up drafting or trading back up into the first round because we have a lot of second, third, fourth round draft capital still in years to come.
You don't have any first?
We don't have any first this
not
year.
gonna get a
this
first.
year.
but if you're trading up to this early in the
You're
first
going to
round,
have to give up a first
Yeah.
rounder.
You're giving up
Probably
a
next
lot
year. Probably
to
next
get in
year.
there. Yeah.
They do have a first rounder next year.
Because think about it. For 5 picks in front of them, they just gave up a first-round pick, a third-round pick, and a fourth-round pick.
Yeah, they would have to give up probably next year's, and it probably wouldn't be. They wouldn't do that for Jermaine. I don't think they would do that for.
What did your coach or your
think they
general
traded
manager
in-
say about the picks?
Fuck them picks, baby.
There it is.
Yeah, but is Jermaine that guy?
Oh, here we
Stage
go.
right now with a special
we go.
announcement, it appears.
Oh, what the hell?
Drew, cross your
Special
toes, buddy.
announcement. Is that fucking Jason Taylor?
That's too.
No, it's Tony Gonzalez.
That's Tony Gonzalez.
I have a side view, so I can't.
We've got a similar
It's kinda-
time
kinda
2 weeks from
racist.
tonight when we announce the 2022 schedule on May 12th. This year's schedule will have a new twist, as our Thursday night games will be carried by a new partner.
Who cares?
So Amazon's carrying Thursday Night Football.
Yeah,
we knew
it's,
that already.
Yeah, I thought
it's
that was already
Buck
announced.
and Herb Street.
Yeah, I think Buck and Herb Street. That's crazy.
Oh,
What's
yeah,
awesome.
we added Andy Dalton. Let's go.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, y'all aren't getting
The Red Rifle. I
Red
forgot
Rocket.
about that
Pro
one.
Football Hall of Famer Tony Gonzalez, who will be part of the Prime Video.
Why wouldn't he have done the Falcons pick?
Congratulations, Tony.
Or the Chiefs pick. Why do they have Chargers and Chiefs fans up there for the Saints pick?
Everybody good? Good. Tell you what, I am excited
fuck
to be
logic.
part of this broadcasting crew for Amazon. You may recognize this guy right here next to me. He's going to be helping me make this announcement
Is that Victor Cruz?
for the Prime Video, which will be airing on week 2.
Oh, it's Austin Eckler.
No, it's Austin
NFL
Eckler.
season
Dude.
Why is Austin Eckler announcing the Chargers
Running back
pick?
Austin Eckler.
The Saints pick?
The Saints pick. God damn it. What is
And
wrong
I
with
guess
me
you can tell
tonight?
probably it's no surprise. The first game that we're going to kick it off is going to be out in Arrowhead on Thursday night.
Oh, that's why. Versus the
Against
Chargers.
the Chargers.
There you go. All right. Now it makes sense.
Now we have some relevance.
If you want my opinion about this game,
Wait a
whoever
second.
has the
Why
ball
isn't the
last is
Super
gonna
Bowl
win this
champion
game.
starting the
At least
season?
Ray's always-
I don't
I
know.
don't want to get like us kicked out off the internet.
I know.
You know.
Thursday night football. You got two high-powered
Austin
teams
Eckler's still
battling
in
it
the
out.
NFL?
It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be an amazing.
He went off
day.
last year.
Even if you
That's
don't
my
agree
fourth
He had a great
overall
year.
pick from fantasy
Yeah, why-
football.
why
remember?
is he announcing?
So there's no point in not watching. It's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
Maybe
because
he's
he's
like-
a Charger. He's a Charger.
Yes.
That's why. Okay, so that they just brought him on. Okay.
Why wouldn't the Rams kick off the season?
Every time these two teams get together, it's
Don't they-
explosion.
Well, because you got to think, how many different moving parts do they have in broadcasting crews this year? So NFL is trying to probably get
All right, so while those guys
different,
announced some
better
for
matchups
Amazon,
for like
we
their new
got-
Sunday night program, trying to get new, better matchups for their Monday night program because they're all different announcing crews now. So
Yeah, and as of right now, I'm guaranteed that Amazon went. We want a good game.
Yeah.
We want the Chargers, and you got to think in Amazon's headquarters in California.
I don't. Oh, here we
They're
go.
in California.
With the 11th pick.
Oh, here
in
we
the
go, Drew.
2022 NFL Draft,
the New Orleans Saints select
Kenny Pickett.
Chris
Olave.
Olave.
There you go.
That's a hell of a pick for them boys. Who dat? Who dat nation? How are you feeling right now, buddy?
I'm pretty happy. We definitely, as it's already been stated, we definitely needed some wide receiver help. So, and we traded up to get it. We had the extra ammo to go get him. We thought he was going to go right here. It was projected by Mel Kiper for him to go right here at 11. It happened just to the wrong team, to a different team. So I'm pretty happy. He looks like a pretty good route runner, and it's just crazy to think that back-to-back Ohio State wide receivers have been drafted.
He's doing the same shit we roasted Garrett Wilson for.
Yeah, he's just wide open.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to think that this whole draft, that whole wide receiver room also had Jamison Williams the year before, and he didn't play at all.
Run
Wow.
after the catch. That's a pretty following your blockers. Not going to get a lot of
was
that.
all
in New
wide
Orleans,
open,
though, 'cause
though.
you're-
Well, I mean, just think if they can get a Michael Thomas back at 80% next year. Now you've got Olave out there, right? That's a nice 1-2 punch.
I can say this.
For
I think
Jameis to throw to.
I think Olave went to the better offense.
Absolutely.
Because the Saints typically run. That's a block in the back right there.
Yeah, it
the
is.
Saints typically run a widespread offense, and they throw the ball, and that's what Ohio State does. That's obviously why everybody's wide ass open. I mean, that was a good play. Well,
bobbled that ball a little bit. That could have been trouble. Let's watch.
It was a bad throw,
more.
too.
It was.
Nice.
That's a catch in the
Good
NFL.
feet right
Get your
there.
feet in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, boy.
Like that. Let's watch one more.
One,
One.
two. Yes, sir.
he was just showing you.
Bam, bam.
He's like, yeah, watch this
Yeah,
bitch.
NFL ready.
Oh, there you go.
Good hands.
Going against a linebacker that friggin' tore his hamstring right there. Did you see that?
Yeah. Either that or he faked the hamstring. Because
Yeah.
how many
He
times
beat me. I'm just falling.
that's how he got me.
I just got hurt.
And he's 6'1", 189. Last year had in 11 games had 65 receptions, 936
the Lions traded
yards,
up.
13 touchdowns.
Lions just traded with Minnesota.
Oof.
Oh, an interdivision trade again.
We researched to find out what
Who
they
the
gave
hell's the
up.
Lions taking right now?
Who do you trade up for right here? if you're
Jermaine
Detroit?
Johnson?
Dude, if you end up with Aiden Hutchinson and Jermaine Johnson, that's a
Dude.
pretty stacked defensive line.
Or do they go get a wide receiver right here?
Or is,
Are we about to-
or is this Kyle Hamilton with Darius?
Ooh.
Is Darius Slay still there?
Yeah, Darius Slay's still there.
So Darius Slay with Kyle Hamilton in the back?
That's
I like
nasty.
that combo.
That's nasty, too.
But you're talking about three great players now,
So-
regardless of what they do. Kyle Hamilton or
I think you got to go defense here.
A guy on Twitter is saying the Lions traded up and will select Alabama wide receiver Jamison Williams.
J-Mo with Amani St. Brown.
That's
I don't know if I love trading up to take. I mean, I don't know. Where were they trading up from? I guess that's the bigger. They had 2 first-rounders. I know that because they got that for Stafford.
From the Rams.
Yeah.
I could say
32.
this. Everyone is trading
Yeah,
up
they were
to get all
32
these.
behind the Bengals. Yeah.
The 25 through 32 is going to be terrible.
Yeah. I'm just glad Jermaine looks like he's going to go to a contender unless Houston gets back up. Philly could use him. Baltimore could use
Dude,
him
you know who he looks like? He looks like Steve Smith.
a little bit.
A little bit. Like short and stout. And yeah, he looks like Steve Smith a little bit.
Should we roast Drew for like to be like, you left in the middle of the show?
Like your new boy is on TV and you're not even watching him.
How can you compliment him? What do you
What
bring
we'll do is we'll
to
say,
New Orleans?
dude, he just
He's one of the best
shit
receivers
all
in the
over
league.
the
and
New
just
Orleans
to go in
Saints.
there and learn from him is going to be huge. We have a little relationship already, but to play
Oh
alongside
my
him is
God.
gonna be huge.
Dude.
And you're already wearing the colors.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right,
of
y'all
course.
just play along
Why
in
would
the
you
comments.
say that?
Play along in the comments.
All right, trades galore,
Oh,
everybody.
We're gonna
Trades
pretend like
galore
he's
because
fucking
the Lions
roasting New
moved up
Orleans.
from 32 all the way
Dude.
to 12. And for the right to do that,
Here we go.
Oh, does he even have the right
So
to
the-
say
so the
that
Lions-
about the Saints?
So the
How do you
Lions got
say
the
that about a
12th
team
overall
that just
pick.
drafted
Dude, how
you?
do you say that?
and pick up a
That's ridiculous.
He just absolutely
shit.
roasted the
down.
Saints.
Eagles were picking 15th.
He's already like
And now-
I was
requesting a
hoping
trade.
to
him,
go
dude.
to a
Texans
contender with a
moving
real
down
quarterback,
at
but
the
this will work.
15, and we're about to get the Lions pick.
That dude just
You think this is
roasted
rookie
the
mute that.
Saints. They traded up to get him, and he was that salty. I'm sorry.
You're good.
That salty.
That's
Holy
fucked up, dude.
crap.
That says a lot about his character right there. They'll be trading him tonight.
Golly. By the way, Ronald Acuna got his first hit of the season.
Hey, Ronnie.
Anybody else comment on that?
I don't know.
Yeah, is there any comments about that?
Nope.
Oh, here we go. We got the next pick.
Damn, the Lions already.
Are they taking Jermaine? Kyle?
The Minnesota Vikings have traded the 12th pick to the Detroit Lions.
Dude, why does he seem like he hates his life?
With the 12th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Jamison Williams.
Willmans.
Jameson Williams. Look, he's
J-Mo.
like, God damn it.
Is that Whoopi Goldberg? I think that's Whoopi Goldberg right there.
Receiver. How about the
Rewind that back to what y'all said Olave said.
Why?
Because I want to know if it's true or
We
wrong.
can't rewind that.
No, it's.
I don't know how to rewind live TV, Drew.
It's YouTube TV. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I'm not
Are there
really
no
good at
comments
that.
on it?
No.
Seriously?
We got some viewers, too.
Wow.
Dang, Colton, you're not even going to comment on that?
He has
put the
3
laughing
laughing
faces.
faces.
That was ridiculous. Colton,
you
Colton,
can't do
put it in quotes exactly what he said. Go, you rewind it because we can't do it. Rewind it and put it in quotes exactly what he said.
But what do y'all think about this pick? Him coming off injury?
I think, I at first I didn't like them trading up that far to get him. But, I mean, when
He's
you're sitting at
fast.
32 and you really
God,
have some...
dog, he's fast.
You have use for a guy like that.
Yeah. Well, you've got St. Brown to go over the middle. You got Hawkinson, and now you've got
Look, the Saints,
J-Mo
the
going
Saints
deep.
the Lions really couldn't go wrong with a top wide receiver in this
No.
class.
But they've not had a good track record with wide receivers in the first round, though. Other than
No, but they've
Megatron.
also
Texans traded with the Eagles.
But they've also shit the bed a lot. Like they've drafted people that didn't make any sense. Like
That's what I'm saying. But like, so you think he's the?
I think he's. I'm not gonna say he's the real deal, but I'm gonna say like I think he's a good wide receiver. I think he's gonna be. But this is also another, like Kyle said, this is also another 1 year guy.
Yeah.
So what is that? 3 Ohio State wide receivers in a row?
He's Alabama.
No, he came from Ohio State originally.
Oh, that's right. He did, didn't he?
Yeah, that doesn't matter. He didn't even play there, and then he went to Alabama.
How weird is that? I wasn't good
And
enough
he's
to
the
play at Ohio
smallest.
State, so I'm going to go to Alabama.
And he once he went down, that whole team went down against Georgia.
They did, yeah. I mean, when they had
And
him
nobody.
in the first
So
time,
what did Philly trade up for? What was that transaction? Does it say?
Philadelphia is on the clock. Texans trade number 13th overall pick to the Eagles for number 15 and a 4th rounder and 2 fifths.
Oh, so the
Wow.
Eagles traded up. Okay, that's what you meant. I thought you meant Houston traded up with
No.
Philly.
That's what I
Eagles
thought he
traded
said
up.
too.
So Philly's got the next pick.
Mm-hmm.
What does Philadelphia need? Because that's a long list. Is this Kyle
D-line.
Hamilton?
They need D-line badly.
So you want somebody to...
They need pressure on
Who's
the
that?
QB.
Is it Josh Sweat? Is that the guy they have?
No, that's Washington.
No, that's Montez Sweat.
Oh, okay.
The Eagles had a Pro Bowl defensive lineman last year.
They need defensive line help.
Is this Jermaine Johnson here? Is that what y'all are getting at right now?
It could be. It could also...
I feel like the only reason why we're watching this is so that y'all can see where Jermaine Johnson goes.
I would not have done all this for Jermaine Johnson.
He wouldn't even give us an interview, dick.
Yeah, dick. Piece of shit. Goddamn fucker.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
But that's the Alex Jones thing, right? Piece of shit. Fucking goddamn fucker. It's our last show. Who cares?
Eagles pick is in.
Colton.
I'm saying D-line.
I'm getting back to it. Should be back soon.
All right, a man of few words. It's a big night for you. Congratulations.
He looks
He's
mad.
pissed. Oh, he's mad.
He looks mad.
That's about how it ended with that
goes-
last interview.
He goes, I go
2 in
from
a row.
fucking Tuscaloosa to Detroit. Seriously?
How do you go from Tuscaloosa to an even bigger shithole?
They're now 15th
How do you do?
overall, and the Washington Commanders have moved down to 16, and those are the next selections.
So we
that
got
are coming up from
Eagles,
Las Vegas.
Ravens,
Don't go
Texans,
anywhere. The
Commanders.
I see
Eagles
defense,
all over the
defense,
draft board.
defense,
Same with the
defense.
Texans
You
and
think Washington goes defense?
As we are
Eat
a
it.
dozen picks.
So why do you
Because
think Washington
every
will go?
other team in that freaking division is going offense, offense, offense.
What other receivers are left here? Because I could also see Philly going receiver here.
You've still got. Help me out here, Drew.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, pull up that draft board.
Ooh,
I've got too much going on my screens over here. I will do a little phone check real quick. You guys, bear
Sky
with us.
Moore from Western Michigan.
Yeah, he's either late first round or second round.
Traylon Burks, George Pickens, Johan Dotson, Christian
Dotson
Watson,
from Penn State's intriguing.
Khalil Shakir, but he's not projected till late.
No, Dotson from Penn State is a very intriguing pick. That could be something that we're looking at here probably.
I do wonder, honestly, how they get some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're saying, oh, that guy's going to go in the second round, and he's like the number 20 prospect.
Well, like I said, it's all based on team needs, though, man.
Yeah, but you're talking about wide receivers. He was above like every wide receiver. He spoke out.
I know. But
it's weird how they just like how people see different people like the way they are.
It's just
I don't
like
know.
when you look at one scouting, with recruits in college, you look at one scouting service and they're a 5-star, and you look at another one, they're
a 3. Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're like, what the hell are y'all seeing that somebody else isn't?
The only thing is like on here it says Sky Moore, Western Michigan. Moore has the elite shiftiness that plays so well at the receiver position, whether it's shaking press coverage or breaking an FBS high 26 tackles last year. He will make defenders miss with ease. So he's a quick, shifty little dude.
According to CBS, Sky Moore is ranked 50th.
Yeah, see on here he's ranked 22nd.
Sixers just beat the hell out of the
beat
Raptors,
the
so
dog
they're
piss out of
playing.
them.
They're playing the Heat now.
So Miami and the Sixers in the next round. I got to tell you, I got Miami in 7. I think the beneficiary of that series is going to be the beneficiary of that series is whoever wins Boston Milwaukee, who I think is going to be Boston in 5. By the way,
nice.
Just because I think they're just too they're going to be able to key on Giannis with Middleton out.
Pelicans are up on Phoenix right now.
Nice, let's
About
go.
to force a Game 7.
Good.
Is anybody else pulling for New Orleans in this one? Because I am.
I mean, I always want to see the 8 seed win. I don't really like the city of New Orleans, though.
No, but I like the Pelicans team, is what I'm saying.
I do. I don't like Brandon Ingram.
You don't like
Really?
Brandon
Why?
Ingram?
I don't. He's kind of a pussy. He is.
What?
He is.
Where did that come
He's
from?
a crybaby.
What?
Can you stop?
A crybaby?
He is. He's a crybaby.
He's done nothing but come to New Orleans and basically put the damn team on his back.
Congratulations.
The whole
cried about it the whole
to
time.
being the 10th best team in the West. Congratulations.
Ninth
and you
best.
And you were 10th. No, you were 9th.
Ninth.
Okay, that's right. You got the matchup at home that you barely won.
Watch your mouth.
Golly. He got
the
you to be
Spurs,
in the
then
9th
went
best
to-
team.
beat
And
the
it's
Spurs, then went to-
You beat the Spurs, who were 8 games below 500. Way to go, Brandon Ingram.
So are we.
I know, you fucking suck.
We started the year 1-13.
You fucking
whole
suck.
point of
You're
this
beating up on the
conversation was
Suns
Jesus
without
Christ,
Chris
oh my
Paul
God.
and without Chris
No
Booker
wonder why
or Devin Booker for the
Without
most
Chris
part.
Paul,
Rick
Chris
is
Paul is
pretty
playing.
pissed.
Right.
Chris Paul's not 100%.
Devin
I couldn't
Booker
deal
is
with that.
playing
Devin
Hey,
right
Booker's
Kyle.
now.
tonight. You're
Caveman
playing
Being
a
Rick.
bang.
disrespectful and dominating conversation.
You're right.
And we're
Yeah,
without
you're
Zion
right.
Williamson.
for a minute.
And we're without Zion Williamson.
Oh,
the
God,
whole
it would be
year.
that much fucking better if you had Zion, fatter than me, Williamson.
Zion,
He can dunk.
CJ McCollum.
That's awesome. I'm proud of him.
Can he play basketball without rolling his ankle?
No, he fucking yeah, he probably will. I don't know. He missed the whole season. He missed the whole fucking season. Who knows? I was making sure we didn't miss a pick. No, I just think whoever wins that matchup is going to be so tired between Miami and the Sixers that I think I have Boston repping the East.
I like Boston. where they're
Boston,
playing
Golden
right
State. I mean, that's a good final.
Now. All right, so who's Philly taking here?
Michaela responded, Nick, are you okay?
I'm good. I'm good. Row.
Who's Philly taking here, guys?
I was trying to be like the little kid that was like trying to get his parents to stop arguing.
Yeah. Philly has got to go. What the fuck, man?
Did they trade up for Kyle Hamilton?
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I think they go next best player, and Kyle Hamilton can't fall anymore.
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton right here.
I'm not going to bring up the audio till he's done with all this stuff here.
Yeah.
Is that Blue Mountain State?
Gorman!
Bishop Gorman High School in Vegas.
Shut up!
Jesus!
It's my last name.
Unmute it so
Isn't
we
that
can listen
where?
to this guy.
Isn't that where Snoop Dogg's kids went?
I think so.
From teams across Clark County
Bishop
and Las
Gorman,
Vegas.
am I right?
They truly exemplify the NFL's values of respect, integrity, resiliency, and responsibility to their teams.
I'll say.
Congratulations to all of you on your accomplishments, and good luck on the upcoming season. Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. You're welcome.
The Houston Texans have traded the 13th pick to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Come on.
Let that other kid name it.
With the 13th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Jordan Davis.
Okay, so there's your Fletcher Cox replacement. I don't hate that pick.
I told you D-line, and then I also said earlier on this podcast or live stream, whatever you want to call it, that Baltimore was really high on Jordan Davis. And who picks next? Baltimore. So it makes sense that they're jumping up ahead of Baltimore to get Jordan Davis.
Yeah. I mean, I like this pick. You got the Fletcher Cox hole to fill. This is
Didn't he retire?
Yeah. Well, no, I think they just released. No, did they resign Fletcher Cox?
I'm not 100%.
They released somebody and then brought him right back. Maybe that's Brandon Graham I'm thinking of. I mean, that's a good defensive line.
He is back for another year.
Yeah. Fletcher?
Yes.
Well, that's, I mean, we talk about it.
This pick makes 0 sense now.
No, it does. You got to have a future. So having Jordan Davis there, we saw him get a little bit tired in the second half against Alabama in both games. Can his motor stay running the entire season? That's what I'm anxious to see. But the dude is uber talented.
The good thing is, going to the Eagles, you're going to play 6 games a year against guys that are not super mobile. With Dak, I know Daniel Jones is a scram. Like, if he runs, he can run pretty good, but he's really a pocket passer for the most part, and Carson Wentz, right?
And Dak has turned into one as well.
Yeah, Dak's a pocket passer as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're not
See
going
that ankle injury? I'd be a pocket passer, too.
If they were like, yo, here, you're going to make a lot of money to be a pocket passer, I'd be like, yes,
But
sir.
Jordan Davis can be absolutely elite. It's going to be fun to see him.
And I love the suit. It looks like
I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's going to be fun to see him being a good run
interview.
stopper in that NFC East there. It's going to be fun to see him go up against some of those running backs.
That's a cool suit.
It is a really nice suit.
Yeah.
Georgia themed, black and red.
What a head of hair.
That's what.
That's a big old bear hug right there.
That's
man.
what sticks out to Drew.
Yeah,
that's a big boy.
What the fuck?
Dear God, he's huge.
Yeah, he's a monster.
He was the Mr. Combine, 6'6", 341,
and he ran like a 4.85.
Don't do my man comparing him to Albert Haynesworth.
No, Albert Haynesworth was a waste, such a waste.
Early in his year, okay, I'll see it. Late in his year, after he got paid from freaking Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. Dan Gonzalez, Jets basically drafted Deebo Samuel. Welcome to New York, Garrett Wilson. Do we agree with that comp?
He's not as big as Deebo.
No, I don't really think he's as
he's not as elite as Deebo.
I don't listen to anything.
Deebo wasn't elite
Dan
until
says.
this year.
I don't agree with
He was
anything
good.
Dan says.
Yeah, but I don't
He's
believe
not built like Deebo Samuel.
No, but I don't see. But my issue with saying that is Deebo is only so good because of the way that they've used him.
Right.
We've never seen him be used that way with Alabama or any other time when he was sitting the bench with Ohio State. So I don't understand how you can make a comparison to Deebo, especially who last year was probably the best athlete in the entire NFL last year.
He's really versatile.
Why doesn't that red go all the way around the back?
I don't know, dude. It's cheap.
It's weird.
Yeah, he's only been a millionaire for 2 years. Leave him alone. So those beers have been sitting out of the fridge, huh?
Yeah.
Why?
They're still kind of cold.
Yeah, no.
All right, I'll take another one.
All right, Baltimore pick already in.
Also,
Jermaine Johnson, right here.
While we're waiting on this,
Here's your Jermaine Johnson.
No, I don't know. I don't like the
fits
Ravens.
their
I hope
scheme.
Nope.
not, but he does.
No. Kyle
Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton.
That would be the better pick.
I
here.
think so.
Another Ed Reed.
Yep.
But I also
Kyle
don't-
Hamilton.
I don't want to see Jermaine go to Houston either. So
Yeah, Jermaine. I'm sorry, but Jermaine Johnson's going to Houston.
I
Going
think
to
this
Houston.
is Jermaine Johnson here for Baltimore.
I think you're wrong
because they missed out on Jordan Davis. I think they go Jermaine Johnson.
Well, no offense, but you're a stupid asshole.
Okay.
I agree with him, though.
Was that Anchorman too? Hey, you put the beers away. We'll call on you when we're ready.
Shut up.
Interview.
And a phenomenal athlete. You've
I
already
like
went
that
over
idea,
to
by the
fire
way.
up the
I like
fan base there. They're pretty passionate. Is this a good fit for you?
Definitely, I'm excited.
What do you expect them to say?
Nope. Expect them to do what Chris Olave did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a first round pick, new millionaire. I fucking hate life.
Yeah.
Team, and if this stretch
I just want one of them to say, we're here in Vegas, I'm about to go party, strip clubs better be looking out. I mean, or something crazy.
If any of my friends back in Georgia got my number, I need to know where I can get some really good Coke.
He's like, I'm on stage right now, but next up on stage, it's cinnamon.
Laramie Tungelet with the mask.
Yeah.
Did you see what he did the NFT for that today?
We're through the interview. Mute the shit back.
Yeah, he announced today he's doing an NFT for the picture of him with the
the
bong mask on.
What a dummy.
You know what? Like Dan Patrick was talking about this earlier this week, and he was like, you know what? If that happened like today in the first round, nobody would give a shit.
I disagree, and we talked about that today too, because it's. I know marijuana's off the league's banned substance thing, and it's like less frowned upon now. But I think that right there,
So they can smoke weed?
Yeah, that right there is more of a character issue than it is a substance issue.
Yeah. See, I think if you're still posting it, I think he would have still dropped.
Hamilton's my 5th player.
Here we Hamilton, go. Here it is.
And you guys still got some corners out there, too.
Here's the Ravens pick.
With the 14th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Kyle Hamilton.
Yep. That's a great pick for a team that has been building that secondary. Jermaine Johnson continues to drop. That is kind of
I'm sorry,
crazy.
but he just went way too late.
To Kyle Hamilton?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a couple guys dropping here.
What is he, 6'4"?
He's
right?
huge.
He
is an absolute beast.
Just bombs.
Drew said it better.
I know he did, but he's a fucking asshole.
Yep. I'm present.
I feel like I'm on the movie.
Why are you looking
Why
at
are we on Daxton Hill? What happened here? I put in Kyle Hamilton, not Daxton Hill. Nobody cares about Daxton Hill.
Who's the stupid asshole
Who even
now?
is Daxton Hill?
Who's the stupid asshole now?
Get him.
No offense, but you.
Huh?
Did you just see that though?
No.
They just put into Daxton Hill's what are we watching?
An underthrown
ball. That he missed.
That's a target. Jesus. About killed that guy.
Who's dog?
He's Kyle Hamilton, 6'4", 219.
Yeah, dog is a safety.
He's playing
My
corner right
goodness.
there.
No, he wasn't. He was playing nickel.
Well, he was covering somebody one-on-one. Probably a tight end, huh?
He was still a nickel. I mean, nickels can cover one-on-one.
Mm-hmm. He was listed as
the inside right
He
there.
was listed as a DB his freshman year. Then
That was a
sophomore
terrible
and
throw,
junior
though.
listed as a safety.
Dude, he's huge. Look how big that man is.
He only played 7 games last year. 19,
Look at him read the eyes.
19
Whoa.
tackles.
He must have really bad speed or really bad hands because the size of him, he should be a wide receiver.
Yeah.
19
See,
tackles.
that's not an. See, to me, that's okay.
19 tackles, 3
missed ball.
interceptions last year.
19 what?
Tackles.
Damn.
But he's a safety, so
Yeah, that's true.
in 7 games. But that's the
okay.
So he played less than half a year.
Yeah. Each year, freshman year played 13, sophomore year
I hope
played
they replay that one.
played 11, and junior year played 7.
Every one of his interceptions have been missed balls.
That's a hell of a catch right there, though.
Well, yeah, but it's still a missed ball. Like, he didn't have to do anything coverage-wise to get there.
Colton Thursby says Daxton Hill is really solid.
I've never heard of him.
And Colby Mongold says that pick he had against FSU was crazy. That last pick to seal the game in the first game when Notre Dame beat Florida State.
Is this Jermaine Johnson now for Houston?
Who'd they pick before?
I fucking hope not.
Here, unmute it.
How does that sound to you?
It's crazy. It doesn't sound real. I just want to thank them for taking a chance on me. I'm excited to get to work.
And
Stingley?
the Ravens, of course, have such
Stingley,
a good
okay.
history of amazing defenses. Ray Lewis, Ed Reed.
Offensive rank
How
last.
will you make your mark?
Yeah, they go wide. I think they go wide receiver right here.
They already have a great
They need
team.
it.
I just
They
want
need
to add to the
everything,
defense
though.
and do what
So
I can.
really nothing here would be off.
Brandon Cooks had a hell of a year last year, though.
He did.
All
He
right,
did.
so Kurt Warner, take it away.
He's just one of those
I'll tell you
guys
what, on the
who's
surface,
going
guys,
to
you
put up
kinda wonder,
numbers
you got Chuck
no matter
Clark,
who's
we
throwing
got
to
Marcus
him.
Williams,
Yeah, go
who-
ahead.
I wouldn't mind seeing Jermaine go to either one of these other than Houston. This was the best case for his career, I guess. Like, he's going to go to a contender, but that kind of sucks. He's dropping. For Houston, it's got to be something on the offensive side.
I'm trying to look up wide receivers right now, but everybody else, like Arkansas,
Shit! Hollywood Brown is a Cardinal.
Wow.
Holy
And the
shit.
third round pick.
My. Wow.
Baltimore traded back.
They're getting a
up
wide.
into the
They got to get a
23rd.
wide receiver then, right?
They have to.
So they see
you
somebody.
Think Lamar said, "I'm not signing shit till you get rid of the dude that drops everything I throw him."
Yeah. Could he? I mean, they could take Burks. Burks is huge, 6'3", 225 pounds.
Damn it, he's a drop machine. Here we go, Texans.
Or could this be Sky?
Kenyon Green,
Guard.
Texas A&M.
Okay, well, I mean, you need an offensive lineman. It's not a terrible pick.
That's the first guard off the board.
It is the first guard off the board. I'm going to pull him up. What do you know about him?
What is it, Kenyon Green?
Kenyon Green.
Yeah. Texas A&M, right?
Can I answer first?
No, go ahead.
Nothing.
I'm with you.
Texas A&M. He had, they're showing the highlights right now against Alabama. I know that they really, really commented on how well he played against that Alabama front in that game with it. Texas A&M won. I know he's got great hands.
That's Kellen Mond at quarterback. So this is 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But
this
they
says
said
that he's. Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I just he's 325 pounds and he played every position on the offensive line outside of center. So he's very versatile, and so I mean, and that means a lot in the NFL.
It
So,
means you're athletic. You've
exactly.
got good hands.
Exactly.
And you have great vision.
They said he can get the job done at either tackle or guard.
Yeah. So good pick for them.
Yeah, it's
Protecting
not bad.
Davis Mills.
I like it. By the way, we are almost at the length of last week's show.
Oh. Adam Duvall just hit a 3-run shot.
Adam Duvall from?
Yeah.
Duvall. What?
Adam Duvall from?
I'm
Go
lost.
ahead.
Where's he from?
He's a homegrown boy, baby.
Louisville, baby.
I don't care.
Yeah, he is. Butler High School.
I mean, no, I
And
didn't.
went to U of L.
I didn't disagree,
And he went to U of L.
So he's a bitch.
but
He's a baller.
I honestly,
Led the league in
I,
RBIs last year.
He is.
I honestly only care because he's a Brave.
I know. I'm just
want that.
saying-
I just
I'm
want
just
that.
telling you,
No,
dude.
I do love him though.
I'm
He's.
telling you,
I love when they went out and got him again. I was like, okay.
Do you know when his career changed? When they found out he was diabetic.
I didn't know he was diabetic.
Yep. When he was in Cincinnati, they were like trying to figure out why the hell he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing. And then they took him in for some tests, and they're like, "Oh, you have diabetes." And then so they started getting him on a new diet, new regimen, and treatment.
He's strong. That boy's
He's
strong.
a big boy.
He's strong.
You know, for being as big as he is, he really shouldn't be as athletic as he is. Or
That's why he's able to play center field in the
crazy.
major leagues.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He's very athletic. Washington's pick is in very quick. Okay, so let's react to the Hollywood Brown trade.
What does that do for Kyler?
I was gonna say, so now you're gonna have DeAndre Hopkins. We know they lost Christian Kirk, so you've got D Hop, AJ Green, and Hollywood Brown.
It's just basically replacing
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, I mean, he has DeAndre Hopkins is not the same wide receiver as he used to be.
No.
AJ Green
Definitely not.
might not even pass 600 yards this year. He may not even get 40 receptions this year.
Yeah.
I think that offense sucks. They have no run game.
Yeah, I mean they
And
lost Chase Edmonds to Miami.
They needed more.
Yeah.
Who was the rookie that came on for them last year toward the end of the year, though?
Running back, yeah.
No, wide receiver.
Oh,
they got the
never
kid Rondell Moore, right?
Yeah.
But there was another wide receiver that kind of stepped up toward the end of the
Andy
year.
Isabella.
Who was it?
Andy Isabella.
That's not name. That name's not ringing a bell. But they got Rondell Moore, who's from Louisville as well, by the way. Went to Purdue.
I don't give a
Are we
fuck.
gonna play the rock?
Still don't care.
That's what he said. I don't give a fuck. Whew, starting to run out of steam here already.
Antoine Wesley. Antoine Wesley was.
I'm
the
down
one
to
that
go to
started coming on.
to the 20th pick and then being done.
You gonna cut it short?
I might. I gotta
I
be up.
wouldn't blame you. I wouldn't blame you. We can continue.
I would.
with three of us.
I would blame him.
I wouldn't hold it against you.
I would get a softer seat.
That's a good point. So if I leave, it's because I care for my friends.
And I've got two draft analysts over there.
Yeah. Am I really even adding any value right now?
Yeah,
Of
it's my
course.
heart.
Yeah.
It's nice to have another clueless fuck here.
Yeah.
That has been kind of sweet.
They said Kenyon Green, and both me and you looked at each other like,
Is it like y'all are back in the bowling alley?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's actually a little
was
less
fun.
intimate.
Okay.
yeah.
I actually saved that picture that you sent me
Really?
of you guys.
You legitimately
told you the
can't
story.
even Can't even talk about that day. You weren't there.
We
Do
haven't-
not talk about that day.
Costa
Do not do it.
Rica.
Yeah.
Well, he's sitting at home.
Yeah, Costa
Fuck my-
Rica. Okay, whatever.
I'm taking 2 weeks off from the show. Fuck to go to Ghost finale.
He legitimately just kept sending us pictures of like trees, and we were just like, "Oh, cool."
Going in
Don't we have trees here?
Yes.
Going in his backyard
Not like
and taking
that.
pictures of
Yeah,
trees.
not like that though.
Not like that.
Those are trees, yeah. Those are cacti right there.
Cacti.
Pineapple.
I just want to see the first quarterback go. That's what I want to see.
You're going to wait till 19.
You're going to wait till tomorrow.
I don't think
I don't think they go tomorrow.
Caesar's Palace, the place from The Hangover. And I'm sure you get
Did
this question
Caesar
all the
actually
time.
live here?
Yeah. This is the actual Caesar's Palace?
Just page me.
Chase Young would be nice paired up with, or not really paired up,
Oh my
but
God,
it would
if you
have
say
been
Jermaine
nice for
Johnson.
Kyle Hamilton to go in that
I
secondary.
was about to say, holy shit.
Did you
Damn.
take your fucking? I can tell you have ADHD like me because
This pick,
But did you all think
Yeah, I don't know if that one comes off.
this
Did
pick
y'all
has
think-
traded hands like 4 different times.
nobody wants to pick 16.
Did y'all think that Johnson would fall this late though? I mean, I
I
didn't.
did. I did.
You really?
Mhm.
Yeah, 'cause
I was never.
he's a Florida fan.
Well, it had nothing
So
to
he's
do
a
with that.
Georgia and Florida State
Hater.
He's gonna hate.
Yeah,
them.
I hate both of them. But you got to remember, my wife's a Florida State fan, and my mother-in-law is a huge Florida State fan. So I watch all the games. I don't know.
The 16th overall pick. We're halfway.
Commanders'
through as soon as
first
he says
ever
the name.
pick.
With the 16th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft,
Run out of steam.
Washington Commanders select Jahan Johnson,
Wide receiver from Penn State. That's early.
Early, but not a bad pick. Pairing him with
I agree.
Terry McLaurin.
Yeah.
Not a bad pick.
I
Early,
agree.
but not bad.
Yeah, but it's not that early. The money, because we have to remember that the money, it's all about the money, about where they get picked. So really, what's the difference in them picking there? But who else would you have picked?
Well, they did trade back. They did trade back.
Yeah,
from
and
11.
then got So they paying this
still
guy
got-
even less money.
They
They got
still
the
got
guy they wanted.
their guy. So hey, I like it.
That was an underthrown ball.
Well, it was
Good adjustment.
Sean Clifford throwing to him, I believe.
Yeah.
I hate these as highlights
How do I?
unless they do something.
That
cool.
was a nice
That's
play.
good
Yeah,
rack
unless
right
they do
there
something cool.
against Ball State.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Cardinal.
But him and Terry McLaurin could be nice together.
Yeah,
They got J.D. McKissick
he's
back,
athletic.
right?
High point the ball.
So I mean, they're bringing back Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're bringing back a pretty solid team.
Who's their little wide receiver they got?
Yeah, I was just trying to think about that too. He kind of went off last
Help me
year.
out here.
Nice
Drew.
catch.
Colton Thursby says he is a Terry McLaurin. I hate that pick. They're there late first, early second round guy.
Yeah.
I
That's
could
what I
agree
said,
with
too.
that. But I mean, like Nick said, it's kind of when you talk about how deep it is at receiver. I completely disagree. I think that the
hate
separation from number 4 and 5 to like where we're going to be now is really steep.
Because it's able. You put him in as number 2, and then you allow Curtis Samuel to be that number 3 guy.
Yeah.
Or-
They're deep now. They're deep now. I mean, I disagree, Colton Thursby, and you and I disagree on everything. So no change whatsoever.
Yeah, you
We
asshole. Oh, the Chargers are up. Here we go.
Oh,
The Los Angeles Chargers select Zion Johnson.
Another guard.
Okay,
Boston
that's
College.
good. You have to do that. You got to keep Rayshawn Slater pick last year ended up being a great pick.
Dang,
These
his-
are moving really quick.
that
by the
dude
way.
that was standing
Yeah.
next to him was way bigger than him. He ain't that big.
Well, I tell you what, you've got to protect Herbert, especially in that division. So, to get an offensive lineman of his caliber, we watched him play in the ACC last year. Dude can move. He's very, very mobile. He's not very big, but he is mobile.
6'3", 315.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
he
He's
didn't
not
look that
very
big.
big.
He didn't look
No, I'm
big.
saying
I
like
know.
he's not like tall. I mean,
Yeah. I know. I know what you're
Compared to
saying. but
everyone
it's-
else that was 6'6" and
but a
6'7".
guard
It's
at
crazy.
315.
It's crazy to hear that. Like, yeah, he's 6'3", 315. Yeah, he's not that big.
Kyle, how big are
football
you?
Standard.
I'm 6'5",
And then how much?
like 340 something.
So you would tower over that man.
Oh dear God.
I eat his lunch because he's a little punk ass bitch.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Ronald Acuña is at the bat. He's 1 for 4 in the bottom of the 8th. 2-1 count, 2 outs.
Rocking the
Guy
yellow
on-
again, huh?
Yep, always.
Where are we at next here?
Who cares? Let Ronald Acuña get
Tennessee's
his hit
next.
first. Shut up.
Colton
Shut
Thursday
up.
says the difference between him, going back talking about the wide receiver.
He's going to bring up Pickens.
Tennessee
Dotson.
must have traded up here.
He says the difference between Dotson and Khalil Shakir from Boise or Mechie, who they could have got in the second round, isn't that far apart.
Titans are trading wide receiver A.J. Brown to the Eagles for the number 18 pick and a third-round pick.
Are you fucking kidding me?
A.J.
A.J.
got
Brown
traded?
is an Eagle.
Oh,
AJ
dear
Brown.
God.
Oh, my God. Get David Hayes on the phone.
I love that for
Why?
the Eagles. Hate that for the Titans.
Why do you trade AJ Brown?
Because you have
Why?
Robert Woods.
Wow.
Which is, yeah.
But A.J. Brown's better than Robert Woods.
Right.
I like A.J.
Oh, my
A.J.
God.
Brown is an Eagle.
So to the Eagles. AJ Brown to the Eagles.
So you got
Holy
A.J.
shit.
Brown,
What did they get?
Devontae Smith in the
What'd they
same
get?
room.
What'd they get?
Third-round pick, and
They got a
and
third
this
round
one.
pick for AJ? That's
For the
it?
number 18 and number 101 overall picks. That's it.
Yep.
They gave him away.
Wow.
Do you think they go receiver here?
They have to because
No.
your only
You
other
have- the
your
last
only other
time-
wide receiver is Robert Woods and Nick Westbrook Akina.
And
The
Des
last time
Fitzpatrick.
somebody traded a wide receiver away, they didn't go with a wide. Why would you trade away? Nobody there is as good as AJ Brown. Nobody.
Holy
You're not replacing
shit.
him with AJ Brown.
Why would you do it?
I mean, I'm not saying you should do it. I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Ronald Acuña just struck out.
Maybe it was one of those situations
Sucks.
where they
Garbage.
knew they weren't going to re-sign him.
Should just go back down.
Go back to AAA.
Maybe well, I mean, maybe he sits out and maybe they can't re-sign him, so they're like, "Fuck it, let's get what we can out of him."
Golly.
But I'm just shocked you can't get more than trading a first rounder for a first rounder.
It must be the last name. It just must be the last name.
Brown.
Antonio, all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the Browns, I guess they're just
doo-doo.
Yeah. Great wide receivers, but just keep getting traded away.
How crazy would all the DK Metcalf rumors, the Deebo Samuel rumors, AJ Brown is the one that gets traded. That's nuts.
Wow.
He was top 10 wide receiver in the league for the last few years.
Yeah. I would almost say he cracked top 5 last year.
Yeah.
Dave, how you feeling, bud? See if you can comment in on here and let us know how you're feeling about AJ
shit.
Brown.
Oh my God. Okay, so let's talk. We talked about the bad side. What does that do for the Eagles?
Dude,
Jalen Hurts has got to be licking his chops.
Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. Now you got Devontae going over the top. You got AJ Brown over the middle.
They're winning the East.
That's
and
awesome.
Dallas Goddard as your tight end. That's not too fucking shabby.
They're winning the East.
The running game, but you know what? This
running
draft
game's solid as long as Miles can stay healthy.
But he can't. That's
Right.
the problem. So I think day 2 or 3 they can go get them who's Kenneth Walker maybe.
Go get what's his name? James Cook.
James Cook is going to be there. There's some good picks available. That's brilliant to me. I love
that for the Eagles.
I love it for the
Absolutely.
Eagles.
Wow.
Yeah.
But terrible for Tennessee.
I
Exactly.
wonder how Marcus feels right now.
Where's
Cowboys.
The Cowboys.
Oh yeah, that's
I
true.
wonder
I
how
think
he's
Titans
feeling.
fans feel like Reds fans. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, if they trade away Derrick Henry next, yeah,
Yeah, he's getting old. We need to trade him away.
yeah, he's
For a second round pick, and just because he wouldn't cut his hair,
Right.
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, like the Titans just come out. Well, he just wouldn't conform.
Yep. Where are you gonna go?
Well, yeah, what are you gonna do? What would you have done?
God, I hate
What would you have done?
I fuck.
You got a guy
you
here
gonna
that
go?
won't even cut his
Where you
hair.
gonna-
What would
where
you
you
have
gonna
done?
go?
Where are you gonna go?
Where are you gonna go?
I might sell it to somebody who wants to move it out of Cincinnati.
Right.
You fucking twat.
Is that what he
So
said?
who does Tennessee take here? They got to go wide receiver though, right? They have to.
I don't know, man. I don't know what Tennessee needs really. What
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver.
Now, yeah.
They needed a wide receiver to
You got
begin
Robert
with.
Woods, who's coming off an injury. Nick, what is it?
Nick-
Westbrook Akina.
Yeah, Nick
Des
Westbrook-
Fitzpatrick.
They have Bud Dupree, right?
Yeah.
So how's their pass rush?
Good, dude. They
Oh
nine
my
sacks.
God!
good.
Is this a
Well,
Jermaine
that's
Johnson
only
thing?
I'm thinking this. Why else?
They were
Every
the only
pick
team.
from 6 on has been Jermaine Johnson could go right here.
Well, because he could literally go anywhere.
The Tennessee Titans
Yeah,
were the
especially
only
now at
team.
Yeah.
18,
18.
yeah.
The Tennessee Titans were the only team last year to have 3 people with 8+ sacks.
That's pretty solid.
Their
they don't
pass
need a
rush
pass
is
rusher.
fine.
maybe some protection for Tannehill, but who?
No, their offensive line is a
decent,
running
yeah,
offense.
it's
Remember,
good.
they put in what's his name, Donta Foreman, and rolled people.
They were one of the teams that you could say best available. Just roll with it. Best available.
Do they go?
Why?
Do they go like Lewis Sign from Georgia, safety?
Could.
You know, do they go a cornerback like Andrew Booth from Clemson?
Trade AJ Brown to trade up for a guy that would have been there.
Yeah,
would no doubt have been there.
Do they go? Do they trade up to go get a quarterback?
Holy cow!
Do they trade up to get a quarterback?
No, you still have Tannehill for like 2 more years.
How about Trent McDuffie, cornerback from Washington?
Ah, man,
None of them.
Nothing.
Nothing makes sense about this.
It doesn't.
I'm not trying to make it make sense. I'm just simply naming players at this point.
But where you're still at a point where you're like, what the hell?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What the actual hell here?
I'm just glad the Saints actually made a decent decision, not trading a player.
Here we go.
Ooh.
The Philadelphia Eagles have traded the 18th pick to the Tennessee Titans. With the 18th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Treylon Burks, wide receiver.
Yep, had to go wide receiver. Another big wide receiver to replace A.J. Brown. Reports are out there that the Eagles just signed Brown to a 4-year, $100 million deal.
You get rid
Wow.
of AJ.
Well, if he wouldn't sign,
right? Exactly. If he wouldn't sign,
obviously
you
he
got to
wouldn't
get
sign.
something.
I mean, I'm just still floored. I know.
That's nice.
That was a
nice
good ball.
catch.
Yeah, that was good.
Good pass too. I want to give Jefferson some love there.
Yeah, that's why I said that. I said that was a good ball.
Yeah,
I think Arkansas is going to be good.
He went
this
up and
year.
got that.
I don't think so.
I do.
Nah, Arkansas. Everybody said that last year. They ended up 8-4, just like every other fucking year.
No,
Remember
they've
were
been
ranked-
way
that was a
less than
push
that.
off.
Remember they were ranked number 9 going into Georgia, and everyone was like, "Oh, here we go."
They did that for ratings. Though.
We know. I know.
8-4 is a great year for Arkansas.
Okay, well, but they weren't ever number 9.
I'm just saying 8-4 is a great year for Arkansas.
It is a good year for Arkansas, but it's not. It's not 8-4. It's not like number 9.
So,
in the
no,
nation
I'm
good.
not
they
saying
were never
that.
that good. That's what I'm
I'm
trying
not
to get
saying
at.
that.
They're being overhyped again. I guarantee you they're ranked in the top 15 in the preseason.
So imagine
polls.
being Treylon Burks and you're stepping into that Titans locker room and you're expected to replace A.J. Brown. What kind of pressure are you feeling?
That's a completely different wide receiver room. How do you feel as Ryan Tannehill right now? Robert, I mean, you signed Robert Woods. You traded for Robert Woods, which is one thing. But now you trade away undoubtedly my favorite target.
Yeah, fantasy just got weird.
If I'm a Titans
all
fan,
over the place this year.
if I'm a Titans fan or a Titans player, I'm upset.
You have to remember though, they're a running team.
Yeah.
And now they just got another wide receiver.
Very similar.
He's bigger. He's around the same speed. Overall is the same. I don't even know what that is considering, but
the Madden rating.
Yeah,
Madden rating.
Madden rating. I don't even know what that's considering.
Overall.
But the AJ Brown was on his last year.
Yeah.
And obviously they had talks with him and he wasn't gonna sign.
You got to figure something out. Franchise tag him, because if you pair him, Treylon Burks would have been there by the time that they were picking. And if you're able to still get Treylon Burks at the end of the draft.
When were they supposed to pick?
Let's see.
Wow. The Titans? I don't think they had a first rounder. Weren't they one of the ones that didn't have one? No, they were in the playoffs this year.
Yeah, the Titans had a
9.
So they actually ended up with 2 first-round picks.
I think they were 29th or 28th.
Here are the Saints, Drew.
Saints picks in already.
What do we need here?
Another wide receiver.
Kenny Pickett.
Another wide receiver.
I'm going to continue. No.
Offensive tackle.
Bullshit. Kenny Pickett right here. Kenny Pickett.
See, but that's what we said. If they take him here, then that's not really too bad.
I think they go pinning here. Offensive line.
Offensive tackle.
Kenny Pickett.
I think they go pinning here.
Come on, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett.
Let me get some
Getting that little peas in there. Like
Nick's like, just give me some fucking content.
I just wanted to scream. That's all I want to do.
So I just update Adam Schefter's Twitter. Is that what I should do? constantly.
Kenny Pickett.
Jermaine Johnson is this pick.
Oh, my God.
No. Best available, you've got Jermaine Johnson, Trent McDuffie, Trevor Penning, Daxton Hill, Nakobe Dean.
I think there's only one.
Nakobe Dean intriguing to you?
Yeah, as an inside linebacker.
Right.
Replacing, being able to be a he's fast.
That's a
for
Georgia
an
kid,
inside
right?
linebacker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good pick.
There's always one team that does something really, 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 really stupid.
I would love it.
That was the Giants with Thibodeau at 5.
Not really.
Let
though, was
let
it?
the Dolphins trade up here and take
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett.
Just want Kenny Pickett to go in the first round.
Matt
Is he
Corral,
even- is-
maybe?
No, he's going beginning of the second round.
Yeah, I
Could
think
we
so, too.
could we get through an entire first round and not have a quarterback? Is
Would
that possible?
How many times?
No,
does
I
that
think
happen?
Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh takes somebody.
I think they take Malik Willis if they take a quarterback.
Dude, looking more and more like JJ to New England. I was like, no way he drops that far. Here we are.
According to ESPN, best fit is Trevor Penning, the offensive tackle from Northern Iowa.
That's what I called.
So,
not to say it's going to be right, but that's where I would go.
I hope you're wrong.
Right? No, I hear you. I mean, I'm just saying, like that's
I
where
think
my
that's-
mind went.
The Suns move on. Fuck y'all. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I think
The right
offensive
team won
tackle.
that.
I think fuck you. I think the offensive tackle after losing to Ron Armstead to the fucking Dolphins.
Mhm.
I think,
Dude, but that contract was stupid.
oh dear God.
We've lost his interest.
Right. This is like when your son Carson is like refusing to go to bed and he's fighting and clawing and scratching.
Nick, do you need to go night night?
It's nap time.
I'm tired.
My man's
Super tired.
my man's headphones are so stretched out right now.
You're just like to the side. Speaking of headphones, mine are just like they've got these beads of sweat in them.
Yeah, it's hot in here.
I'm starting to wonder if we really need them for the show. And I mean, until the pick comes up,
Headphones.
So much better.
I would feel naked without them though.
If
But
it does
feels so
feel
good
weird
with 'em.
talking without
Please
them.
just don't get naked. That's
get
like
naked.
my
Here it is.
one
There we
rule.
go, New Orleans.
Thank you to our U.S. Air Force service members
Fuck the
and
Air
all those
Force.
serving our great nation domestically and
Wow,
around
go
the
Army,
world.
bitch.
With the 19th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints select Trevor Penning,
There you go.
tackle, Northern Iowa.
I'm done pulling up highlights, guys. I am tired.
There's your starting
Missed
left
out on
tackle.
Kenny Pickett right there. I just want
Ideal
everybody,
frame,
everybody,
nasty.
everybody to know that.
Nasty,
Everybody
nasty.
needs to know that.
I like it.
What,
I like it.
What makes him nasty?
He's vicious on the front there. I mean, he's absolutely aggressive. He's got great reach, and he's got great footwork. And his only problem is he played at Northern Iowa.
Yeah.
Ah, fucking.
Yeah,
I'll pull
I
a
agree.
highlight. But I mean, we've seen kids like this come out and just absolutely dominate
shit the bed.
pass.
Oh,
He
yeah,
plays both
dominate.
tackle
Yeah.
and guard.
Yeah, that makes him better.
Watch his highlights.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Here he is.
I'm getting all
6'6",
these
320.
notifications.
That's a big dude.
That's a big old hammer knocker.
Aggressive.
And he's just
He's
laying
just wrestling
on him.
that
Just
dude.
laying on him.
Pancake.
Oops.
Those sound good.
I want some fucking French toast.
You ready to go? You ready to go to McDonald's get some hot cakes?
I'm going to Waffle House, dog.
There you go.
Let's just
Mother
get trashed and go to
covered
Waffle House.
On a Thursday? You want to throw it down on a Thursday?
I'll throw it down on a Thursday
I don't have anything going on
and
tomorrow.
throw it back on a Monday.
Another round for everyone.
I'm good.
I'm good right now.
I might as well.
Kyle. Get it.
I work in the morning, but I don't really care.
Does it really work?
Don't care. Oh.
You know, because I'm on the bar tomorrow, so not necessarily.
Okay.
Don't care.
Yeah, this kid looks good.
Yeah, this kid looked good.
He's a big kid. I mean, Drew, that's a good pick for y'all. Y'all needed that.
Exactly.
Absolutely, they needed it.
After losing, like I said, after losing to Ron Armstead, I think if we didn't come out without a tackle, it would be a disaster.
All right. Pittsburgh's pick is in. Is this Malik Willis?
Yes.
Is this our first QB off the board?
I hope so. So he can go.
Kyle's like, Nick is like, yeah, if it's a quarterback, I'm gone. See you later. Bye.
Go Malik. Or Kenny. Kenny Pickett.
Kenny played in Pittsburgh.
Ooh, yes he did.
Pittsburgh to Pittsburgh.
Oh, what is that? What is that called? A reunion. Ooh. Y'all know how much I like reunions.
Well, they also took James Conner.
Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Nick, there's something wrong with you, my friend.
He's at that level of sleep deprivation where
It's
the only way to stay
delirium.
awake.
I'm pretty tired right now.
Yeah, it's delirium.
I know
Stop
what
using big words like you're smart.
Yeah, quit being an imbecile.
I think they go Trent McDuffie, cornerback, right here.
Cool. I don't know who that is.
He's a cornerback from Washington.
Thanks for reiterating cornerback.
You're welcome. Since you said you don't know anything about him.
Well, you had already said corner. I don't need you to tell me again what he is.
Matt,
Just tell me who he is.
Matt Miller's NFL comp is Chris Harris Jr.
Sorry. I'm sorry to be punching down on you right now.
It's okay. You're at that point in sleep deprivation where you're just delirious.
Kick the shit out of him. So what'd you do this week? Like, what did you have to do?
Oh, dear God. He was up at all hours.
He had to make the bread. He had to sell the bread, which in turn made bread.
I just traveled a lot.
Where to?
I got up at 2 every day. And worked all day.
Man, 2 p.m. Wow, that sucks.
Yeah. Slept in all the way till 2.
That's that Kyle Wright. Kyle Wright life, 2 p.m.
I got to be up again early tomorrow.
For why?
Huh?
For why?
For why?
For why? For why? For why? For
let-
my job. That's why.
Letting your Mount Pleasant come out, huh?
Here, let's get one.
Hell yeah.
Kyle. Just toss it up, not at my mouth.
Not at your mouth.
Nut in his mouth.
Give him the curveball. Give him the heater, Ricky. Give him the heater. Oh.
Was that like a Hideo Nomo kind of thing?
Trying not to hurt you.
Try not throwing an almond, maybe?
That's a tooth. Peanut?
Tink,
Yeah.
tink. Mash.
Nice.
He has
1 out of 3.
Stupid.
Y'all got Nick on camera catching my nut in his mouth.
One more.
Is this salty?
Throw it over here.
Is this salty?
Throw it over here. Oh, I hit my lip.
Off the lip.
Spit.
What the
Oh,
hell?
dear God.
That almost went
We
my
have lost
eye.
all control here.
Airball.
Damn.
Oh, are you throwing it into the fan?
Don't give him ideas.
How did it go in and out?
I went in and out.
Multiple times. Think, think.
What is happening right now?
There it is. All right, I did it. We're good. Fucking nuts all over the place in here.
I can't wait for Carson to come in here and start eating them.
Daddy's nuts.
That's not funny, Drew.
Immature.
It's not funny. Yeah, out of just.
One thing that's off
Shame.
limits is father-son relationships.
Oh.
What? Go ahead.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
Tim.
Say it online then. Go ahead. Go ahead. Talk about it. What happened? Go ahead. Talk about it then.
There's a lot of intrigue. The commissioner's here. There's Franco Harris wondering if there's a quarterback on that card in the commissioner's left hand. Showing it to Franco, seeing it first.
Wouldn't it be funny if he was like,
Franco
Kenny Pickett? Who the f- is that?
This season marks the 50th
his
anniversary of one of the most memorable moments in NFL history. During the final seconds of the 1972
They just took Jermaine
AFC
Johnson.
divisional game,
Yeah.
Franco Harris
Had to be said.
made an improbable catch known as the Immaculate Reception.
Oh, really?
He here with us tonight to celebrate the 50th anniversary of that moment and to announce the pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Please welcome Pro Football Hall of Famer Franco Harris.
I can't wait to hear.
Ooh.
Seeing the name here.
You not like him?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Hello, Las Vegas!
This is great.
Wow!
Hi.
No, I don't.
love this. I love this.
I love
The
this.
20th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The Pittsburgh Steelers select Kenny Pickett.
talking about, baby. Yes, sir.
Kenny Pickett.
No, we're going to listen to this one.
Pittsburgh to
Yes,
Pittsburgh
sir. Go
connection.
crazy, Pitt.
Kenny.
That's what I'm talking. I knew it.
Called it.
I knew it.
Called it.
Called it every pick until I got it.
Okay,
It's kinda what I'm
Jermaine
doing.
Johnson.
I am so happy Kenny Pickett went before Jermaine Johnson. My whole night is made.
He's a better player. Looks like the ACC's got a lot of picks going off the board here.
Yeah, they do.
Kind of weird.
A Clemson player hasn't been picked at all.
That's even weirder. Yeah. But they did have a really down year.
Which is funny, and they still went to the ACC championship, didn't they?
No.
No, they still had 9-4 record or something.
Yeah, they still won 10 games.
Yeah.
In a bad year for them. That's where I want.
Dude, he's not slow.
No.
No, he's very versatile.
He's just little.
You don't look very.
Yeah, what,
little.
8 3/4 hands or something? I think
Yeah,
they
you got
said.
that tiny little hand. Remember the last quarterback they said that about?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Joe Burrow.
It was like 9 1/4, I think, for Burrow.
Right at 9. Was it?
How do they measure that?
I don't know.
From the end of your thumb to the end of your pinky.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wow.
So Kenny
He can
Pickett's
sling it. He can sling it. I know that much. So is he going to sit behind Trubisky for 2 years or 1 year?
Absolutely not.
I mean, you don't give Trubisky that big ass contract for 2 years and then just not play him.
Is it a big contract though?
It's like $20 million a year.
Kenny Pickett is a 5-year college player, 5th-year senior this past year, played in 13 games, had 334 completions off of 497 attempts for a 67.2% completion percent, threw for 4,319 yards, 42 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions.
Damn. Pretty good.
On his career, he had 81 touchdowns and 32 interceptions.
I like the 5th-year seniors. Those are the players that usually get to the league and do really well.
Yeah, but their shelf life is a lot shorter just because they're so much older. That's the
true,
only
too.
bad thing.
But at
Mitchell
quarterback-
Trubisky's contract, I was mistaken. It's 2 years, $14.5 million.
Yeah, that ain't shit.
Yeah, $7 million a year, not 20.
Right.
I don't know if you know how to add and whatnot, but
I'm glad you're here to help me with it.
He's
You're
about to
welcome.
not be.
We all
I
know
I
Nick is
sit here for much
great at
longer. I'm
math.
gonna end up falling asleep on somebody's shoulder. So I don't think I'm adding anything.
Nick, you want to
Please
sign
make
off
it
since
mine.
it's the last sports show? No, you want to go ahead and I don't know. You want to say anything before you go?
Guys, it's been real. Colton Thursday, I still don't like you.
Isn't it Thursby? Didn't we figure that
Yeah,
out?
Thursby. By the way,
Shoot, is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
Thursby.
From
He
now on,
just
I'm calling
correct-
him Colton Thursday. From
Yeah,
now
me
on,
too.
just for the fun.
Uh-oh, Chiefs have a trade up to 21.
Ah, dadgummit. I like the Chiefs. Hang on.
Chiefs have a trade up to 21.
They didn't have a pick either, did they?
No, they had 2 picks in the 20.
'Cause they got the Dolphins.
28,
They got our
29, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
we drafted Tyreek Hill at 29.
Yes, thank
It's a
you,
good
Zach
pick.
Lesnar.
Zach, I do love you.
Zach said that first thing. That was the first person to comment, I think.
What?
They drafted Tyreek Hill at 29th overall.
Oh, I
did
thought
he
you
say
meant
that?
Zach Lesnar was
Yeah.
in the chat or something.
No, he said he was earlier in the day.
So what do the Chiefs need here? Who are
not
they
a whole
trading
lot.
up to get? Secondary?
Jermaine Johnson.
They need help in the
That
secondary.
could be real though. That could be real. here.
be real.
They need secondary help,
Oh,
too.
my God.
Hey, look
do
at that. Lost to the Bengals in the AFC Championship.
Wow.
Love seeing that.
Won't happen again.
Love to see it.
Won't fucking happen again.
So you got Daxton Hill from Michigan here. Safety. They
Well,
lost.
Luckily, I've already got his highlights queued.
Right. They lost Honey
Jermaine
Badger.
Johnson.
They lost Honey Badger, so that's big.
Trent McDuffie.
Where does
corner.
Honey Badger still hasn't signed anywhere, huh?
Nope. He's waiting until after the draft. See what happens.
So he knows he can go and start somewhere?
So he can know what's going on.
Oh, yeah. It's not so you can know where
Kenneth
he can go
Booth
to
from
start.
Clemson's out there
Yeah,
right now.
just know what he knows what's going on.
Maybe
McDuffie's
Elam
another
here.
one.
They need a safety. Maybe Elam.
They could go get Malik Willis.
Elam's a corner.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I thought he was a safety. They had him listed as safety, didn't they?
No.
Well, they can still use him. Still
Yeah.
need a corner. I mean,
Yeah, they still do need a corner.
N'Kobe Dean right here could be big. Inside linebacker.
they really don't have that defensive presence in the middle.
You know what? Malik Willis.
Yeah, that big.
You always need a
quarterback.
backup. You always need a backup. You need your replacement at all costs. Just ask the Packers. Ask Aaron Rodgers. You got to do it.
Yep. Who's the best tight end available?
They do need a wide receiver.
Trey McBride from Colorado State.
Sky. They're going to pick Sky right here.
I love this guy. I love this guy.
Interesting.
So, the Lamar Hunt shirt.
Adam, we still have another podcast to do tonight, man.
Yeah, buddy.
Another one?
Yeah, Seeing Reds podcast. Check it out. Seeing_Reds on Twitter. Check us out on Spotify.
Yeah, we don't plug that. Oh, Malik.
New England Patriots have traded the
It's going to be
21st
Jermaine
pick
Johnson.
to the Kansas City Chiefs.
It might be, actually.
With the 21st pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Trent McDuffie,
Cornerback.
defensive back, Washington.
So they go.
Damn.
Is there anything more Belichick than trading back in the draft?
No. He there's nothing he wants. Although I kind of feel like losing Stephon Gilmore and losing J.C. Jackson, like it's kind of shocking that
but there's
they didn't go get him.
If you look at it, though, there's a lot of corners.
Yeah, there are.
There's a lot of corners left, and they probably didn't move back very far. But on a real note, this has been fun. You know, I think the hardest part about not doing this anymore is, you know, just there's a lot of people that ever since we started doing this, we made some friends, and you know, I didn't even know who Colton Thursday was.
Yeah,
still don't.
Still don't know how to say his name. But you know, there's a lot of people. You know, the other Kyle Albritton, I didn't know who that was. There's a lot of people that I didn't know that started watching us. Me and Jake McGowan. You know, we didn't really hang out or nothing. We don't hang out now, but you know, I got to know him a little bit more from this, and he's an awesome dude. And all these people that just followed us through all of this. The good thing is we're not going far. We're going to be going for some weeks or whatever. I don't know how long till we get everything set up, new intros, new everything. And it's not going to be so much of a sports show anymore. It's more going to be like talking about anything. So, which we already discussed. So,
well, we can pull off any guests anytime.
Right. I mean, it'll be more of like, yeah, if the Dolphins are looking good, we'll bring in Zach Lesnar.
Yeah.
Talk about the Dolphins for one podcast, and then talk about segments. It's going to be more segmented, where we talk about different things throughout the thing. Oh, well.
Like the whole Elon Musk thing would have been a great conversation.
Him buying Twitter.
Yeah. We're not going to. We're not really going to get political, but certain like subjects like that, we're not going to shy away from anymore, just because we want to be more of a guy-centered podcast. And really, I mean, something big that's not really touched in the podcast world is men's mental health and support for men. And that's really something big that helping each other get through tough work weeks when you're kind of expected as a man to
suck it up,
to shoulder that load. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's something big we want to talk about too. So it's not going to be it's going to be the same cast with a whole bunch of different faces and names and voices coming in. It's going to be a podcast. We know that.
Yeah, it's going to be a podcast. We're no longer going to go live, which sucks because then we won't get the interaction. But, you know, we'll also probably have our own page, and y'all can comment on there and, you know, give us topics and stuff like that to hit on. And
still give us questions.
It's not like I was still talking or anything.
Exactly. I
like how he said still give us questions when I just said
someone's got to get the Marcus in here and cut you off and
you're right. Yeah, that's of course your.
Well, let me tell you guys. About the
I know. Yeah, I mean it's pretty crazy, isn't it?
If you're being Marcus, I'm going to be Dan and tell you guys about the Dolphins.
But when we do most of this, it's going to be like, I mean, do you like Takis?
Yeah. So the Dolphins act like on the defense we've got Christian Wilkins, Xavier Howard, Trace Riley. We've got
how about them Jets though?
Byron
but those
Jones.
Jets, they just traded. They just got like a bunch of guys. They just picked up a couple of picks. I mean, the Jets are probably going to go number one.
Dan Gonzalez.
But if they're going to go, but Dan.
We should let Dan come on here.
What are we even talking about right now?
Be on this episode.
We should have.
The last time we completely restructured was the last time Dan was on here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Dan's not even watching.
Nah, he's a bitch.
Yeah. How do you not even watch
piece of human
the
garbage?
same?
Packers, do they go wide receiver here?
I would say you have to.
Pickens?
With the 22nd
Jermaine Johnson.
pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers
Aaron Rodgers is like
Quay Walker, linebacker, Georgia.
Wrong linebacker from Georgia.
God.
Over
This-
Dean?
This is why
Yeah.
that man was pissed.
Wrong linebacker from Georgia.
He had a chance to walk away. I just want to say that. I like this down here a lot better, actually.
It's more beard action.
It is way more beard action. Quay Walker, the second best.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna live stream myself sleeping. All right, dude. Be good. Let us know when you make it home. We'll still be here. Oh. So this is kind of a
I'm shifting over.
Do it, dude. Rest your booty.
Oh, Jesus.
Quay Walker, how crazy. I don't like that at all. That's so wild. Why would they do that?
Yeah, I don't know why you take Quay Walker there over Nakobe Dean. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, Quay Walker's good. Oh, we got another damn trade. Minnesota's traded back into the first round? Or no?
Round 2, pick 34. Damn.
Okay, so they traded back into the second round.
Buffalo's up. Who would Buffalo trade?
Buffalo wants Dean. They need that linebacker presence.
Yeah, they do.
I think Dean would be the good, a good pickup right here for them. I mean, they've got
Come on,
Miller.
Schefter. Fucking tell me something.
They've got Miller, right? So bringing in Dean, I think, would be a really, really good move. Because now you've got, Dean they can learn from Miller on how to play linebacker in that league. 2 different positions, outside versus inside, but
Buffalo traded up.
Yeah, Buffalo just traded up. So I'm thinking Nakobe Dean here.
Jermaine Johnson.
I mean, oh God, wouldn't that be nasty?
With that
with Jermaine and Von Miller.
Who better to be groomed by, though?
Is there something we don't know about Jermaine Johnson?
That's a good question.
Is there something that we're not being told?
It's a really
well,
good
he's
question.
from Florida State, so.
But I mean, did he not interview well? Is there like underlying health concerns we don't know about?
Right.
There's a myriad of questions
we know it's
that
not
we
a
can
talent
answer.
thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know it's not talent.
But I think Nakobe Dean would be great here. Pair him up with Von Miller there on that linebacking core.
Are there any first round running backs? Because it's also a team that has a pretty heavy need at running back.
Brees Hall would be
Brees Hall from Iowa State.
Yeah, would probably be your only one, I think, going the first round. I think Kenneth Walker's good, but I don't think he's first round.
He was at one point. Could have been at least.
According to ESPN, the top running backs, you've got Brees Hall, Kenneth Walker, James Cook, Isaiah Spiller, and Brian Robinson.
You're not trading up for any one of those.
No. And Spiller's a sleeper, though. That dude's shifty. He's fast.
Yeah. Oh, boys, are y'all getting tired yet?
I also like Thursday also referred to Dameon Pierce. Dameon Pierce earlier, running back from Florida, saying he's a dude that is a hard downhill runner that will bust your chops. I do agree with that. He is a great running back out of Florida, but he is ranked the 6th best. He's 5'10", 218. He's your prototypical one-cut downhill runner. That's just your Arian Foster type running back who's going to make that one cut and go.
I like the Arian Foster comp. Let's go ahead and fix this. Nick messed me all up here. Oh, can I have the draft on there? Because that'll probably get us in trouble.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
No, I think Bills go Dean here.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing that team take the less talented Georgia linebacker.
Otherwise, you got Dallas sitting there next.
Oh, my God.
Nakobe Dean and Micah Parsons. That's tough.
Let me see. ESPN is saying the best fit is Andrew Booth, the corner
from Clemson.
From Clemson. What does their corner room look like? Because right now they have
Micah Hyde,
Trey White, Saron
Micah Hyde's a
Neal.
safety.
Yeah, they have Saron Neal is their right corner right now. So he is.
Trey White's the one that got hurt toward the end of last year, right?
Yeah. Saron Neal looks like a
Here we go.
second-year player.
So the Ravens traded back again. So the Bills got the 23rd overall. The Ravens picked up the 25th and a 4th rounder. So the Ravens are just stacking picks right now and moving back. And apparently they've missed their guys, so they're like, we can. I guess we feel like we can move back again and still get our guy. So should be interesting. They just traded Hollywood Brown, so that wide receiver, maybe Detroit moving up, taking J-Mo took knocked their plans off kilter there.
But I mean, if it did, they're definitely recovering very well, being able to trade back and just add picks because you never know what might happen.
I'm looking at this. Jermaine Johnson could fall out of the first round.
Possibly. I wouldn't mind taking him in Cincinnati, backing up Hendrickson or Hubbard. I'm good with that.
I don't think he would be a backup anywhere, though.
Let's see. Thursday said, I like the Arian Foster comp too, but I was referencing the Eagles getting Pierce in the 3rd or 4th round.
Oh.
That would not be a bad place for him to end up.
Yeah, but how many running backs do they have in that room? Boston Scott and all those, and Jordan Howard and Miles Sanders and the Gaines, what's his name? Gainesville? Gainesville, thank you.
But that was also because Sanders got hurt.
Yeah.
The Baltimore Ravens have traded the 23rd pick to the Buffalo Bills. With the 23rd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Buffalo Bills select Kaiir Elam,
Florida cornerback.
defensive back, Florida.
Sure up that corner.
I'm glad he left.
We don't have to listen to it.
So
right?
Elam went before Jermaine.
Yeah.
Well,
damn.
Stingley went before all of y'all.
It's a good pick. I mean, he's a good cover corner. He's played against the best talent in the nation. There at Florida when he's gone up against the guys from Alabama, LSU over the years. So he's tested, and he's proven. So he's a little small, but I think in Buffalo's scheme, I think he could do really well.
Yeah, and looking at Buffalo's roster, what do they really need? They needed to shore up the corner because you've got one number one lockdown guy, but other than that, who else are you trusting in that back end? Micah Hyde. That's about it. So you shore up that other corner, then you're able to play a little bit more man-to-man. Then you let those pass rushers get into it.
Yeah.
And that offense is going to put up points. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, Dawson Knox, whoever you have at running back, you may be able to pick up a running back late in the draft, but I still like Singletary. I love Singletary.
Yeah. Well,
but
I mean,
he just didn't – him or Zach Moss. But neither one of them have really produced. I like the potential of them.
But look what's going on in the AFC East right now, right? So you've got the Dolphins that have just basically stacked their wide receiver room.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo is, they've got their wide receiver room. New England goes out and gets Devontae Parker. They're trying to improve their wide receiver room. So then you've got, a team like the Bills and the Jets. And what are they getting? Secondary help.
Yeah.
Right? So you see the immediate need because you're like, okay, so twice a year or 6 times a year, we're going to be going up against these wide receiver rooms that we're no match for right now. So we're going to step out and take care of that immediate need that is our biggest threat right now, and that's pass defense.
Yeah.
So I like the move. So it's going to be interesting to see how he fits in there. But yeah, and then now we got Dallas coming up, which – again, Nakobe Dean's still out there. Do you take Nakobe Dean if you got Micah Parsons?
I don't think so because it's kind of the same position. Dallas really maybe needs to think about a receiver here. Losing Cedric Wilson and Amari Cooper this offseason.
That was going to be a question. the best available? Christian Watson out of North Dakota State.
Yeah, see, I don't really know. I don't know what Dallas needs here. Do they need?
They need secondary help.
They did lose some offensive line.
Yeah, they lost offensive line. They need some secondary help because as great as Diggs played,
was he really great though?
No. Interceptions wise, turnover wise, like he was a playmaker, but he also gave up big plays.
Yeah.
So he does need some help on the back end there.
Very hit or miss.
Y'all keep talking. I gotta go pee.
Okay, so Andrew Booth could be a good fit here.
Yeah.
As well.
Right now, ESPN says the best fit is Nakobe Dean.
Right, and that's where I'm at right now because I think if you have him as your inside linebacker, and you've got,
because right now their weak side linebacker is Leighton Vander Esch, strong side linebacker is Micah Parsons, and that's
right. And then who's on their D line right now?
D line Dante Fowler, Carlos Watkins, and DeMarcus Lawrence.
Okay, so you got DeMarcus Lawrence locked up. Right,
Pretty
and then
much.
you've got Micah Parsons, and now you're going to add Nakobe Dean. That's a good 1, 2, 3.
Exactly, and then you've got Trayvon lockdown out there. He could use some help.
Absolutely.
And your safeties, you've got Jaron Curse, and Donovan Wilson, who are the best available safeties. Because I think a lot of the best ones,
Daxton Hill from Michigan.
That might not actually be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Daxton Hill or Lewis Seen from Georgia. That might not actually be a bad pick because being able to get him late in the draft at 24, you're still able to get a impact player. And he's second. Daxton Hill is the second ranked safety.
Yeah.
At 6 foot 191. They're saying his NFL comp is Eric Berry.
Not bad.
That's
solid.
I would take that.
Absolutely.
Here.
Another good pick right here could be on the offensive line, Tyler Smith out of Tulsa. He's gotten really, really good marks in his camps. So, again, that need, they lost Lyle Collins.
Yep.
So that's a big need for them right now, trying to protect Dak. So, and shore up that running game with Pollard and Zeke. So,
because right now their starting tackles, Tyron Smith over at left tackle, been hurt, and Terrence Steele. Right tackle.
Yeah.
They still have Zach Martin, but then their center is Tyler Biadasz, and left guard is Connor McGovern. And
right, which McGovern struggled in the playoffs, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So Tyler Smith probably is the most sensible pick here to help with that offensive line, but Jerry Jones surprised us last year taking Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
Don't count him out taking Nakobe Dean here.
And losing Cedric Wilson and Amari Cooper really, really depleted their wide receiver room. Because they did go get James Washington, but after that, all they have is CeeDee Lamb, Michael Gallup, James Washington, Noah Brown, Simi Fehoko.
Noah Brown did kind of step up a little bit last year.
Noah Brown did.
CeeDee Lamb's yet to really prove himself.
He's a good, if not great, number 2.
Yeah.
But do you believe he can be the number 1?
Well, let's see what they do here.
Zona, the Ravens are going to make that first-round selection. They earned for that in a moment. But first, the Cowboys.
With the 24th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Smith.
There you go.
Tackle, Tulsa.
All right, so they go.
That's a great pick.
It's a boring pick.
What they need.
But it's what they need. They need that offensive tackle. They lost, like we said earlier, they lost, Lyle Collins, which was a big loss for them. I'm happy because he's a Bengal now.
Protect the franchise.
Absolutely. And then that's what, they've got to do. They made a splash last year, like we talked about earlier with Micah Parsons. And, now they needed to do the sensible thing. And that was a great pick by them getting Tyler Smith.
And as much as I hate the Cowboys, I mean, they're one of the teams where you could legitimately look and be like, okay, who's best available?
Yeah.
What do we need? Where do we go with it? Let's roll.
Terrible highlight film, didn't I?
So
is that Daxton Hill again?
No, it was some dude screen recording like I was doing.
But yeah, it's definitely the sensible pick. It's what they needed. Just kind of go best available. They don't have a bad roster. They just
That's
seem
bad
to
coaching.
be
McCarthyism.
They seem to be one of the NFL teams that can't get things right as of late.
Right.
In 2020, in the 2010s plus, just whatever they do, they cannot do anything.
Yeah, so we got Baltimore here. Is this Jermaine Johnson time?
Golly.
They took Kyle Hamilton, right? Great pick, safety.
Yeah.
They've got to get Lamar some weapons.
They have
now they're even more
absolutely
depleted.
no wide receivers.
None. They lost Sammy Watkins to free agency. They traded Hollywood Brown.
Where does Sammy go? Green Bay.
Green Bay. Right? So now you're looking at Mark Andrews. And that's about it. What's that wide receiver look like?
Rashad Bateman.
Yeah. Who came on at the end of last year?
Did a decent,
Yeah.
Devin,
when he got healthy.
Devin Duvernay.
Yeah,
and
he's
James
a returner.
Prochet the second.
Prochet wasn't bad in a couple games last year.
But you still
But
got
it's still, though, like, that room is absolutely probably one of the worst wide receiver rooms in the league.
Yeah, New England probably would have been right there. They're a little bit better now, maybe with Devontae Parker, but
add in tight ends as just pass catchers. I think New England's got them beat by a mile.
Yeah,
because their tight ends,
and that's not taking anything away from Mark Andrews. He's top 2, 3.
They've got Hunter Henry and Johnny Smith though. That's tough.
Which Johnny Smith is always so underutilized, even in Tennessee. Like the dude is so talented.
He's just a red zone guy. I don't know why they use him like that.
I know.
Maybe he's not durable.
Could be. But I like Jermaine Johnson here on the defensive side of the ball. If you're going to go offensive side of the ball, with their running back issues that they had last year, could they possibly be the first team to take a running back? Is that something you guys think that they might look at?
They are still
maybe Breece Hall.
They are still loaded at running back because they still have still on the roster. It only lists 4. They have J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, Justice Hill, and Tyson Williams.
Right. Which at one point in time, all 4 of those were out for the entire season.
And then they had Latavius Murray and Mark Ingram and
Le'Veon Bell. Devontae Freeman.
Yep.
They really did all they could.
Yeah.
I think you roll the dice and say, hey.
J.K. Dobbins is our dude. Let's roll with him.
Yeah, because it can't happen again, can it?
Christian McCaffrey would say otherwise.
Yeah.
But,
But the whole room going down like that, that's...
And
right.
JK, what is he in? Year 3?
Yes.
Going into year 3?
Yes. But he never really got his shot as a rookie because Ingram was still there.
Yeah.
And in the shots that he did get, he was better than average.
Yeah. So they have the best available. Best available is obviously Jermaine Johnson, and best fit, Nakobe Dean.
Yeah, they love their linebackers there in Baltimore.
You match him up with, right now you have weak side linebacker Tyus Bowser, left inside linebacker Josh Bynes, right inside linebacker Patrick Queen, and strong side linebacker is Odafe Owe.
You know what that said to me? They need a fucking linebacker.
Uh-huh.
Patrick Queen's good.
Yeah, he's good.
The only name you recognized was Patrick Queen.
Yeah.
I recognized 3 of the 4.
Yeah.
I didn't know Owe.
Bowser and
Bowser, Bynes, and Queen.
Yeah. So Nakobe Dean would be a good fit here. Again, if they're not going to go, offense in terms of like wide receiver, I think Nakobe Dean or Jermaine Johnson, I don't think they can go wrong with either one of these here. And do I want either one of those to go to the Ravens? No, because I want the Bengals to not have to worry about those two chasing down my franchise quarterback.
Especially now with that weak-ass offensive line.
It's shored up, man.
It's getting better.
It's shored up.
Now it's just
and so best available left, you've got Jermaine Johnson, then Daxton Hill, who's a safety. I don't think they go there. You've got
no, they just took Hamilton.
Yeah, you've got a pair of inside linebackers, Nakobe Dean and Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd may be a sleeper because I've seen reports of him being a ball hawk.
They are taking
as
all
an
this
inside
time.
linebacker.
Okay.
Then after that, it's Malik Willis. They don't need a quarterback. And then at 6 is Devontae Wyatt, a defensive tackle.
Okay. I'm going to throw a name out here, and I think it's early, but Lamar needs some protection as well. Tyler Linderbaum, the center.
Yeah.
Could be a good fit here.
Right now, their starting center is Patrick McCarry.
Linderbaum could be a really, really good fit here.
Yeah. He's in his, McCarry's in his third year and really hasn't done anything to stand out. And with that crazy stacked, I mean, they went 8-9 last year.
They were last in the division.
And last in the division.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
8-9. Cincinnati,
best division in football.
Cincinnati won at 10-7. Pittsburgh was 9-7-1. Cleveland and Baltimore were both 8-9.
Wow.
That is insane.
Best division in football.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right.
And who won that division?
Yeah, with 10 wins. Congratulations.
Hey.
Congratulations. We would have won that division.
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
No, we wouldn't have.
You could say that about winning division multiple times, but you're stuck in the AFC East.
Right. What was the last time you won the division? Ronnie Brown?
Yeah.
Ronnie Brown with the Wildcat?
Yeah.
Ronnie and
And
Wiki.
the only reason that happened was because Tom Brady got hurt by the Chiefs?
Yep.
Matt Castle.
And really, they still made the playoffs. Matt Castle really kind of went off that year.
They were the first team to win 10+ games and not make the playoffs.
Yeah, they won 11-5. Yeah.
Yeah.
They actually still had a great year.
Insane.
And the Dolphins got absolutely crushed by the Ravens in the playoffs.
Oh, here we go.
Here in Las Vegas.
With the 25th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Tyler Linderbaum.
Hey,
there it is.
Our own draft expert, Adam G. A.G. Adam. I'm trying to give you like a fancy name.
No, I got you. Hey, that's 2 offensive linemen in a row I've called.
Look, I don't even have to
And
call.
look at me go.
Called it.
I didn't even have to change the first name Tyler.
His biggest knock is he has short arms, so they're worried about him coming off the ball and being able to have the reach to be effective. But I mean, if you can play at that high level in the Big Ten, and Iowa's great at offensive linemen,
Exactly.
So I trust the dude. I was hoping he would fall to the Bengals, but. It's a great pick, and I'm sure Lamar's sitting there going, thank God you're going to be on campus tomorrow. We're working on our snaps. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah.
Now who am I going to throw the ball to?
I mean, with that offense, it's just like Tennessee. They're even more of a running offense.
Yeah. Well, and he's mobile. And Linderbaum's mobile. He's not just one of these guys that's going to stand there and take punishment. He's going to get out and move. So
does he step in? I almost talked not into the mic because I forgot we were on on this. I thought we were just hanging out, which is how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to feel, baby girl.
Does he step in as a center, or do you think he shifts to another? Like
it depends on how comfortable they are with the center they currently have.
McCauley?
I mean, he can play guard, but he's a little bit undersized for it. But he could.
Oh, he's a wrestler too.
Yeah, he's athletic. Like I said, he can move. So if you put him at guard,
he wrestled against Buccaneers tackle Tristan Wirfs in high school.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. On the same team, right? Why would they wrestle?
And Tristan Wirfs is a monster.
Why would they wrestle against each other on the same team?
The Jets trade.
The Jets trade up?
Yeah, the Jets traded out, I think.
No, they weren't next.
They had 3-10. Now they're 4-10, excuse me, and now they're trading back up into the first round.
This might be the JJ pick.
Was this New England again?
Yeah. Oh my God, another.
Yep. Bill Belichick doing his thing.
It was New England. That's right.
New England's dropped down to 29 now.
All right. Wonder what they got. All right, so what are the Jets thinking here? Are they thinking Nakobe Dean? Are they thinking Jermaine Johnson?
Okay, there it is. Okay, they traded with
the Titans again.
The Titans keep on trading back. They just don't. They must not.
They don't like.
They must not be in love with somebody or anybody in the first round.
I don't blame them.
No.
Yeah, I mean, this is not. I don't know why this. I keep getting these arguments on Dan's Facebook page, and this is not that good of a draft.
I mean, this is exactly what the Jets need, but any other NFL team, this is the worst draft.
Yeah.
Because if you're the Jets, What do you need? Cornerback, defensive line.
Yeah. Wide receiver.
Corner, wide receiver, pass rusher. What is this draft filled with?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is perfect for the New York Jets.
So who are they taking here? Do not say Jermaine Johnson. Anybody other than Jermaine Johnson. Who are they taking?
Maybe the one time we don't pick Jermaine. He'll go. I don't want him to go to the Jets, though, so I'm going to pick Jermaine Johnson.
The best available, Jermaine Johnson, but they're saying, I mean, this could copy and paste for the
Nakobe
past
Dean.
6 different people. Nakobe Dean, at wide receiver, best available is still Christian Watson, but you've also got Sky Moore from Western Michigan, John Mechie from Bama, George Pickens from
I like
Georgia.
Pickens. I think he's a sleeper.
Yes, he is. He
where?
was hurt.
From Georgia.
George Pickens.
Oh, God.
I think he's a sleeper, dude. I do. I mean, like, I know he didn't show very much in the playoffs last year, but
you want me to find an ACC guy? Here, give me a second. Let me scroll all the way down.
You already did Jermaine Johnson.
No, an ACC receiver.
Oh, off the board.
I don't see any ACC receivers.
I mean,
there
Daxton
we go.
Hill at safety.
Justin Ross, 15th.
I kept hearing about George Pickens for 3 years at Georgia. How good he was going to be when he finally played. He never fucking played.
Yeah.
He never fucking played. I'm done hearing about George Pickens.
Okay, so if you're the Jets here, you've got Sauce Gardner. Do you back him up with Daxton Hill here?
Ooh.
It's a good 1-2 punch.
Yes. Let me see there.
I'm going Daxton Hill. I think they go defense because they got burned through the air last year.
They did lose Marcus May. He came to the Saints. I do know that.
I'm gonna say the linebacker from Georgia, Nakobe Dean.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Here we go, though.
Here in Las Vegas.
The Tennessee Titans have traded the 26th pick to the New York Jets. With the 26th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Jermaine Johnson.
There you go.
Linebacker, Florida State.
You got him twice a year, buddy, on the opposing side.
I think your Jets might be cooking with gas.
Look at that suit.
I like it.
It's like a golden calf.
There is a chance in a million
Kevin Smith would
years
be
that they
proud.
would come away with
It's
three
like-
top 9 players, at least as I see them in this draft class. I didn't see that happening.
And you got two heavy personalities.
It's like a gold suit that he dropped oil on.
Okay.
So tell me about what they're getting here, Kyle.
I mean, listen, you want to talk about work ethic. You're talking about a guy that came out of high school and went to a JUCO, worked his way up to go into one of the top programs in the country. Damn it, shit, fuck. Fuck the Jets. I agree.
Everybody's commenting all of a sudden.
Got to play them twice a year.
What are they saying?
Damn it, shit, fuck. Better not take Johnson. I don't want him playing Miami. Bo.
Holy shit.
Everybody's commenting. Fuck, shit, damn it.
Yeah, it's tough. But went to Georgia where they tried to use him out of position, tried to put him as like a Sam linebacker, kind of like a Von Miller role.
Yeah.
And that's not really what he was good at.
More of that edge rusher.
And so entered the transfer portal, Mike Norvell and Odell Higgins, who Odell Higgins is one of the best defensive line coaches in the country to this day. Lured him to Florida State, and he absolutely went off. I mean, I'm going to pull up some highlights from him, but, I mean, you played against him. He absolutely wrecked Malik Cunningham in that game.
Yeah.
He made his life a nightmare.
Who won that game?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. In Tallahassee. I was there.
Yeah, and you pair him up on the other side on a defensive line with Carl Lawson, Sheldon Rankins, and Quinnen Williams.
That's an opposing front four.
Oh, my God.
and the thing is about Jermaine Johnson is he's athletic enough that you can drop him back. Now, you don't want him covering anybody, but if you're going to run a zone scheme or anything like that, you want to drop him back into coverage, he's athletic enough to be able to do it. So a versatile player, very athletic, like you said, very heady player. And it's going to be interesting to see what the Jets can do in that division with that front line.
I hope he fucking flops.
And with him dropping all
way to support your guy.
with him dropping all the way to 26. Wow.
You ain't at Florida State anymore. You went to my division rival, so I hope you fucking flop.
You ain't at Florida State no more.
Wow.
Oh man. So we got Bo said before the pick, better not take Johnson. I don't want him playing Miami. Thursday said fuck. Then Bo Green said damn it shit. Colton Thursday said I hate the Jets. Colby Mongold said damn. Bo Green said good pickup for the Jets.
All right, now we got Jacksonville on the clock.
Did they traded back? No, they just traded up.
So Jacksonville is on the clock now. So what are we looking at?
They traded up with Tampa Bay. What the heck?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who do these teams want? Nakobe Dean?
I mean, I guess. I mean, who else are we going to go with? I mean, we've said Jermaine Johnson's name for 20 picks now.
Yeah. Best available is Daxton Hill, but the best fit is Nakobe Dean. Why does no one want Nakobe Dean?
I disagree with that. I would say that they need the secondary guy here.
Daxton?
Yeah, they should take the safety.
Well, apparently,
last time they took a safety in the first round, it really worked out for them.
You know what's crazy?
What was that?
Nakobe.
Jalen Ramsey.
Well, and he shifted to corner. Well, he was a corner when they took him. But he shifted he was a linebacker at Florida State.
So they got Trayvon Walker from Georgia. Do they get Nakobe Dean and just pair them up together and say go to town?
Hey, that would be
They took Etienne and Lawrence last year.
Hell of a tandem there.
They took Etienne and Lawrence last year. Why not do it again?
Tony Khan's in there bumping a big-ass line of cocaine right now.
Wait, he's on his private jet, probably.
Yeah.
Who did we pick?
I don't know if I'll make it 5 more picks. We still got another podcast to do.
But yeah, so I think we got defense here again. I think it's either Nakobe Dean or Daxton Hill.
Man. So right now, they're starting safeties, Rayshawn Jenkins and Andrew Wingard.
Who and who?
Exactly.
Right.
Starting linebackers, you got Josh Allen.
Nice. He had a good year.
Shaquille Quarterman from the U. Just wanted to do that just for Kyle Wright, and I got nothing.
He's playing video games or something.
You got Foyesay Oluokun.
Watching FSU Twitter.
Really good linebacker. He's fast. Went to Harvard. Really smart. I only know that because he was drafted to Atlanta.
Is that because you and Ryan Fitzpatrick have the same beard?
Hey. Yeah. Oluokun.
He's groomed, Kyle. At least that.
I know.
You gotta give him that.
And then Kaylavon Chason, who went to LSU, and that's the only reason why I know how to say his name. But I definitely would go safety here.
So Daxton Hill is your pick then?
Daxton Hill is definitely my pick because I like their linebackers. Josh Allen, Quarterman, Oluokun, and Chason. And Josh Allen is more of a edge defender. Kaylavon Chason is more of a edge rusher. Then you've got 2 fast linebackers with Shaq Quarterman and Foyesay Oluokun. You let them patrol the middle of the field. You need to get some help back there with Darius Williams and Shaquille Griffin. I think those are 2 starting caliber corners in the NFL. You add a safety to that, that's a pretty good defense. That's a start at a pretty good defense for the Jaguars. And then you add that in with that offense with the additions of Christian Kirk and Zay Jones and Evan Ingram. That might be a pretty good team this coming year.
We'll see.
I was really fucking hoping we would trade back. We would trade up.
It could still happen. I mean, there's still, 5 picks, 6 picks?
I mean, after JJ, though, there's really nobody that I would like Miami to get.
Yeah.
I'm just glad the Saints didn't butt fumble this one.
If the Bengals don't trade back at 31, if Booth is still there from Clemson, I would love for them to take Booth.
Yes.
At that corner spot, which is a big need.
Yeah, you can't rely on the defense to have the same end-of-the-year success that they had.
They really picked it up, picked it up.
They did, but we've seen teams do that before
and then not be able to repeat that success.
And then not be able to do it. I mean, look at Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
They literally tried to do the same thing last year, and their defense
Well, their
was
secondary
awful.
was so bad last year.
But that's what they should have fixed. But they played good in the playoffs, and that's the same thing with y'all. You guys don't have a good secondary at all.
Well,
Awuzie's good.
Awuzie's
Bates is
good.
Bell played
is
really
good.
well.
Bates.
Apple as a third corner is good, not as a second.
You guys have Mike Hilton.
Yeah.
I would almost play him as the 2.
Yeah.
If you don't, if Booth is not available, play Hilton as the 2. But
Everybody you just named their number 3 corners.
Not Awuzie.
Awuzie is number 1. Awuzie is a good cornerback.
I think Mike Hilton. I think he just. The only reason stopping him from being a number 2, I think he just feels more comfortable as the nickel.
Yeah.
With the first pick in the draft, Travon Walker.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have traded the 27th pick to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Easy, Mr. President.
With the 27th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Devin Lloyd, linebacker.
Wow.
Utah.
Okay, so just like Jermaine here, there's got to be something on a Kobe Dean that we don't know.
Interesting.
The dude has been proven over and over and over again, and I don't understand how he keeps dropping. I mean, don't get me wrong. If he falls to 31 of the Bengals, they better scoop his ass up. I mean, because right now you're relying on, Jermaine Pratt to be that second linebacker.
That's a guy I really thought would take that next step in the NFL. But I guess he's had some injury woes.
He came on toward the end of last year. He played really, really well in playoffs. But again, we've talked about, being able to repeat that success, but they're not deep at that linebacker spot. So if they got Dean at 31, I'd be jumping for joy. But I'm shocked that another linebacker went ahead of Nakobe Dean.
Well, yeah. It all boils down to they say that Nakobe Dean is more of a run stuffer, more of a sideline to sideline run stuffer. They're billing Devin Lloyd as a ball hawk of a linebacker as opposed to a run stopper.
4 interceptions last year, I think. Two he returned for touchdowns.
And I think I read it pretty quickly, but I believe he led the nation in he just picked Roger Goodell up. He had the most interceptions by an inside linebacker in FBS this past year. So maybe they're looking for more of an athletic guy, more of a guy who's going to be able to drop back in coverage and go along with what they've got going on in the back end of that defense.
Yeah.
So
they're saying versatile, explosive. His comp is Fred Warner.
I think they view it all comes down to who you like more. I don't think there's anything behind the scenes like Kyle might speculate. I don't think it. I think it just boils down to the Jags wanted someone who was more of a pass rusher, more of a pass defender in that essence.
All right. So we got Packers coming up next. Still not a great wide receiver room for the first round, even though that's their glaring need. I mean, Amari Rodgers is their second wide receiver right now, and he had 4 catches last year.
I mean, who would you say is the first?
Alan Lazard is their number 1 right now.
Right, and you got Sammy Watkins, who can't stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
You got Randall Cobb, who's like 100 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see. Why did Aaron Rodgers go back for $50 million?
Just the money. I don't think he cares about the game or winning. I think he just cares about the money.
Yeah, right now your number 1 is Alan Lazard, number 2 is Sammy Watkins, and number 3 is Randall Cobb.
Mm-hmm. And then behind that is Amari Rodgers.
Amari Rodgers, Jawan Winfrey, and Malik Taylor.
Right. So they took a linebacker with their first pick?
Let me see. Every time I click back on here, it refreshes.
Let's see. Yeah, they took Quay Walker from Georgia.
Yeah.
So,
sure up the defense. The best available wide receiver is still
right.
North Dakota State Christian Watson.
Who's the best available edge rusher right now?
It is Arnold Abitiki from Penn State, or George Karlaftis from Purdue.
Which he's been touted as, a late first rounder.
Yeah.
So that could be a possibility.
They got to replace Darius Smith.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know, man. Their pick's in. They knew who they wanted.
Says according to ESPN, it says their biggest need is inside linebacker.
Well, that's Nakobe Dean. And they've already taken Quay Walker.
Man, keeping the Georgia boys together, that would be good. Quay Walker and Nakobe Dean on the same team in the NFL.
Their linebackers right now, they have Preston Smith, Devondre Campbell, Quay Walker, and Rashawn Gary. I don't see how you need another inside linebacker there.
I don't know.
I would go offense, but I don't know where you get the help. I don't know who's available that would immediately help your team. I mean, Sky Moore, John Mechie.
Well, I mean, Christian Watson, let's look at him, right? So he's 6'4", 208 pounds, played at North Dakota State. He's long. He grades as an 87. So, I mean, we'll see if that's something that maybe they do. Maybe they do just go ahead and say, fuck it, we're going to take Christian Watson, the best wide receiver available.
Let me see. I'm trying to pull up his 40 real quick just to see.
Because I don't think they need speed. They need somebody that can go get the damn ball.
He ran a 4.
Lamar Jackson
ran a
tweeted about the
4.36.
What did he say?
WTF.
Oh, man. All right, here we go.
That trade's coming next year.
The 32 men drafted tonight will go on to do great things on the field, but they'll also make tremendous impacts in their communities. Nobody exemplified that more than Walter Payton. Named in his honor, the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award, presented by Nationwide, is the most prestigious award.
I love that guy, man.
I do too.
Go Tigers.
Tonight,
he was a Bengal for
Andrew Whitworth, the 2021 Walter Payton NFL
I hate that
Man
he
of
left.
the Year,
I know.
here with us.
Well, he wanted a championship.
Why is he announcing Green Bay's?
Thank you, Commissioner. Thank y'all. Whose house? That's what I'm talking about. I am very humbled and grateful to stand before you as the 2021 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. I would love to thank the NFL, the Payton family, and Nationwide for everything they do to support players as we try to make positive impacts in our communities. When I look back over my time in the NFL and my career over 16 years and a Super Bowl champion, one of the most rewarding things about it was the platform I was able to build to help change people's lives with a lot of other teammates across the NFL and people in organizations. And I want to take this opportunity to challenge the players of the NFL and encourage you and the prospects of this NFL draft. Take advantage of that opportunity. Don't let it go. Let's leave a legacy that lasts longer than just the game field, but shows who you are on and off of it to make an impact.
Shut the
that'll
fuck
last for
up.
Generations. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, bitch. Thanks for muting the good part.
You're welcome.
Andrew, great man. We're so proud of you. With the 28th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Devontae Wyatt, defensive tackle, Georgia.
Another Georgia boy. How many is that now?
3 or 4.
Let's see.
I think it's more than that, isn't it?
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's what I said. 4. And now, I mean, we still got the best one Is yet to go.
Kobe Dean.
Okay, so now we have Bill Belichick again. Is he trading back, or is he?
I don't want any of these fuckers.
Or is he taking actually taking a first round pick this year?
He's going to say,
So why
we're
get,
on the Kansas City.
why get Devontae Wyatt when you still have Kenny Clark under contract?
Yeah, I can't imagine Aaron Rodgers is watching this draft and smiling.
But again, who are they going to take? Are they going to take a reach on a second or third round wide receiver in the first round?
I don't know.
But I would rather do that than get a guy who's going to be a backup to Kenny Clark.
Damn, imagine being so like mediocre that they have to show pro day highlights.
He's a big guy, so he's not going to play D end.
I need to stand up for a second. Anybody else need to get some
No, I'm all right now. I'm just confused. I can't understand how Nakobe Dean is falling this freaking far.
this far? I mean, what is New England needs maybe a corner.
Yeah, I mean, safety there is Daxton Hill.
Yeah. Still needs some secondary help.
Mm-hmm.
Cincinnati needs secondary help.
Mm-hmm.
New England got their shit in quick.
But I tell you what, if Cincinnati takes a safety, you can consider Jesse Bates gone.
Yeah. Everybody here,
because he's under franchise tag right now. So I doubt they take safety.
everybody here needs secondary help.
Absolutely. Kansas City losing
Tyron.
Mm-hmm.
New England losing J.C. Jackson and Stephon Gilmore last year. Kansas City, yeah, you just said it. Cincinnati, just a little bit above their head, but I don't think there's anybody left right now that I would just, to be honest, with Cincinnati's pick, I would just take the best available offensive lineman and call it a night here. Unless I trade back.
Well, and again, that's a distinct possibility. I was talking about it with a buddy of mine earlier today about, if their guy isn't there, go ahead and trade back.
Yeah.
Looks like
You don't have
Shaq
to make this
Mason
pick.
just got traded.
Yeah? No, that was during the offseason.
Oh, okay.
Shaq Mason's been in Tampa Bay for a little bit now.
So best available offensive
Hey, who's still
lineman?
watching? I see we got some viewers over there. Who we got? Comment if you're still watching. Thank you guys for sticking around. We're at the 3.5 hour mark.
Yeah,
here.
appreciate you guys. Best available offensive lineman, Bernhard Raymond from Central Michigan.
Let's see. Patriots. Does Dax Hill, does he make sense here as a safety, matching up, losing in that secondary, losing what's his name?
Stephon Gilmore.
J.C. Jackson.
Gilmore. Both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now your starting safeties are Devin McCourty and Adrian Phillips.
Ouch.
Well, you do have Jabril Peppers as a what?
Yeah, they did sign
When
Jabril.
did they get Jabril?
They did sign Jabril.
Interesting. Right now, your starting corners are Jalen Mills and Malcolm Butler.
I forgot they got Malcolm Butler back, too.
Mm-hmm.
And they still do have Jalen Mills. I mean, that's not a bad secondary. It's not a great secondary.
But against what they're going to be going up against
in
that
the AFC
division,
East.
they've
you still got Matthew
to shore that
Judon,
up.
right?
Yeah.
They still got Judon, so I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, I might sure up with a corner.
What's their
here.
linebacker room look like?
Linebackers, they have Matthew Judon, Jawan Bentley, Mac Wilson, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nakobe Dean.
You gotta go
Nakobe Dean.
here. If New England's gonna make this pick, it's got to be Nakobe Dean.
You would think.
Because the best available corner is not till
It's Booth.
And then safety, Daxton Hill,
And after that, you're looking
Lewis Seen,
Lewis
Jalen
Seen from
Petrie
Georgia.
from Baylor. Like, I don't know how the last 5 picks haven't been Nakobe Dean.
Why aren't y'all commenting? Who's still watching? Say some shit for me.
There's at least one more person because I know I'm watching.
You're in it, but there's 2 other people because I got 3 other people.
I'm showing 2.
I've got 4. We must have some YouTubers.
I'm one watching on YouTube, and that's me.
Huh. Why am I showing 4? You're 2 of them.
So somebody comment and tell us, is there a quarterback that's going? Is there going to be a trade up? Because none of these teams need quarterbacks.
Cincinnati needs a quarterback.
So is there going to be a team that trades up to try to get one of these quarterbacks?
In Burrow, we trust.
Absolutely.
I would too.
Go Tigers.
I wish I was in y'all's position, and would have been if Flores would have shut the fuck up and took the money.
Here we go.
Players. So here's the Patriots pick in Vegas.
With the 29th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Cole Strange, guard.
Who?
Chattanooga, UTC. Hey, I would be remiss.
I thought Cole Strange, he was one of my favorite mid-round guys. I thought you might get him in the 3rd round.
I would be remiss if I didn't say that my wife went to UTC.
Okay. I got to be honest. I don't even know anything about this guy.
Bulldog.
With him. The competes he showed at the Senior Bowl, Charles, stood out. He would lose you.
He's not even in the top 25 available.
Robbie
right
McGinns says, "I'm here, big homie. I'm in here, big homie."
What up, Robbie boy? I'm gonna pull up some Cole Strange. This is Senior Bowl highlights. Don't really care.
Offensive guard. He
was the best available offensive guard. So, he
does not have highlights.
Is he the first UTC player to be UTC?
No, I feel like there's a pretty notable name that went to Chattanooga.
T.O., but he wasn't drafted in the 1st round.
Okay, you meant 1st round.
Let me see.
This is a shocking pick for me. It's Belichick.
What did you expect?
Right.
Yeah, he's the very first round pick from UTC. The closest to it has been a 3rd round pick, T.O.
Chiefs, do they take Daxton Hill, replace Matthew?
It would make sense.
With the
Jacoby Dean
pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select George Karlaftis.
Went edge.
What?
Nice moment for the Purdue Boilermaker.
Wow.
He's going to Kansas City. It's good.
So now my Bengals are on the clock. Jacoby Dean sitting there.
He was a top 20
I swear to God, if they take Daxton Hill, they're just going to piss off Jesse Bates. I do not want that.
You go at the end after having Chris Jones and Frank Clark?
Yeah.
Like, really? You go for an edge rusher with Chris Jones and Frank Clark.
Yeah.
I would say this offseason was kind of a...
Either that or they know that they can't afford to pay them and Kelsey and Mahomes, so got to get somebody to back them up in the future.
If you put him at D tackle, I could see it. Because right now you have Derek Nandi and Kalen Saunders.
Derek Nandi, Florida State boy. Kind of wish he would have been a little bit better in the pros. He's a big guy. Big like corn-fed boy. But he just didn't have it in the end.
All right, so there's 3 guys on the board right now that I would like for the Bengals to take. The first one being Jacoby Dean. Second one being Andrew Booth Jr. from Clemson. And third would be David Ojabo from Michigan. So those are the 3 that I'm
I didn't even know he was coming out. I can't believe I guess he just didn't have as good a career as they thought he would.
So those are the 3 that I'm looking at as a Bengal fan that I think could really, really, help shore up that defense.
Jacoby Dean makes the most sense to me.
It does because
Logan
Wilson's great.
You've got Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt, and Marcus Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
I like Logan Wilson. Jermaine Pratt, he's got range. He can be there as a middle linebacker, be able to be a run stuffer. But if you've got a chance to go get Jacoby Dean, like my man, oh my goodness, that defense. You add him in.
Yeah.
Sam Hubbard, Trey Hendrickson, DJ Reader. Dude.
They might improve to 11 wins.
BJ Hill. BJ Hill's back.
That.
The only thing that I think that they could possibly do is maybe go defensive tackle. But I don't know that that's actually going to happen or not. So, but again, those three for me are going to be where it's at. It's Nakobe Dean, Booth.
Where's your Tyreek Hill jerseys?
They're blue and orange.
Ojabo.
Right now, the best available defensive tackle is Travis Jones from UConn. Anybody from UConn should never be drafted.
No.
Yeah. Ask Kemba Walker. Even Maya Moore kind of.
Diana Taurasi, Rebecca Lobo.
Was Diana Taurasi UConn?
Yeah. Taurasi. Ooh, I forgot about her.
Yeah.
Richard
For some reason,
Hamilton.
I was thinking Tennessee for Diana Taurasi, but
Richard Hamilton, Ray Allen.
Oh. Yeah. Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Shuttlesworth. My man called him Jesus. Look at you.
Shuttles.
Oh.
Shuttles. All right. Bengals are going to make this pick, I'm assuming.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen the trade come in yet, and it doesn't say the pick is in, so we'll see.
According to NFL.com, it says the pick is in.
Okay.
For Cincinnati. And
so we are picking.
Minnesota is on the clock.
Malik Willis right here.
If they go Malik Willis,
watch them not even go to Goodell with the Bengals pick. They're like, yeah, fuck the Bengals.
Where are you going to go?
They didn't win.
They played above their heads. We don't need to fucking broadcast that shit anymore.
Oh, my goodness.
We gave them enough fucking love last year.
13th offensive rank and 18th defensive rank. Wow. That's
not bad.
Not bad.
What was it?
13th
offensive rank and 18th defensive.
But you got to think that 13th is probably negated by the 70 sacks they gave up.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
That's why I think you got to go offensive line here.
They've already shored that up, though, man.
Have they with 2 people?
3.
Oh. So Alex Kappa has played 2 games in the last... Not Alex. Ted Karras has played 2 games in the last 2 seasons.
Kappa and Leo Collins.
But I mean, that's great. That's still your biggest position of need. Because offensive line is the biggest injury rate in the NFL. You have to absolutely. If they have 7
They're
picks,
still
in this
probably
draft,
going to re-sign Quentin Spain. They've got Jackson Carman there.
There's no reason they shouldn't draft at least 3 or 4 more offensive linemen.
But are you taking the 4th best overall offensive guard, Sean Ryan, or the 6th best overall offensive tackle, Bernard Raymond?
Right.
Whatever the bigger
Central
need
Michigan.
is. Because
Right now
that's
it's
your biggest
secondary.
need.
Right now it's secondary. But again, if Nakobe Dean is there at 31, Jesus Christ, I think you take him.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, though.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean,
Fuck the
secondary is.
Give me inside linebacker.
I mean, trade back up in the 2nd round and go get you one of those damn corners because we're only 2 picks away from it. So trade back up, get you a one of those cornerbacks that you want, and take Nakobe Dean here. That's what I want to happen.
Yeah, I mean, Nakobe Dean.
At 31.
I don't see how it's not a Nakobe Dean. Unless there is, like you said 4 picks ago, there is something behind the scenes. That is the only reason why I see Nakobe Dean not going here.
It's that damn test. What do they call that? The
Wonderlic.
It's a damn Wonderlic test, I'm sure.
I think it's underrated. Jameis Winston got such a high score
It's
on
bias. What did Shaq say in Blue Chips? It's culturally biased.
Wasn't it who has the highest score? Isn't it like Fitzpatrick or something?
Probably he went to Harvard.
Right,
Did you know he went to Harvard? Did you know that? Yeah. I don't think they talk about that at all.
Did you see him?
No Kyle Schwarbers from Middletown?
I did.
Did you see?
Did I tell you I lived in Middletown?
You did.
Yeah, for like a year.
Talking about Fitzpatrick, did you see him at the Buffalo playoff game in Buffalo?
Yeah, with a shirt
shirtless, just raging in the stands
Good
like
for
it was
him.
nothing.
I bet that dude's fun at a bar.
Oh, yes.
What'd you think of Moon Knight yesterday?
Loved it.
Man.
Loved it, dude. It's intriguing.
We'll drop an episode on that next week.
Okay.
What are we watching tomorrow?
Are you going?
I'm thinking about it.
Well, we're gonna go see that Nick Cage movie.
That's what it was.
I heard it's funny.
It looks funny as hell. Pedro Pascal's in it.
Oh, we got Rappaport on here. What's he talking about?
Second round
I'm
is
a
surprise,
bitch.
and I would say the biggest concern here is how ready he is for the NFL.
Malik Willis. No one gives a fuck.
Wow.
So the new Nick Cage movie about how he actually plays himself and this guy like follows him around and is a big Nick Cage fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looked hilarious, and I hear it's really good.
It looks funny.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So we'll see what happens, but here's the pick of the AFC champion Bengals.
That's right. Definitely need some receivers.
With the 31st pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the AFC champions Cincinnati Bengals select Daxton Hill.
There it is. That's a good pick.
God damn it.
All right.
Why are you taking a safety just to piss off Jesse Bates? Are you fucking serious right now?
Wow.
You take
you
the
don't like
one
that.
position. No, I hate that pick. Not because I don't like the kid, but you've got Jesse Bates on her franchise tag right now, and you're taking the one position in the first round? Man, what a fucking bullshit move.
So where does J.C. Bates go?
Jesse Bates is under franchise tag. He doesn't go anywhere unless he requests a trade, and then
Can you trade a player on a franchise tag?
I don't know.
That's a great Google question.
That is an incredible Google question.
But again, like I said before, do not take a safety, whatever you do. And of course, what do? Fucking take a safety.
Can you trade a franchised player in Madden?
Hey, Robbie, you going to go see the movie with us tomorrow night, bro?
Look at Minnesota's already in, man. This shit's going quick.
There
Only
we go.
one quarterback. Unless they take somebody to back up Cousins.
Yes, you can. Apparently, Matt
All right.
Castle was franchised by
He
New
was.
England and then was traded to the Chiefs.
I remember that. Okay, that's right. I do remember that happening.
So Minnesota here.
As long as he signs the tender.
Does Minnesota need defense? Yes, they do.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? More specifically, they need a linebacker. That's a great. I mean, they lost Anthony Barr a couple years ago. I think there's still Hendricks as well, right?
I think they're the favorite right now for Tyrann Mathieu, too, if I'm not mistaken.
That'd be good. That'd be good for them.
Because Peterson's
to
up
New
there,
Orleans.
too, right?
Yeah, Patrick Peterson's there.
Mm-hmm.
They still need a corner, I think. They need another corner. Honestly, this is a team that could focus 100% on defense in this draft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right now, their defense is looking like their linebackers. You've got Daniil Hunter, really good pass rusher. Eric Hendricks, getting up there in age, but still
Hendricks
a good.
is still there, okay.
Still good. You've got Jordan Hicks.
Jordan Hicks, I forgot they got him
he's
from Arizona. Maybe they don't need a
really
linebacker.
good. Then you've got Zadarius Smith.
That's right.
Linebacker does not make sense here. Corner, you've got Patrick Peterson and Cameron Dantzler. So
Yeah,
this
you
is
gotta
where
get-
A.J. Booth comes in.
This has got to be A.J. Booth then.
Andrew Booth.
Andrew Booth, yeah.
Andrew. I said A.J., my bad.
Yeah, I did too.
And then
I copied you, asshole.
Sorry. Safeties, you've got Harrison Smith. This is where I could have seen Daxton Hill go
Right.
because your free safety right now is Cameron Bynum. Maybe this does make sense for the Honey Badger. I hope he goes to New Orleans, but maybe this does make sense.
How about Nakobe Dean maybe not getting picked in the first round?
That's
Who has Tyrann Mathieu met with? The Saints, the Vikings, the Dolphins, the
Niners?
The Niners. I know he did. I know he met with the Niners. I also think he went to Atlanta.
Why would any free agent go to Atlanta?
I don't know. To play in the NFL. Tommy Pham signed with the Reds.
Right.
I mean,
apparently he also Steelers are going all or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
damn, that would be.
He fits.
Him and Minka.
He fits there.
Him and Minka together would be fucking disgusting.
Tyrann Mathieu says he didn't want to leave Chiefs.
I mean, that's not off the table. Could
Right.
end up going back to KC.
Yeah, the money's got to be right, though. And they're running out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. They gave. That's what. This is what I was afraid of when they gave Patrick Mahomes that big contract. I mean, obviously, I became a beneficiary of it because no matter how you look at it, you're taking a chance on a player in the draft. So those draft picks were. I mean, Miami does traditionally draft well, though. And especially over the last couple of years, they've done really well. But if you ask me, like, you want to take a chance on these guys or do you want Tyreek Hill? That's fucking no-brainer.
Yeah.
The problem is, I don't know if we got a quarterback. But we'll find out this year.
So apparently the Philadelphia Eagles have the best odds at plus 300 to sign Tyrann. Then the Saints at plus 325. Lions and Colts are both at plus 650, and the Jets are at plus 700. Wow. If that makes any difference.
Imagine the Eagles. The Eagles could, like, just take a huge jump this year.
Yeah.
Dude. I've already said they're winning the East.
I mean, they could just take a huge jump this year.
I mean, it's all on Hurts' shoulders, man.
Can he throw?
Yeah. Can he get the ball to those receivers?
Well, they got Gardner Minshew behind him. You got to imagine at least might be a little short. Malik Willis. Okay, so man,
best available.
I am a huge Florida State guy, so it's kind of tough for me here to say something like this, but I might think about taking a running back, maybe with that first pick in the second round for Minnesota.
Madison's a serviceable backup, better than serviceable.
Yeah,
but I just
he might even.
But maybe Dalvin Cook's coming up on I don't know. He's been so injury prone.
He got around his neck right there. See what's going on.
It's around his neck.
The fuck? Flavor Flav.
With the 32nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Lewis Seen.
Okay.
Another Georgian.
Georgia.
Well, there's a safety.
That's
5 Georgia defenders.
That matches.
To the conclusion of round 1.
They wanted a safety rather than a corner. That matches.
All right, Bengals, hear me. Trade up in the second round and go get Nakobe Dean. Thank you. That's all.
So, guys, first of all, we hit 3 hours and 45 minutes. I had a great time.
Before we leave, I want to play my
I
intro.
forgot about that. Sorry, Nick.
You forgot about me?
Well, no, it was such a long time ago. Nick kind of bailed out early on us because he woke up at 2 a.m. He's going to go PP.
I'm kind of curious to see what, it
wasn't bad.
I don't remember what I said.
Well, hit it.
Well, okay, yeah.
So, as you've noticed, this podcast is just a little less sexy than usual. But it's okay.
It's a disrespect to our honorary guest here.
It's more of a respect. It's more of a respect towards Nick.
Yeah.
We are joined today by new to the show. He joined us for our NFL draft party, Mr. Drew Gorman. How's it going, man?
It's going good, going good. Glad to be back. Glad to be on another podcast, ready to show what I got and have some fun with you guys.
We're looking forward to it. What's up?
Did you actually invite Drew, or was Drew just standing there outside like someone lost and was like, "Can I get on the podcast?" And you're like, "Well, you're already here." So
earlier walking down the street, Nick just saw me and he was like, "You gotta have him," and called Kyle and was like, "Bro, you gotta have him on. He knows his stuff."
Did he lure you into his van? Because that's probably not good.
Hey, it was a decent looking van.
So there you go.
I sound like a jackass.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Because you could hear how stumbly I was on my first ever intro. It's an adjustment period, man. But I had a great time doing this. Obviously, well, I'll let you sign off first, and then I'll kind of end this on the emotional note. Not really emotional, but you get it.
I mean, I don't know if it's much of a sign-off. I mean, it's a sign-off to the sports show.
So it's a sign-off to the sports show, but it's a sign-on to greater things for us.
Exactly. Like I had said to Rick Edwards in my Facebook post, it was definitely we're working on ourselves, trying to get better so we can put out the best product out there. So we can put the best product to everyone who faithfully listens, and thank you to everyone. It has definitely been a blast. It's been the best year of my life because honestly, it's a fitting way for this to end for me, because my very first show with the Right On Network was the NFL Draft last year.
Nice.
And the last show of this one is the NFL Draft of this year. So it's definitely a fitting way for how it's ending. I hate that it is, but like we said, we're building, we're working on ourselves, we're trying to figure things out and make sure that we can put the best product forward so everybody else can enjoy it as much as we enjoy getting together and having fun and hanging out with you guys.
Well, and I just want to say, thanks again for having me. I'm sad, that it's leaving as far as the sports aspect of it. I'm also sad because I didn't get to enjoy, the most of it, because I'm new to this whole crew. So
I would go ahead and assume that you're going to be a frequent guest on the
hope so
on the new system there. Because you guys had a good chemistry. you and Nick. I mean, anybody, this is where like I toot, right? Like I won't bring people on here unless I know they're going to be good with my people.
Yeah.
And we've been able to find just an incredible slew of talent, of on-air talent, and I mean you match that persona perfectly. Honestly, I wish you could have come around sooner too, because I with this 4, I would have absolutely run this 4.
Yeah.
Full time.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. But to everybody, I don't know if anybody's even watching right now, but maybe they'll come back and watch in the future. Man, it was always kind of my dream to be on a sports show, if you will. When I went to ESPN in 2018, right after the hurricane, it was like a childhood dream came true. I was there for a little over a year, and then I just didn't really connect eye to eye, along with some stuff behind the scenes with the owner over there, which I have no beef with him. I love Randy to death. I'm glad he welcomed me back to help David out on Thursdays with open arms. But a piece of me kind of died that day when I stepped away from ESPN. And I still wanted to do this because in my mind, this is what I'm good at. This is one of the only things I'm good at. And that's a little fucked up to say, but I'm not really good at much in life. But talking sports and being an on-air personality, this is my niche. I love this. And I'm good at building relationships. I'm not a very good person, but I'm a good friend.
Lies. Lies.
That's an inside joke.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, but I'm glad with the relationships we built. We never spoke before this.
Yeah.
I don't know how we just did a show together on ESPN one day. Found out we were both Reds fans and comic book fans, and
obviously sports fans, and
sports fans in general.
And it just kind of clicked. So
I mean, I'm blessed to have been able to go this far with it, but you get to a certain point where even when you're doing what you love, it starts to feel a little bit more like work than you want. So to speak on the negative side of this for a second, there's not really much, but it kind of became a situation where after we had to get out of Bose, where we were like lost for an identity. We haven't been in a spot where we've been comfortable, where it sucks. But here we are. We're going to reimagine this thing. We've kind of learned that we aren't really big into sports that aren't football. And at least, I mean, you could talk baseball, but when you got me and Nick that are Reds fans, Braves fans, and I don't watch any baseball outside of the Reds because it's fucking dreadful. And that's even.
Well, and the NBA season is 82 games that really don't matter until you get to the last 2 weeks and then the playoffs start.
Right.
So, I mean, I get that.
Yeah, and then playoff hockey's coming. That's always exciting, but there's not a lot of demand for that in this area, and I understand that. So, I mean, for the most part, this has been really fun. It has been the last couple of weeks have been really stressful with everything going on, being in the position that we're in. But I'm really excited to rebrand, restructure what we're doing, to come back, just new colors, new.
I like the idea of the show about nothing that we talked about last week.
Yeah, a show about nothing.
Like the Seinfeld model, where it's just, okay, 1 week we're going to delve into this life aspect, and then the next week we're going to talk about this part of life. And then and it's always going to be different. It's going to be refreshing. It's going to be new. I'm looking forward to listening to them. And I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be sad because it's not on Facebook Live, so they can't see our ugly mugs and things like that. But it's going to be a different platform, but I think it's going to be better because, you as the lead is going to be able to kind of streamline things probably a little bit easier and a little bit better and put out like Drew said, like put out a better product.
Absolutely. I appreciate that. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Drew, you ready to hit the song over there? I don't think it's even queued up right now.
We'll get it figured out.
Yeah, we'll get it figured out. So from all of us here at the Right On Sports Show, from all of us, I'm not going to, it's not a Right On. Right On Network is still very strong. Right On Podcast Network we're flying. We've got so much going on. Go check out the Right On Squared Circle podcast if you're a wrestling fan. Dan and Scott do an amazing job. They've got a brand new episode tomorrow. Actually, in light of the NFL draft, they're drafting WWE rosters.
Sweet.
So go check them out. Right on Squared Circle. Cincinnati Reds fans, if you're watching or listening, Seeing Reds podcast, that's me and Adam, Seeing_Reds on Twitter. That's an incredible time. Cancel Us is taking a couple months off while they get themselves acclimated to getting ready to build a home studio. So Cancel Us podcast, though, they've got a great slew of episodes. Our most listened to podcast just hit 500 listens.
Wow.
The other day.
Nice.
So go check them out.
Nerd Culture Undisputed.
We've
had a little bit of a break here, but it's been kind of quiet as far as the nerd
Yeah.
scene goes. But, with Moon Knight, finishing up here soon, you've got Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness coming up. You've got Obi-Wan Kenobi coming up. Thor, Love and Thunder coming up. So there's a lot of stuff in the works.
Yeah.
So, we've not forgotten about you guys. So, myself and Kyle Wright will be back with Nerd Culture Undisputed.
Maybe that becomes
probably
a podcast
next week.
You know
right.
what I mean?
And then that could be a thing as well. And, and again, it's, our whole thing is what kind of product can we put out there for you guys to enjoy?
Yeah. So, I mean, just there's so much in the works. And then this new podcast that we're going to come back with, it's going to be something completely different from your average everyday podcast. And I think that's what we want. That's what we've lacked. And because we always want to be different. We want to do something that people aren't doing. And we did the sports show for a while where we kind of got raunchy and we had the great time. Then we started to back off a little bit, which is understandable because we have Nick with a serious job. We've got families that watch. We don't want to be sitting here talking about shit, fuck, ass all the time. Yeah. But I've enjoyed kind of laxing down on those rules in the last couple of weeks and just having fun on our way out.
Yeah.
But to everybody that watched, sorry to be so long-winded on the exit. We love you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
And pay attention to our social media pages for more announcements. We'll see you guys later.
Later.
Thanks for listening to the Right On Sports Show. Find the podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Or find the guys on YouTube at Right On Sports and hit that subscribe button to be notified when they go live. In the meantime, check them out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Right On Sports.